That is all right. And just a little sidebar between you and I got your message from Sean today, and I'm going to get that taken care of.
I appreciate it.
So hit me up. And Wendy, long time no see. How are you?
Hey, I'm good. How are you?
I am hanging in there. I'm actually exhausted, but as Casey says, that's usually the best shows when I think it's going to be when I'm, see, right now I can't even complete sentences, but we'll get there. Get there.
It's been that kind of a week, for sure.
Really has. Really has.
Need a few more beers, you'll be all right.
Yeah, I'll be fine. What's up, Jared?
Same old, man. I have been busy as shit the last couple of days.
Yeah.
So yeah, working on getting stuff packed and getting rid of more stuff. So
that beard is gray as fuck.
I know, it's crazy, right? Yeah. Sad part is I shaved 3 weeks ago and it's already back, and it came back more gray than it was before. So
good lord, 3 weeks.
Man.
Yeah. Well, your hair's getting long too. I like how we always comment on people's anything they've got going on,
personal appearance.
Yeah, or just just like, hey, that is a really nice shade of lipstick today. Which, by the way, Martin Mull does right in front of fucking Jack in this movie, and you're just like, what is this, the fucking 60s? Like when did they shoot this? They kill him. Yeah. Oh my goodness. And finally, Lindsey, how are you?
Good. How are you guys?
Doing good. Welcome. And
thank you.
What a terrifying picture back behind you.
Oh yeah, it's my zombie.
Yeah,
it's a zombie poster. So I like zombies. So all my friends find weird zombie things to find me.
Nice.
Most of my gamer tags are zombie baconator because I also really like bacon.
Okay,
that's a good
are not going to get along.
Yeah, you and I are. We wouldn't be matched together on Love It or Married at First Sight because that is not a good thing. Now, I'll tell you an interesting story about that picture and the zombie look back there. Facebook is a wonderful thing sometimes. And there's this girl I used to kiss on the mouth all the time with permission in the third and fourth grade. And Lance, our original drummer for Bowling for Soup, used to time us, as we try to kiss for 30 seconds. But it's just basically putting your mouth together, like that.
No, I know what kissing is. Yeah.
Anyway, she got into an argument with her brother on the Book of Face. And he goes, and he had finally had enough. And so he posted a picture of her mugshot because she had tried to steal her mother's identity, and she has done all the meth. And I swear to God, she looks exactly like zombie Michael Jackson from Thriller. Yeah.
Wow.
I literally just started thinking fuck, which of my friends will remember her? So I was Danny Craig, my original bass player, then Lance. I was like, Lance, this is her. And he goes, are you sure? Yeah, dude.
How different her life could have been had she stuck with you
for 30 seconds or more.
Exactly. See, that one day we didn't make it to 90 seconds. I was just like, okay, I'm moving on to Monica Humphreys.
Gotta cut you loose.
See you later.
Sorry, babe.
And she's all married and happy now. See? Monica Humphreys.
Oh, yeah, not the methy one.
She married Ricky Horton, who I played football with. Ricky Horton.
A Horton and a Humphreys? That sounds like a doctor.
Oh, you're hearing a who? Horton.
Yeah, okay, here we go.
Nice. Very good, Eric. Oh, my God. I'm so sorry that happened. Please turn that down. Okay, Sean, turn Amy down. Wait, no, hold on.
The volume, not the camera.
That's already done. Amy, talk.
Less me?
Yeah, she's great.
Me.
No. I was just going with the original. And
okay, do the applause again.
Turn Casey up, because no matter where she is, she's going to want to be louder. Hold on. I had to turn the whole goddamn iPad off. Oh, there we go. Oh, that's so much better.
Feels better.
Man, we better start this fucking game.
What? Same brain.
It sucks that you can't do full screen and still see the chat because it's so hard to see everybody, but that's fine.
But you don't need to see the chat.
True. I don't really, actually. You're right. I don't. Matt always says hi to me. And so, hey, Matt. We used to have this tour manager. He's the drummer for Less Than Jake now, but that was the thing. You'd just walk in and go, hey, Matt. And so everybody just all day, hey, Matt. Hey, Matt.
Why was it so
just think about
plaintive?
Nine other dudes saying that literally all fucking day. I just ask it because, the tour manager gets asked where everything is. Where's the bread? Where's the bathroom? Where's my
Why is there
guitar?
a pimento in this olive, but there's not one in this one?
That's right.
It's a disaster.
Exactly. It's a disaster. And I want full-size bread.
Yeah, what am I supposed to? I fold it up, but then
Then
when
it
you
just
fold it again,
crumbles.
Well, you could just stop with yes, but if you keep folding and it just breaks apart, I can't eat that.
it's life on the road, man.
Yes. All right, Jonathan.
And now, Jared Goes to the Movies presents everyone's favorite podcast game show. It's time for 5 questions, where we ask 6 questions, and the high score is 7. Here's your host, Jared Reddick.
Thank you. I can't do it right now. God, everything just sucks right now. I'm too
Wiggity whack.
wiggity. Make it a mac, daddy. Make it a mac.
Really close.
Yeah. I should have had some coffee. I was doing that for a while.
Why don't you have a beer?
I don't think I have any yet. There's some coming. I don't think there's any in there.
Get a lot.
Sean, will
There's
you
not.
look in there?
There's
There's not.
I had
Okay.
to put my drink in there.
Okay.
There's a cider. You want a cider?
No.
There's a frozen bottle of juice.
Is there?
Oh,
Is that cider in?
oh no. See, it is going to be a good night.
Oh God.
I'm leaving.
Welcome to the game, everybody. I forgot we were doing this. Welcome to 5 Questions, everybody. We do it every week. You guys know. If you're new to the show, this is a game show that we made up. The rules are actually really stupid. And quite frankly,
Change all the time.
quite frankly, the person that wins each week is really surprised.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
I'm the winner. Okay.
With us tonight, again, he's been on the last 24 weeks in a row, but he's only played 18 times. 18 and 11. Jason Aylesworth is here, everybody. Give it up for Jason. Jason checking in there where he has been locked since before everybody else got COVID, because he's one of the first ones. How you doing, Jason?
Doing good. I've been productive with my time. I'm about 6 weeks away from being Dr. Aylesworth, so working on my dissertation. I hopefully finish that shortly.
That's amazing.
Dang.
Very
So
good.
he's the first one to have COVID, and he's the first doctor who got it.
Wow. I don't know. Somebody else could have a doctorate. They just don't fucking,
Brag about it all the time.
Just fucking
Yeah.
brag about how
No.
you say your
I worked hard enough at it. I'm going to brag.
That's right.
Rightfully so.
I would too, buddy. I would too. You know what? The queen of the podcast is here. Haven't seen her in a while. 17 and 8. She's played 17 times. She's won 8 times. Wendy Madda. What's the matter? Nothing. What's the matter with you? How you doing, Wendy? You never heard that one before, huh?
Never.
Can you imagine, because do y'all have Wendy's, the restaurant up there too?
Yes. Yes. A lot of people used to say, is your father's name Dave? That was
right.
no.
But what a fucking creative joke.
Right.
Yeah. You just get, they're like, hey, do you get free Frosties?
Yeah, no.
The fuck up. It's I hate it so much. I probably would have been that kid though. Yeah, definitely sounds like something I would say. It's good to see you, Wendy. 15 attempts, 2 wins. Garrett Spear is here, everybody. Give it up.
You know what? It's been years since I've watched this movie, and my week has been so crazy. And Johnny had prom today, so I had to work all day. Then I had to get him ready. So I still haven't finished watching the movie. I was watching it until about 8:25, and I came downstairs.
Well, you know what that means, Wendy? It means you're answering first each and every time.
Right.
All right. And new to the 5 Questions family, it's our original $1 million supporter, Lindsey Sponsel is here. She's one of our sponsors. Wait, did I say Jared Spear yet? I hadn't got to him.
You did, and then you went right back to Wendy. So
Oh, shit. Sorry, buddy.
He loves me more.
Hi, Jared and Lindsey. How y'all doing? Sorry to barrel through there. We're running so late. Okay, guys, we're gonna get with this thing. Everybody knows how to play. Jared Spear is actually writing down his answers tonight. Unbelievable. Lindsey, are you also writing down your answers?
I am, yes.
She is. Wendy, are you writing down? Okay, I can see that. And of course, Jason Aylesworth always plays by the rules. All right, guys. Well, welcome to 5 questions. Did we play the theme already?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's all
Welcome to the show.
Was that like 20 minutes ago?
It's all set up for
What
you, man.
is
You just gotta take the first pitch.
Jared,
guys.
are you sure you're not drunk already?
I promise I'm not. That's the problem, man. It's like Linus will say, like, hey, I don't think it's time to sing yet. Why don't you go have a couple of beers so you can enunciate?
Yeah, your shit gets all
Yep.
whack when you're not drinking.
All right, guys. You guys know how it works. So here comes your first question. Of course, we are talking about the movie Mr. Mom. All right, guys. The movie Mr. Mom, Michael Keaton works for a car maker. What other movie does Michael Keaton's character work for an auto manufacturer? Name another movie in which Michael Keaton's character works for an automotive manufacturer.
Was thinking about that as I was watching this.
It was actually really interesting because there's some similarities in like his look, and then when he's talking to the really big guy, because you know who's in that other movie, you know. And anyway, guys, that's a really hard first question. Don't get discouraged if you don't know it. We'll all be okay. Let's go to Wendy first. Wendy, what did you say?
I know it, but I can't think of the name of it.
All
I
right.
can picture it in my head, so I did not write it down.
Sorry about that. Lindsey.
I did not have an answer, guys.
Do not have an answer. Okay, Jared Spear.
I don't have a right answer, but I wrote he's freaking Batman.
Okay. That's not wrong.
There's a car in that movie.
Yeah.
There is a car in that movie.
Yep.
I feel like Jason Ellsworth acted like he had this. Jason, what'd you say?
Gung ho.
The movie is
Gung-ho.
Gung-ho,
That's
ladies
it.
and gentlemen. And Wendy instantly knows.
I like knew it. I'm like, oh my god, I can totally see it. I can't think of the name of it.
All right, guys. Here we go. In the movie Mr. Mom, what does Irv need to clean up on aisle 9? What does Irv need to clean up on aisle 9? All right, pencils down. Lindsey, what'd you say?
Laundry soap? Is that
Okay.
what he was cleaning up?
Well, we will see shortly. It's a good guess. Jared Spear?
I know it wasn't bananas. I said spaghetti. I couldn't
Okay.
remember.
Jason, what'd you say?
I'm not sure. Was it the pork and beans?
Okay, and Wendy.
I said milk.
The answer is spaghetti. Everybody. Spaghetti. Jared Spear.
Lucky guess.
Only one
They knocked
right.
over so much shit.
Did you? I was like, oh god.
Like, dude, I forgot how funny this movie is. I haven't seen it in forever. And
That's
I was
that's
dying
exactly
the first
the-
like 45 minutes of this movie.
You were what? You were high?
Yeah, I was high. No, I was dying because it's so funny. Like, I seriously forgot how funny it is when he's just first being the mom.
Yeah. It's super interesting, and obviously we're gonna talk about that for a couple hours here shortly.
Are we?
So, yes, we are. All right, guys. Here we go. This could be seen as a Bowling for Soup reference. Hint. When they go to the party, when they decide they want to make their exit, they're going to pull the old ant what? The old ant what?
Yeah, 1985.
That's right. the ant almost.
Nailed it.
Almost.
Ant. She needed a break.
Ant, Ohio.
Yeah. The ant. My hometown.
Speaking of BFS, I do like the new song, Jared.
Thank you, buddy.
Pretty
I
rad.
appreciate that.
That's so good.
Those of you listening, go check that out. It's called Getting Old Sucks, but Everybody's Doing It, which is hilarious and also true. Okay, Jared Spear, what was your guess for this one?
I said Emily.
All right, Jason?
I missed it. Edith, I should have known.
All right. Wendy?
Emily. Aunt Emily.
And Lindsey.
Also Emily.
Emily is correct. Everybody finally on the board. That leads us to question number 4. Jared with 2. Jason and Lindsey and Wendy all have 1. Guys,
I'm winning? What?
Yeah, dude, let's just keep it going. Keep it going. All right, guys. This one is pretty tough because I just thought of it. But good luck. In the movie Mr. Mom, what very, very classic soap opera is he addicted to?
Mm-hmm.
What very, very classic soap opera is he addicted to?
His freaking dream at that part.
Oh, yeah.
He has to move himself onto the chalk. Like,
okay, Jason, what you got?
It's Young and the Restless.
All right, Wendy?
Young and the Restless.
And Lindsey?
Young and the Restless.
And Jared to make it a foursome.
Young and the Restless.
Very good, guys. Very good. Very, very good. Victor and Nikki, 3-2-2-2. Jared with 3. Everybody else with 2. But remember, it's anybody's game until
the coin toss. With
the coin toss with Jason. All right, guys. Another pretty hard one. Schooner Tuna gave away 4 glasses with every can of tuna for one of their promotions that Carolyn discusses. How many glasses did they have left? How many glasses did they have left? Schooner Tuna, the tuna with the heart. I can't even tell you how many times I've said that. Like every time tuna is mentioned, it's in my head whether I say it out loud or not.
How many times a year does tuna get mentioned in your presence?
I mean, it's not like, I mean, we have tuna here. Like I'll eat like a tuna melt every once in a while.
What?
Yeah, it's just like
why
toast and then tuna, and then you just put a slice of cheese on there.
Low self-esteem or
Oh
something?
gosh, I don't know the last time I ate tuna.
Yeah, well, guys.
Well, like from a can.
Oh, I get it from a bag.
You're fancy.
It's in a bag. Yeah. All right, Wendy. How many glasses did they have left?
I said none.
All right, Lindsey.
10,000.
Okay, Jared.
I said 6,000.
And Jason.
60,000.
60,000 is correct.
Damn it! I had 60 and erased the 0 too.
Jason Aylesworth coming in hot. All right, guys. Jared and Jason leading with each with 3. Lindsey with 2. Wendy with 2. And it is time for Eric's Off on Attention Game.
All right. Name any one of Michael Keaton's top 3 grossing movies of all time, according to their worldwide box office totals. So any movie that Michael Keaton was in, name any one of the top 3 grossing movies. Worldwide, not domestic, not international, but both combined.
Mm-hmm.
He's only been in about 80 movies, so you have a 1 in 80 chance of getting this right, even if you just guess.
3 have been mentioned already on the program.
Right, but it's not any of those.
Okay. Oh, wow, a hint.
Oh.
Yeah, interesting.
But if you name all 3, you get an extra point.
Nope, we can't do extra credit.
Quit changing the rules, Sean.
All right, Lindsey, did you have a guess for this one?
Multiplicity.
All right, Jared.
I wrote Batman. I know it's wrong because Eric said it, but I don't care. I'm sticking with it.
Yeah, you're just gonna stick with it. It may become right.
Look, he's freaking Batman. I don't care.
Jason.
Went more recent. The Birdman.
That's a good guess actually. Wendy.
Night Shift.
Probably
Right.
one of the new Spider-Man movies he was in.
But none of those are in his top 3.
I bet
In
it's
fact,
Spider-Man.
Really? I'm surprised about the Batman thing.
number 3 with $880 million worldwide, 2017's Spider-Man Homecoming.
Interesting. Yeah, that makes sense.
Number 2 with $1.06 billion in revenue, Toy Story 3 from 2010, where he played Ken the doll.
Oh,
I didn't know that was him.
No idea.
And number one with 1.15 billion with a B dollars from 2015, Minions, the movie.
Minions. Wow.
So-
I didn't know he
Really?
did one of those voices either. Wow.
He was one
I
of
didn't
the
know
voices
he did that either.
of one of the guys, one of the bad guys. I think.
Unbelievable.
Wow.
So, I'm sorry, none of you guys got any of those correct.
All animated.
I gotta be honest, I pride myself in knowing Michael Keaton's movies. I've always really liked him, and I would not have gotten any of those.
I didn't even know one of those was actually a movie.
Well, then that makes it pretty cut and dry, guys. It means we're gonna have to flip a coin.
Oh, Jesus.
Or they can just
I've been doing 4 questions just in case we have to use.
yeah. So each of them can. So we can just pick a question, and they can, and whichever one of them gets one right first wins, right?
Wouldn't you do one for the top and then one for the bottom?
No.
What is going on over there?
Well, it's 3-3. Jared and Jason
Okay.
are tied with the top, so we don't have a winner right now.
Okay.
And then Lindsey and Wendy are obviously out because they both have 2. So we haven't had this in a while where we have 2 at the top. So we have to normally the person behind gets to answer the goddamn
Just
question.
Kick Wendy and Lindsay out.
Yeah, they're out.
Fuck them.
Okay.
Whoa.
In that order?
Jesus Christ.
Oh, wow.
Right.
I mean,
Whoa.
I told
Can I
you.
get dinner first? Damn.
Then make sure that they have directions home.
Yeah.
Then get
Cab
the fuck
fare.
out. All right.
Make sure
Gentlemen.
you called the Uber.
Just make Jason and Harry flip a coin, and one of them got to answer, and one of them just hang out. Why is everything getting so complicated?
Because that penalizes the
Penal.
one that has to answer.
Someone gets
He said
penalized all the time. Penalized.
Yeah. No,
Penalizes.
I think I'm gonna do it like this. I think I'm going to I think I'm gonna pick the category. You guys are gonna get asked the question, and the first one that gets one right when the other one doesn't. It's like college.
Oh,
football
yeah.
playoffs.
Okay.
All right. So Sean, what are the categories, buddy?
Sports,
Yep.
domestic abuse,
Mm-hmm.
Sears Roebuck,
Yep.
unemployment.
I'll go with Sears Roebuck, and this question is for both Jason and Jared. First one to get one right, and the other one miss, you will be the winner.
When Joan comes over, she tells Jack what a lovely bedroom set he has. He says, it's amazing what you can do with the Sears card. What collection did Jack say the new furniture set was from?
Mm-hmm. I got it.
Yep.
I'm out.
I got it. I got it. Jared Spear already shaking his head. This could be Jason Aylesworth again, avoiding the coin flip.
That's the only way you can win.
We should see. Jason, what did you say?
It is from the Jungle Collection.
That is not correct.
No?
Oh, it's the
Nope.
Safari collection.
Ah,
Son
damn.
of a bitch. I am so sorry. Yes,
I
close.
thought I had it.
Yeah,
So who
I did
won?
too. Neither of them won.
Oh,
Nobody.
okay.
Yeah.
So now we go to the other two?
Go to the other. So now let's go sports.
Mr. Mom finds its home located in Detroit, Michigan. Please name all professional sports teams that are based out of Michigan, excluding college and soccer, because who cares about those? I'll give you a hint. There are 4.
4 major sporting teams in Detroit. Name them.
And they're both in Ohio, so they might have an idea.
Neither of them are in Ohio.
Lindsey and Wendy are.
They're not playing.
Oh, I thought these were for the girls.
No.
Oh,
No
okay.
ding dong.
That's what.
Yeah.
Okay.
You guys are
I
having.
can only think of 3.
You guys fucking act like there's not rules to this game.
We don't know it. We make them up as we go.
Wait a second. Sean screwed
Hey.
up.
Sean is on your staff. We're not. So
All right. Jared, you only thought of 3?
Yeah.
All right. Then let Jason take a guess. Jason, do you have 4?
I got 4.
All right. Hit us.
Lions, Red Wings, Pistons, and Tigers.
Pistons. That's what I couldn't think of the
He
basketball.
did it. He did it. He's avoided the coin flip once again. And Jason Aylesworth goes to 19 and 12. Very good. The rest of you did great. It was good that everybody got at least 1 or 2 questions right. Thanks for playing. Everybody, give it up for all of our players. We appreciate y'all so very much. And as always, you know that we couldn't do this show without you guys. And we thank you so very much for being here. And come hang out on the chat if you can. It's Friday night. It's party night. You know, Friday. Gotta suck a dick on Friday.
I don't think that's how it goes.
But that is a rule here in Texas.
That's
That's
right.
why a lot of people are moving here. All right, guys. Thank you so very much. And
Thank you.
Always a pleasure.
Good. Bye, Wendy.
Hi, guys.
Bye.
Wendy, Jared, Jason. See y'all later.
Forrest Gump wave.
That's so good. Lieutenant Dan.
Got no legs.
Can't sit here.
When that sun breaks out, lift up your head and shout, it's gonna be a great day.
Kellogg's waits for you, that spirit comes shining through, promising you a great day. How could you think of starting this bright new morning without your K-double-L? Oh, it's double good with Kellogg's, you'll have a great day.
Kellogg's has been making great days for more people for more years with more cereals than anyone. Corn Flakes, Rice Krispies, Frosted Flakes, Product 19. Trust your mornings to Kellogg's.
Very best part of starting your bright new morning is Kellogg's way. It's not far away, Kellogg's will help you say, there's gonna be a great, we're gonna see a great, it's gonna be a great day.
Jeans and tops from Sears are spring wardrobe essentials on sale this week. First, jeans that fit just $10.99. They fit your shape as well as your size. And you save $5. Add the all-cotton top, now just $6.99. Cool comfort and perma-press too, and you save $3. Jeans in western and cinch waist, tops in stripes and solids. These wardrobe essentials are on sale through Saturday at Sears, where America shops for value.
You got a date, skin's looking great, cause Clearasil's Ace. Face to face. See you at 8, skin's looking great, CJ's the place. Face to face.
Clearasil gives you great looking skin, even close up. Inside, it kills bacteria to dry the pimple.
Clearasil's Ace. Face to face.
Outside, it soaks up all the excess oil.
Feeling first rate, your skin's looking great, cause Clearasil's Ace.
Clearasil, for skin that looks great, even close up.
Face to face.
What's in this little blue egg that keeps Barbara Eden looking slim and trim?
Ooh, there's only one answer to that. It's Legs Control Top Pantyhose. See, Legs slims and trims but doesn't bind. So you get comfort and control.
Stretching, bending, standing, setting. There's one pantyhose that's always fitting. Nothing beats a great pair of legs.
Kodak introduces the extraordinary Kodomatic Trim Print Instant Color Film. Unlike the ordinary instant print, the extraordinary trim print lets you lift off the image to capture the color just the way you like it. And now look how slim I am. I slip easily into places the ordinary bulky instant doesn't fit. So you can keep me in style here in your album with your regular pictures. You can trim me. Watch it. And I'm so thin you can put me where you couldn't put an ordinary instant picture. You can show me off. You can do all kinds of things with me that you can't do with an ordinary instant picture. Here I am, with the new Kodomatic Trim Print Instant Color Film.
Anyone can do extraordinary things, but he didn't tell you trim print is only for Kodomatic instant cameras.
You didn't tell him it's only from Kodak.
What?
You didn't tell him it was only from Kodak.
Extraordinary.
Thank you. Trim Print, the extraordinary new instant color film from Kodak.
Read about tennis tots, political posters, and the miniseries Shogun, all in the new issue of TV Guide magazine.
Get a little closer. Now
Now don't be shy. You can get a little closer with Arid Extra Dry.
Only Arid has a patent on this formula that fights wetness. No leading deodorant spray stops odor better. And now Arid has a new baby fresh scent. It smells,
Get a little closer with the baby fresh scent of Arid Extra Dry.
Arid fights wetness and odor, now in a new baby fresh scent.
You're cool, you're crisp, you're hard to resist, you're right. Ooh, refreshingly light. Ooh, you're Canada Dry. You're a singular style, you're a reason to smile. You're clever, you're neat, you're never too sweet. Ooh, you're Canada Dry. You tickle, you rake, and you laugh. Oh, ooh, you're Canada Dry. Ooh, you're Canada Dry.
Good news today at the Ground Round.
You get a whole lot more at the Ground Round. You get a whole lot more.
What's the good news?
USDA Choice Top Sirloin Steak, just $3.99.
That's good news.
And new golden fried clams, also $3.99.
More good news.
Try our baked lemon butter scrod, just $3.99.
That is good news.
Steak, clam, scrod, just $3.99 each at participating Ground Rounds.
At the Ground Round, you get a whole lot more.
Go on, why resist it?
Sugar-free Jell-O gelatin. Give in to the taste. Cool and refreshing, deliciously tempting.
It tastes like jello to me.
How can it be? Give in to the taste.
It's made with NutraSweet.
And it's only 8 calories.
Sugar-free Jell-O gelatin. Give in to the taste.
I've been on my feet 6 hours. You know how I feel? I feel like dancing.
Sheer energy.
It makes me feel like dancing.
Sheer energy.
It makes my legs feel that good. Sheer Energy pantyhose look terrific. And they stimulate, refresh, and massage my legs. So I really feel like dancing.
Try Sheer Energy, because nothing beats a great pair of legs.
From the moment. Here's where it all started. The history will blow you away. Right from the arts, the symphony and the ballet. There's a lot to fit in. Right from the legend.
Are you the legend? Nah, he's the legend. Hey, I'm just marvelous.
Right from the heart.
To be part of Boston's exciting new spirit, just call 1-800-858-0200.
It'll cheer you right up. Boston is right from the start.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Jarrett Goes to the Movies, a weekly podcast where Jarrett Reddick and friends get together and talk about a movie that they watched that week. Plus, whatever the hell else is on their minds. Get ready for the best hour and a half you'll have in the next hour and a half. Here they are, Eric, Casey, Sean, Amy, and because he's famous, his name's on the show, Jarrett. Welcome to Jarrett Goes to the Movies.
I just realized what you were talking about, Sean. You because Casey's not here, and she always gets introduced, and so when she comes in, we need the thing that just goes Casey isolated. So
I'm giving him free reign to record whatever he wants.
Yeah, it'd be okay.
But I filled him in on the context.
Yeah, not joking. She's really here this time, and no, she's always doing mom stuff, you know, and she's working now.
Well,
So,
it's Mother's Day weekend, so
that's true.
Where are you down there?
Mom stuff.
Doing what?
Doing her mom stuff.
Because well, I don't know. You want me to go down there and you guys do the show?
That'd be fine.
Oh God, no! Wait, take it back.
Last time you did that, we watched The Runaway.
Sorry about that, guys. I totally wasn't trying to not see that movie. Welcome to the program, guys. This is
I thought you were about to do What's his name?
What?
Welcome to the program. That's a bad.
Oh,
impression.
big show.
Yeah. Sullivan.
Arsenio
Ed
Hall?
Sullivan.
Ed Sullivan.
Yeah, those people over there. Yeah. Woo, 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 woo. Those people over there, people that don't know how to work an ATM machine.
They loved it.
I loved it. It's huge.
The dog pound.
This is Jarrett Goes to the Movies. Hey, we're talking about Mr. Mom, a very important movie because my mom took me to see this when I was, a kid. And gosh, man, I knew this movie like the back of my hand. Sorry about that. I did not think that it seemed short. Like everything just happened really fast. Like as I was watching, I was like, how are we already to this part? It seemed like there was more to it though. But anyway, welcome everybody. Thanks for listening. And we're happy to be here. Man, we just saw each other earlier this week. It's only been a couple of days because we had a hellacious storm on Monday when we were supposed to record this episode. So we're back to our Friday here. And honestly, I'm just going to kind of try to small talk my way to when beer shows up.
Can we just sit in silence until it shows up? And then start in?
Right. And then just so they can feel it.
And come back in real hot.
Yeah.
Hey, it's Jarrett Goes to the Movies. We're here. It's Friday.
Yeah. And then Jarrett's opening a beer. Eric, how are you, man?
It's been a whirlwind 2 days.
Has it? Well, you've been busy at work, right?
Yeah.
I mean, it's been a little bit nutty.
It's been nutty, but this project we've been working on for a year and a half basically ended on Wednesday, so frees up a lot of emotional availability for me because my God, man, you start something like that, maybe like an album, you decide that you want to do something like this, and it's like, well, we have until June to get this done. It'll be no problem at all. And then it was like March. 2 months ago, we're like, oh shit, this has got to get done. So it has been crazy, but the worst is behind us. So
it's like me and you with the acoustic show, right? I was like, you know what, man, I'm gonna have the list to you like probably late February, and then you'll be able to work on it. I'm really gonna rehearse these songs, and
I got 6 weeks to learn all these.
This is gonna be fine. And then 2 days before we
learned them all in about 4 hours.
Yeah.
So
then we rehearsed one time, and we did it. We did a bang up job.
It was a bang up job.
You did great.
There were things that could have done better, like the guitar playing, but otherwise, I think it went really well.
Well, yeah. So there were only 4 things going on.
Right.
2 guitars and 2 vocals.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was fun. It was great fun, and I was glad you were there. The family's good. Everybody's rocking. Ladies and gentlemen, my wife has just come in with beer.
All the things.
And a champagne for herself. I noticed also she has a water, which I have trained her to have with her at all times.
And her hair looks so pretty.
And she's fucking adorable.
My goodness.
Like that.
She started at a new salon down in Deep Ellum this week. And so, we're getting back adjusted to that. And
Casey, let Sean do that.
As you guys know, you guys on the show know that we're literally together 24 hours a day. Like if I'm not on the road, like we're together. So it's really, it's kind of like it's like Casey's on tour now. And Everett's Everett's like constantly like, where's mommy? Where's mommy?
He's so confused.
Yeah, she's at work. Well, and then 20 minutes later, where's mommy? She's still at work. Yeah. I mean, that's basically, I was just like, if you don't see her from now on, dude, she's at work.
That's where she is.
Yeah.
That's where she lives now.
Just staring at the wall.
But yeah, so anyway, so Eric, the family's good, everybody's good.
Family's good. Greer had this. You guys heard of this hand, foot, and mouth?
Oh shit, yeah.
That's been going on.
That's a big deal.
That's a big deal. Super contagious.
Yeah,
right,
but
here.
did she do okay, or was she like super sick?
She had a pretty mild case of it, I would say.
Yeah.
My niece lives 2 doors down, and she had it, and then we're always together, kind of like you guys are. And so Greer ended up getting it, and yes, mild case. It wasn't near as bad as it could have been, but she was not having a good time there. For a couple of days,
So I've never had that. I will say that one time we were flying into Ireland. Me and my manager were flying into Ireland on like a small airplane kind of thing, and they had screening for it because it was such an outbreak in Ireland that basically they were like, nobody else with this shit is coming in here. Even if you live here, you're fucking not coming in here.
Can't come back.
Wow.
Yeah, you're Uh-oh.
Sorry.
Hold on. I can't hear you guys. Y'all can still hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, that's all right. So, anyway, so that's how I even know what that is.
Yeah, it was, for adults, it's fine. I mean, Eller didn't get it or anything.
No,
It's
for
still-
adults, it's awful.
It's awful
Oh,
for
is it?
adults. Yeah,
Oh,
Henry had
shit.
it when he was like 8
Yeah.
months old, but it was super mild. In fact, we only knew that he was sick because he had a fever. But then a couple years ago, my brother-in-law got it from one of his kids, and he said it was terrible.
Well, what happened to him? Because Kelsey's not feeling
Like
good
you get
today.
really
all of a
bad.
sudden.
You can get a fever, sores in your mouth.
Oh shit!
And all down your
This
throat.
is what's happening.
Yeah,
Oh,
my friend
no.
Autumn had it, and it was a nightmare. Like,
Well, babe,
And
hang
then
in there.
tell her to look at the palms of her hands and the bottom of her feet, and you can see little spots.
I'll tell her to put her hand up to her face, and if it's
And then
bigger,
smack it.
if it's bigger than her face, then she has hand, foot, and mouth.
Yeah, just the fucking, it's just the worst. Like shit that we did to each other, like remember
And it was
remember
cancer.
the slot machine thing? Like you would like put your arms like this, and then somebody'd be like, "Hey, you know to do the slot machine," and then you fold your arms a certain way, and then they pull down, and it's like the worst pain ever.
Or when I had
No, I
a
have
rat's
no idea
tail,
what that
and
is.
someone would grab onto it and be like, "You want 10 down or 1 up?" You know.
don't have a
Yeah, the
rat's
pulling
tail.
the hair up sucked.
Oh, that
Yeah, I'd rather
yeah,
have 10 down
for
Yeah.
sure.
why? How about just don't have a
Okay.
rat's tail?
than 1 up. How about don't tell a kid in 1987 not to have a rat's tail?
I'm telling a grown man.
Kids
that
are going to have.
never
Well,
had
no, I'm not going to have a rat's tail. I'm going to grow a rat's tail.
you
I'm
thought it over.
lying.
You're like,
Yeah.
I thought it over. It sounds
You know what?
rad.
In 1 second, my
Commit
mind
to
got
it.
changed.
It's such that was such a funny thing, the rat tail, because it was a way for kids whose parents wouldn't let them have long hair to have long hair.
Yeah.
So, that they literally, we had kids in Wichita Falls that had full on burr. We used to call a buzz cut a burr.
Yeah.
You ever
I've
hear
heard
that?
Sure.
So they'd have what we would call a burr, and then they'd have this fucking rat tail.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
kick ass.
Just,
It's even better than a
That
mullet.
sounds awesome.
It's better than a mullet.
No.
yeah.
Yeah.
You know, it only works out like in Star Wars.
Guys, the mullet is back, by the way.
I
And
know.
I
It sure is.
and I don't understand.
No, but it's like more stylized now than it ever was.
Not
like,
the ones
Yeah,
I've
I'm sure
seen.
people thought they were stylized back then.
Yeah, man, mine had a body wave
Now
in
you
it.
get like Air Jordan logo. Yeah, you did.
We did.
That's a fucking-
It just a perm in the back. We had
Yeah.
that thing for a while.
Oh God, it
So-
sounds
Oh
awful.
god, that was the fucking worst. But just like regular hair in the front, over the ears, and then just long hair in the back with a fucking perm in
For
there.
sure. Body wave, is that what you called it?
Yeah, that's what we used to call it. It's a loose
It's a
perm,
perm.
How do you do
but
it?
it's a you
You
get
put rollers in it?
100%.
Oh, nice.
So it is a perm, but
It's a perm.
yeah, it's a perm.
Well, anyway, hand,
Perms.
foot, and mouth, and rat's tails.
Casey, you unplug me again, baby.
What the fuck?
Can y'all see? Okay.
Fuck.
Yeah. So, well, I'm glad that Greer is doing okay, and school's about out, right? So, you guys got summer plans?
Yeah, we're gonna go to. Where'd you guys just? Oh, Broken Bow. We're gonna go to Broken Bow.
Oh, nice.
This summer. And
Are you
Copycat.
doing like a big cabin with the whole gang?
Mhm.
Right.
yeah, all
when
the
you-
cousins and all
Okay.
that
So
stuff.
all three of those, so are all three or all four sisters going to be there?
Just the 3 that live here.
That
The
live
one lives
here,
in
yeah.
Ohio.
Yeah, and she's younger, and
Yes,
and-
she doesn't have kids.
So the three, when they're all together, and then you bring it, and then of course I know like all of there's the husbands, y'all are all, everybody's super pretty laid back, right?
Mhm.
But do they ever get in fights and shit?
The girls?
Yeah.
For sure. I mean, they're
Yeah.
sisters. Yeah. Yeah, there's always something going on.
Yeah.
Not usually KK. Like, she's just, she's super laid back and
Yeah.
cool.
Right.
But yeah, I mean, sometimes
Yeah, people
get into shit.
argue. Basically, what
I
I've
only don't fight with my brother because he doesn't live here. I
Right.
mean, if he was close, we'd fight all the time too because we don't always get along.
that is
'Cause
so
he's
weird.
kind of a dick.
That's so weird that like it's so weird for me to think about, and me and Gary were talking about this today. It's so weird for me to think about like grown people just fighting.
Yeah.
Like I
I
just
don't get it.
I mean like I it just doesn't happen. Like I just don't. It's not a thing. It doesn't even process in my head of like, of any of that. But like Casey will tell me stories about girls at work and like things like that, and I'm just like, how the fuck is that a thing?
Yeah, you
like,
probably wouldn't get it, you dipshit.
How are you mad? What? Why?
He's trying to start a fight.
Oh,
you don't get how grown-ups fight?
No. You unplug me again.
I'm not doing anything. It's just.
It just is loose or something.
Yeah. Is it
it's
better?
not in there. No.
Is it in?
You really got to slide it in there.
Yeah. Slide it in.
Are you saying adults fighting is weird to you?
It's weird.
That's because you're passive aggressive and hold everything in.
No, I'm
it's
not.
It's normal to fight.
You are.
I compartmentalize maybe. Your wheels have to be wrapped around that thing or
it's
something.
not. It's just not staying in.
Can you turn it around?
Sean, will you fix that?
Turn around.
Every now and then I get a little bit lonely and you never come around.
Turn around.
Every now and then I get a little bit terrified to see the fucking look in your eyes.
Turn around.
Every now and then I get a little bit terrified. The best of all my years will come.
Turn around. Okay, I don't know where we go. Oh, what are you looking for? A power strip?
I think it's fine.
She says it's fine.
It's not going to be fine though. The second you bump into it,
I didn't bump into
Yeah,
it.
you
It has
did.
just too. It's loose.
Jarrett says he doesn't understand adults fighting, but it looks like y'all are about to fight if you knock that thing out again.
There's one down here. I
Fucking
think
throw
that
it
I had
across
to
the
rig one up
fucking
for
room.
Woody when he was here.
He may not fight, but I will. He'll just sit there and take
this.
it.
Yeah.
That if she unplugs that, hands it to you, it'll reach over here.
What?
This is awesome podcasting,
This
by
is
the
the
way.
best.
This is fine. It's this is behind the scenes. People
This
love
hey, those
this
of you who aren't
shit.
Patreon supporters that are on the chat, this is what you're fucking missing out. Oh shit!
This
Now
is
I
the
can't hear
extra.
anything.
Okay, it's like
Here, baby, plug it in right here. Seriously.
okay. How am I supposed to plug it in right there?
Hand it to Sean.
I'm trying to. It's stuck.
Okay.
So Amy,
Hi.
what's up? In the movie, Mr. Mom.
Man, I took a lot of notes on this movie, but I still don't think I would do very well.
I got 30 minutes of notes. So if you're going to ask me a question, ask me something that happened in the first.
Oh, yeah, I think that's how
30
mine are too.
minutes, and I'll do the same.
It took me 3 sits to watch this movie.
Oh no, was it because you didn't enjoy it?
No,
or
it's because I just
shit
had
was
stuff
going
to
on?
do. And that's kind of annoying. I like to just watch it all in once, and it didn't happen that way for
I
this one, and
agree.
it was annoying.
Oh
I
man.
think like once or twice instead of
Thank
watching
you.
it the night before on the old TV.
On the telly?
Yeah.
I watched it on my computer with my earbuds in and like a notepad document opened up, and it was total game changer.
Oh,
I
yeah.
could hear
Mm.
everything that was going on.
Yeah.
I could type my notes like
Yep.
as I'm watching it without my phone and
Your
wipe-
lotiony
wiping the lotion
fingers,
hands off my
everybody
hands.
knows.
I have
But
done.
I don't have time to do that.
Yeah.
Not
usually
every
during
time.
the day.
Yeah, so I've done that a lot. When Casey and I don't watch together, I'll watch up here and watch my computer, and then type my notes instead of doing it on my phone. But
It's a lot better that way.
Amy, what's been going on with you? Anything exciting?
Not a whole bunch of exciting stuff, which is great.
Are you ready for school to be out?
Yes, I'm so ready.
Yeah.
And I know most of the time it's opposite. Most of the time I'm like, oh,
Right.
they're going to be around all the time.
Yeah, totally.
But I'm excited for this whole COVID year to be over. I'm excited to sleep in until 7.
Yeah.
That's the craziest sentence I've ever heard in my life.
Yeah.
I'm really excited
gotta
about
get
all
your-
of it.
you gotta
Ooh,
get-
you
you
want
gotta
to hear
get your
something real
kids-
exciting?
Yeah.
We got an espresso machine today.
Okay. What happens? It just goes.
Yeah, and it makes the best coffee. It's so
Awesome.
Is it a Nespresso?
No, it's a real espresso
Oh, like
machine.
with the tube?
Yeah,
and
with the 2 little drippies and then the
frothy- Do you know how to make that shit, or is it Derek? Derek fucking does this,
Derek
doesn't
fucking
he?
did it,
Yeah, of
and
course
he was like,
does.
"Here's your latte." The first thing that came out of this machine, it's got this beautiful featherly design
Is
on
there
the
anything
top.
Derek's ever tried that he wasn't like immediately good at?
Not that I know of. No.
What a dick.
The light turned off
Fucking
a long
jerk.
time ago.
Just forget it.
I don't know. Maybe ice skating.
Oh, so we
Maybe
should go
something
ice
like
skating.
that. I don't know. I just pulled that out of nowhere. But
No,
it's
he'd
possible.
go out there and just double sow cow.
Double
whatever.
sow
So
cow.
I think that's a thing. Sow cow.
Yeah, it's a thing.
Oh,
but
okay, toe
where did the
drags
name
and-
come from? Really?
Sow cow.
Yeah.
The Polish city where they invented.
How now, sow
I was
cow?
gonna say, what is that
Yeah.
thing that you always say?
thought it was
How now, brown
cow.
How now,
Yeah.
brown cow? How now, brown cow? The arsonist has oddly shaped feet.
It was
Red leather, yellow.
Ted Sowcow actually was first ice
Ted.
skater to do it, and so they named it after him.
I was super tired one day, and I had to do a voiceover thing, and it wasn't for my job. It was an audition, and I actually was just doing that thing where my brain couldn't get the words together and stuff, and I just went through all the Anchorman exercises, and it fucking works. It's
Yeah,
crazy.
There's a reason they do that.
Sure, I know, but it's just hilarious to see Will Ferrell do it, and I'm not just talking about his teeth.
Man, those things.
Yeah, but if he fixed them, it wouldn't be the same.
All different directions. Oh, like,
Also, there's too many of them. Like
There's a lot of teeth
there's
in
a
there.
fucking lot of teeth. He's got like extra teeth.
You know who has one too many teeth?
No, one missing, right?
No, Tom Cruise has that.
No, he
one
had-
tooth in the middle. He's got one.
Yeah, but the reason is because they took one out and then fixed his shit.
They didn't fix shit.
But what it is because
Is that true? Because I know somebody with a middle tooth and it's just that way.
so his teeth. Go look at his teeth in The Outsiders. They're jacked. Like he had a jacked grill.
Like old Ben Affleck.
Maybe.
Oh, that's
but
weird. thing
just
to
like
look at.
black gums and just fucked up mouth. We've actually talked about this on the show before. But if you pull up a picture of him, what they did was they took a tooth out, then they straightened them so it just basically is off center.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
that's fucking weird looking.
It's
Yeah, why
fucking
wouldn't they
wild.
just put in an implant?
Your face should be symmetrical.
Yeah.
Like that's
Right.
Aesthetically pleasing, but your teeth shouldn't be.
It just goes to show you that it
No,
like
they should
I mean, they
be.
should be. Yeah,
Yeah.
you shouldn't have one split
You should
down
have
the
a
middle.
crack right down
Ugh,
the
Like
I'm
middle.
looking at
Michael,
these
I'd rather
outsiders'
have
teeth, and
Michael
it's not good.
Strahan
Oh, I gotta look
mouth
at this now.
It's worse
Then-
than you think.
than
Oh, he fixed it.
this.
no, he said he wasn't going to.
Wait,
He
what?
fixed
He fixed it.
Are you
and it
serious?
looks very strange.
Why?
I literally just fucking read something with Michael Strahan and he said, I'm never fixing it. It's part of who I am. And like, because it has to affect the way that he talks and everything.
Sell out. Fell out.
Damn,
Yeah,
man.
those are some big
They
old
fixed
white
like a week ago.
teeth.
Yeah, really?
Mhm.
Damn. I don't know. I'm kind of disappointed. I think that was kind of a signature thing. At the same time, the guy is killing it on television and you know what? He should do it. Because here's the thing. Like, I have this gap on this side, and Casey thinks it's hilarious that I even notice it. But like, I will see this thing in photos and I'm like, Jesus Christ, fucking take that photo down. Like there is a huge gap and it's obviously you see that shit. So that even Tom Cruise, who is arguably one of the most attractive men, as far as the world is concerned, and this huge actor, he's just like
He's not.
fuck.
He's really little, actually.
Hey,
he is a little
He's
tiny.
5'1".
someone in the comments
Little-
said that Michael Strahan was a April Fool's joke.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
Oh, thank God.
Okay, because thank you, Metal 89. Because I swear to God, that he just fucking like made this whole thing about it.
He said that so often that he would never change it.
Yeah, I wouldn't think so. Okay, so April Fool's.
Oh.
How is that getting? It's May 7th right now.
It's just now getting around.
What the fuck just happened?
It's like the 1920s when news took 2 weeks to get from New York to California.
Yeah,
The war is over.
The
everything's
pigeon just flew in.
everything's different.
And these guys have still been fighting for 2 weeks.
Why didn't he want to say
Yeah,
something?
something. This guy fucking died yesterday. Y'all been done
there's
for a while.
There's just a dude on a fucking pony riding as fast as he can.
War's
I've got
over.
to get the fucking
War's
news out.
over.
I have got to get this news out now. Oh my!
Champ. The war's over. They say war is the bee's knees.
New York's been doing the Charleston while you've been over here doing the jitterbug.
Yeah, that's just
But
in
you're over
everyone.
here in the cat's pajamas.
Oh my
Horse
god!
feathers.
Casey, are you good? You,
She's still mad at
I'm
you.
fine.
I haven't asked her how she's doing
You
yet.
yelled at her.
I'm good.
I did not.
Yes,
I'm glad
you
that
did.
Michael Strahan didn't fix his teeth.
Yeah.
Me too. I didn't know such
I'm
thing.
really glad that Tom Cruise did.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's about
His
where I'm
grill
at.
was jacked.
It was bad. Did you look it up, Amy?
I sure did.
It's pretty bad.
It's
Made
like
me nauseous.
are there any like
I
big
like that a
stars
lot
that
of
have like
actors-
super fucked up teeth? Because
A
you know
lot of them. A lot of them
Steve
do.
Steve Buscemi.
Oh, he's got one like growing out of the roof of his mouth.
no shit.
Look, in Armageddon, I never forget the scene where he's like riding the rocket or whatever, and he leans back and opens his mouth. I'm like, ah!
Yeah, no kidding.
It's like
No,
his uvula just crept up into his mouth.
The girl I took to the 7th grade sports banquet had 2 sets of front teeth.
What sport did you
2
play?
sets of front teeth.
Football.
Like a shark? Were they in a row?
Yeah.
Oh, you know those weird teeth?
Like 2
Kirsten
sets of them
Dunst.
shits.
Did bread get stuck in there? Was she always like,
I didn't get a chance to eat with her.
Mm.
But
It was
yeah.
a banquet.
She left with somebody else.
uh-oh.
no.
Sorry to bring
Same
it
thing
up.
happened to me, buddy.
Somebody else's mom took her home. And did it happen to you?
Yeah.
I was actually like, I really wasn't. I shouldn't have been because she wasn't my girlfriend. We were in a big friend group. Everybody else has coupled up and we weren't. And I did like her, but I was pretty fucking bummed out about it. Enough to where early Bowling for Soup songs, she 100% was in it. We never recorded any of them, but we actually had a fucking song called Sports Banquet. And I was 30 when I started that band. No, not really. 27 years ago. 22. I was 22. Is that right?
32.
22.
22. Yeah, I was 22.
I don't math.
I was still pissed about it. Fucking that long.
Well, the heart wants what the heart wants,
That's
buddy.
true.
And you know, you can't. Can you tell a rainbow not to be beautiful? No.
No.
Can you tell your heart to stop hurting if it doesn't want to?
You have to
No.
tell the heart to go on.
Yeah, and sometimes it will.
Yeah. Sean, what's been going on with you? How's your week?
I got a new
It's
watch.
been good.
A new watch.
Got a new Apple Watch. Amanda bought it for me.
Very cool. For what? Nothing.
My
Mother's
birthday
Day?
back in March.
Happy back in
Was
March
it on your
birthday.
wish list?
What did we get you for your birthday?
Some badass fucking shoes.
Yeah.
I still have more of them. Yeah.
Casey's the great.
I don't want to ruin them.
Amy is the greatest gift giver of all time. Casey is now becoming a protege, I believe.
I don't even know what that means.
She's very. You guys give very thoughtful gifts. Casey though is just like a ninja, and somehow she found Sean's wish list.
Yeah, she's a gift ninja.
Yeah.
I think that's right. And she's crafty too. Like she'll make the best gift.
Oh, sure. She made Amy one year an invention that Amy. You want to just tell everybody what she made you?
Yeah. Well, I don't even remember how we made this invention, but where did it come from? It's a bottle of gin.
Yeah, OB Gin.
OB Gin. Oh, that's right. We were going to create a gin company and call it OBGIN. OB Gin.
Yeah.
And so Casey made me a bottle of gin, and from the lid, it's got this beautiful pearlescent tampon with an
So like instead of like a worm at the
applicator.
bottom,
Yeah. That's what it was.
Yeah, every bottle
You
comes
dip.
with a pearl.
Yeah. And she created the label and she Mod Podged it all on the bottle. It's still in my
That is
liquor
rad.
cabinet.
I
so
know
be
the
careful
tampon's
if you
getting
order
real,
a gin.
real puffy in there.
Don't
Like a
use
nice
that.
butterfly coming right out of the
cocoon.
There you go.
Tampon's like puffing up like somebody who drinks a lot of gin's cheeks. You know, just
Yeah.
It just
Yeah.
But it's so perfect. A pearl in every bottle.
It's so genius.
That is really good.
Yeah.
I've got a hand painted picture of Judge Judy to prove that
That's
she's a
right.
forgot
Yeah.
about that.
We took that sucker into the smoky karaoke bar.
It was
for you.
inappropriately
Yeah.
large for a birthday.
It was great.
We had to set it against the wall, and we had no fear that someone was going to
They're
steal
like
it because
moving
they
into this
couldn't
new
have got it in
beautiful
their
house,
pocket.
and I'm like, here you go.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's so good.
It was
We
awesome.
expect to see this over the mantle when we
Oh.
come over. It's that like one of those pictures where it's like, okay, the Reddicks are coming over. Let's get that thing hung up over the
right.
mantle.
The Judge Judy like Catholic
Candle. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
was on our mantle for about a month before Kelsey was like getting the switch down for Elder or something and went, what the heck is that doing up there? I'm like, it's been there a month. It's so awesome.
That's fun.
And it's no longer there, obviously.
No, it's still there.
Is it?
Yeah. She didn't move it
Oh.
and then forgot about it. So still right up there on the mantle
Well,
by the 90-inch TV.
Okay, that's a good one. Jules' teeth, but she fixed that.
Kirsten Dunst has weird teeth.
Does she?
Yeah.
No, don't tell me that.
Why?
Man.
I just
What?
looked it up. Celebrities with the worst teeth.
Oh, top 10 worst
Who else?
celebrity teeth.
Let's see. I don't know.
Kirsten
People I don't
Dunst's
know.
are bad.
Yeah, they're weird. They're
I
very
always
little,
get
and then like the front
her-
ones go like forward.
Who's
I
the
don't think
one
they're
that
bad. People, it just makes people like I don't. Think
I think she's one of those small teeth people. I swear to God, that's what I think she is.
no, but her like canines are like forward. I don't know.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Oh, I know what
But
you're
that's
talking about.
I mean, that's
I'm going to be honest.
fairly
I'm
normal
not judging
thing.
her. I'm just reading the list.
Well, hold on. Here's
I'm
the
getting
thing.
adult braces in like a couple weeks. So
That's
like legitimately, like
I will say
Go
that
on.
I know. So
bad
whatever.
teeth are that's a deal breaker for me. But I don't think that I've noticed it enough on Kirsten Dunst. What's her name?
I get her mixed up with who's the girl from Save the Last Dance?
That's dumb. Someone has a picture of
Oh,
Miley
Julia
Cyrus, but she's
Stiles.
like
Julia
literally
Stiles.
4.
I mean, you could put
Oh.
a picture of both of them up, and I think they don't look alike.
No.
No, they don't.
But I think they were just popular right around the same time,
yes.
Yeah.
and were in kind of similar movies to where I can't.
Julia Stiles aged very well.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, she aged very well. She has a big old behind now.
okay, I like that.
Julia Stiles?
Yeah, she aged really well. She looks really
She's
good.
got a donk.
Well, she does look pretty
Yeah,
good.
see?
Good for her.
Yeah.
Is she married?
I believe so. Yeah, I think that's
Happily? Do you know?
I could ask.
You're gonna
You
ask
know?
her?
Yeah, we try
Hey,
not to-
Jules.
We try Jules. All right, guys. I guess we should get down to business. I mean, it is 8:38. It's like we didn't start the show till like 9 last
It's
time.
all fine. It's fucking Friday, dude.
It's fucking
Friday,
Friday. We
Friday.
just did that. Gotta suck a dick on Friday.
That's what y'all just did?
Everybody's looking
Yeah,
forward
welcome.
To the
This is what happens at
weekend.
5
in their
questions.
mouth.
You're welcome.
That's what happens at 5 questions. You're right. It does. It's been one of those weeks. My car is in the shop still. And again, I think I told you guys this the other day. I didn't know that cars still broke down.
They shouldn't.
So I went and got it. Did I already tell you guys this part? I went and got it. Went to PetSmart, came home, and then went out to take my son to karate on Wednesday night. Car wouldn't start again.
What?
So I took it back, and it's just like, so basically,
the inner workings of a Lamborghini are very complicated.
I know,
Yeah.
but it seems
You
like
gotta
those
wait for
guys are
parts.
highly trained Lamborghini
do you know what-
mechanics.
So honestly, this is a Nissan thing, and I don't mean to. I'm not angry with Nissan. Trust me. Even when I say something bad about American Airlines, it doesn't mean you can. Okay.
Okay.
That's so. You don't need to talk shit about Armadas. But he
What about your
said
dadas?
he goes, yeah, it's this smart lamp switch thing that we replaced. And I go, yeah, well, do you think that was what the problem was all along? And he goes, yeah, it is, but Nissan won't let us. Did she say something funny?
Yeah.
It was a slow burn.
What was it? I fucking missed it.
Go ahead, Amy.
He said, there's nothing wrong with armadas. I said, what about your dadas?
Armadas. She said, what
Okay.
about your dadas?
I got it. That is funny. You fucking broken Eric. But here's the thing. They replaced this thing, and I go, is that the fucking problem? And he just goes, yeah, but Nissan won't let us replace it without proof. And I go,
You say, my car won't start.
I go, what was the fucking proof that I was stranded
Sitting in front of the karate place.
Exactly. Well, yeah, the first time at a racetrack, which you'd think they'd be able to fix cars there. They can't.
In 2 seconds.
Yeah,
If I'm not
exactly.
mistaken.
Right, exactly, right? They can't. And then I get it home. So I don't know. Anyway, apparently it's
What is proof? Like, how does
I needed to break down again after they charged the battery. And I go, it's not the fucking battery. This is a brand new car.
That's like waiting for 10 wrecks to happen at an intersection before you put the light in.
100%.
That's so dumb.
Absolutely.
We got a Daniel Cotton from Twitter in the chat.
Yay, there he is. I wonder if he's drinking. Are you
I think he is. He's being super mean to everybody in the chat.
Okay.
Jerks.
He called them jerks and jerkwads.
Well, then he is.
You got your jerk offs and your jerk wads. And,
Speaking of
Yeah.
that, when's all that coming out?
What?
The jerk-offs and the jerk-wads.
Oh, Daniel Cotton and I do have a new podcast called Jarrett and Daniel versus the World. We've recorded 6 episodes. We'll be releasing those as seasons coming up. Actually, it's just been kind of
I never
crazy.
knew those weren't released.
They're not out yet, no. But you've heard of us do a few of them.
Yeah.
They're really funny.
I thought you were waiting for me to finish editing all 6 before you.
I've listened on my
No.
headphones, but he says I'm not allowed to talk because that's how I weasel my way onto this podcast.
True, that did happen.
Yeah, thanks for having us on as guests.
Yeah, that is. Oh, he's drinking Fireball.
Ooh.
Jesus Christ.
It's like we're in Germany.
Guys, this is a podcast called Jarrett Goes to the Movies, and our podcast is 100% funded by our Patreon supporters, who are known as patrons. And guys, we got a new one again this week, so thank you guys so much for continuing to up your support. All of the money does go back into the show to make it better, to make the perks better, and that ain't no jive. Ryan Clydesdale, guys, went from $10 to $20. You're going to hear his name every week now.
He's not horsing around.
Because he is, wow.
Man.
Jesus
He was at the
Christ.
show.
I guess we probably won't hear his name every
Was
week
he?
because he is
that
out
was
of here.
He was the one that you
He's gonna ride
he
his
just
horse
posted the
right
photos
on.
the other day. The tall guy, kind of grayish.
Oh,
glasses.
yeah, and he said something about the podcast too. Yeah, very cool. Well, Ryan, thank you so very much for becoming a producer. This is a David Dooley and Woody Chambers production, and our $20 and up supporters are also our producers, and they are Ad Craner, Amy Pittsinger, Andy Smith, Brian Mason, Brian Sullivan, Brian Dunning. Those are the 3 Brians. Shell Ordway, Chris, the $12 million man Cranfill, Chris Jacobs, Colton Swartz, Corey Reed, Daniel Cotton, David Dooley, David, Groundhog's Day Kendrick, David Murray. Let's name David Murray, David the original Murray.
Okay.
Dennis Hop, Denny Chambers, Derek Smith, Diane Small, Dom Surfing Bird. Sorry, I had shit in my throat. That didn't sound good. Petretta, Ernie Soulman McCracken, Gabe Utstinks. Wait, Gabe Utsex. Oh, why did I say Utstinks?
I know, but it sounded like gay butt stinks.
Gabe
It wasn't good.
Utsex. Gabe Utsex. That's pretty good. I should have. I'm sorry, guys. I fucked that one up. Gage Strickland, Gregory Cordone, Greg Lee, Greg the Hammer Stevens, A Hangover You Don't Deserve podcast, Jared Spear, Jason Ellsworth, Jason Palladino, Jeff Millman, Jeff Yeager, fucking Joe Barlow, Joey Bishop, John Gickler, Joseph Richards, Josh Hanlon, Josh Millman, Kate Etro, Katie Gardner, Kim Murphy, also at the show the other day. Did you get to say hi?
I did.
And Kirsty Fisher, and of course, Les Zaldor Zalewski, Lily Holohan, Lindsey Sponsel, Lisa Wenzel, Lucy Murray, Mandy Pretty, Michael McClary, Michael Price, Mike Breton, Mike Leblanovitz, Nick Rignoni, Rodon James, Ray Elliott, Rich Osborne, Robert Dirty Muffins O'Doyen, Ryan Clydesdale. Ryan hung like a Clydesdale. No, let's not do that. Let's not take the easy road, guys. Sorry, Ryan. Sean Blackstone, Sean Barger, Steve May, Steve Rhodes, Tim Trafton from Maine, Trey Wren, Vinny Cataldo, Wendy Madda, Woody Chambers, Zodiac Zach, and Spee Hurst, everybody. Give it up for our amazing producers.
That was beautiful.
Thanks, baby. So, the other day, Everett was singing that song. He was just like the Maya Lahi.
Why?
Because
it's in a new movie.
It's in a new movie.
Because Ella
Yeah.
was doing that the other day, and I was going.
It's
how
a
the
new
hell
movie
do
on
you know
Netflix.
that?
Did
And
you
it's
guys
great.
watch it? It's
Yes.
great, right?
So
Yeah,
good.
it's really, really good. And Danny McBride is the dad, and he plays Danny
Yeah,
McBride.
And Maya Rudolph is the mom.
Yeah, it's really good.
Wait, what's
It's
the movie
really-
called?
It's called
The Mitchells versus the Machines.
Machines. Yeah,
It's really, really good.
I actually sat down and watched it. It was great.
but they do the Maya Lahi, and he goes, "Hey, Dad, what is that song?" And I go, "I have no idea because I still don't. I don't know what the hell that
It's
song is."
Rihanna, also featuring T.I.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
T-Pain.
I just knew it was from The Hangover.
I just knew that it was this viral video and then South Park did the thing where they got all the viral video people all into one room. So it was like shit that I'd never seen because, of course, I'm out of touch with everything all the time. And so it was like stop yelling at Britney or whatever, that thing. And it was like chocolate rain. Oh, I mean, this is fucking like when the internet first started.
Tays on Tay.
What in the butt?
What? And yeah, see, it's that one because they're you want to do it in my butt? It was they were trying to make Butters have a viral video. And so that was the thing. It was like they had Butters doing this what in my butt. It's like, have you guys seen the what in my butt, kid? And anyway, he had a viral video. Fucking South Park is so funny. I don't know why I don't watch it more.
We watched we watched the specials this year.
Yeah, the specials are always pretty good.
Specials were fucking good though, man. Randy, I don't know how Randy became the funniest character on that show.
That's the dad.
It's the dad. Yeah. But it's just, I guess they just decided because when it first came out, he was more of just kind of like a dad, but he really wasn't that insane. But they just decided, it's wheels off the whole show. Let's go extra on Randy and just make him say all the shit that people are just like, there's no way they'd say that.
I also think that there's got to be like when South Park came out, obviously it was more adult geared show, but like every fucking tween and teenager was watching South Park. They're not anymore.
Right.
They're marketing towards us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
good
I
point.
think that it gives it more of a broad comedy range for people that are like in their late 20s to late 40s. You know what I mean? Like,
it's a really good point because at the time,
you don't need kids that just watch South Park. Nobody does.
Nobody.
And that's just not shocking anymore.
Well, and you don't see South Park shirts in fact, if you saw one, you'd be like, that's kind of fucking weird that you're
probably
wearing that
all
South
too
Park
offended.
shirt.
Honestly, like it probably would hurt, like it physically hurt for like teenagers to watch South Park these days.
Probably. Oh, of course, it's too offensive.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, Jesus, my
sensitive bone,
my sensitive heart. Yeah, you're right. God damn it!
Punched me right in the heart bone.
You would, if you found your parents were watching that, you would cancel your parents.
I just keep waiting for this. Like, I realize it's not this generation that we have roaming the earth, but I hope there's just a next one that just shows up and is like, let's fuck shit up. Like, let's make things really
I think
offensive again.
I think
hope
that's
that
what
happens
happened
when I'm still around.
Me too. I was actually thinking about this. I was literally getting out of the car the other day, and I was just thinking about certain things that are getting canceled and all of the stuff and cancel culture, and I was like, I actually do hope that I live to see it turn around again, and like what it is. Like, who's gonna be Richard Pryor that comes out just saying all the shit, Red Fox, whatever, those comedians that kind of paved the way of saying all of the shit that you absolutely weren't supposed to say.
But it's just crazy that it's all gone backwards from there.
It is. It's
like,
crazy.
We're in this. Oh, it honestly blows my mind. Like, I think that offensive shock comedy, really, really offensive. Like, the most offensive shock comedy is the only thing that's going to fucking save the world at this point.
I agree.
When people can start laughing at themselves.
It's the only thing that's still funny.
It's kind of, it kind of works into this movie too, because there's so many things in this movie. The whole movie can't really be made now.
Oh, no.
Oh, yeah. No, you can make this movie now.
Too offensive.
You got to change every line of dialogue in the entire thing.
Just the whole idea of a gender reversal.
What explain genders to me?
I mean,
I can't.
God, I would never. I would absolutely
literally can't.
Never.
Daddy Daycare isn't far off from this. It really is.
That was a great movie.
Yeah, I mean, Everett loves it. He fucking loves that movie, and I'd never seen it, and we watched it the other day, and it's the same premise. Guy, really rich guy, or not really rich, but guy with good job loses his job. At the end, he gets it back, kind of thing. But he doesn't want it because he started a daycare. Did I just fuck that up for you, Eric?
I was not in any danger of seeing it. It's only if we do it on the show and I have to do a pre-synopsis would it be.
Here's what Jarrett said it was about.
Jarrett's opening a bill.
Oh,
you time that so good every time. I don't know how you do it.
Thanks. I know yours is so off.
I don't know how to. It's just, I think there's a delay.
Eric's opening a bill.
That was like a PS.
Did I get it?
Yeah. That is like the fucking
the
PS thing. Oh my God. I'm glad we don't get a lot of mail anymore. That used to make me so anxious.
Good.
Yeah,
that was the whole point.
Yeah,
of the
you keep
thing.
me on my toes. I get it.
Yeah. On your toes.
Right. Mr. Mom, 1983 comedy satire, an hour, 31 minutes of pure fucking genius. These scores should not reflect whether or not you watch this movie, because this is fucking bullshit.
What is this a satire of?
That's just it, right? I think, wouldn't it back then be like a satire of like a stay-at-home dad?
I mean, like that's what was so like from left field in 1983 that this movie is a satire.
Dude, my dad literally was so here I was 11 years old. My dad went to work, came home, got up in the morning, read the paper at the breakfast table.
Yeah.
Went to work, came home, had his dinner, sat in front of the TV by himself, went to bed, repeat.
I never saw my dad in the morning
ever
on a Monday through Friday.
Me either.
In my entire life.
Yeah, well, you kind of didn't see your dad at all.
Maybe went low.
No, I saw my dad on Sundays for a while because car lots were open. Oh, were closed. Sorry.
They're still closed on Sunday, aren't they?
I think so.
Yeah, that's a thing.
That's a
Here,
blue law. That's
anyway.
a Texas thing. Yeah. It's it's the whole you can't buy beer on Sundays.
All right,
thing.
sorry. What you were saying about these ratings, they're criminally underrated?
I think this is low to me. I mean, and maybe it just simply because as time goes on, this movie is not finding its audience quite as well, and that's to be expected. This is a 40-year-old, 30-year-old movie. 38-year-old.
Oh my fucking god!
Yeah, so you think about that. It's
Garrett
like
referred to the 1990s Little Rascals as the new one the other day, and I was like, the one from 30 years ago.
Is
Like,
there a newer one than that?
there is.
I think there is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh no.
It's worse.
That fucking shit is unwatchable.
I love it, but I've
is-
got all the 90s
The one from the
nostalgia
90s I enjoyed. The
attached
kids
to it.
just watched it too.
Can't do it. My son likes it, so I'll sit there and watch it with it. But it's this Froggy. He's not even a fucking character. That guy wasn't even. He doesn't exist.
They
It's not-
added new characters to like make it more 90s.
So stupid.
He comes in on rollerblades or something.
Yeah, and he does-
badass.
and he talks like this, and it's fucking stupid.
That wasn't a character from way back.
No, Froggy wasn't.
Okay,
a
first of all, don't laugh at me like I'm stupid. I was just asking a question.
Hey, don't
for
get.
the show.
Are you
Are we
having
doing grown-up-
self-esteem
are we doing
problems?
grown-up fighting?
Are you?
Here we
No,
go.
I don't think so.
Jesus,
Well,
dude.
they couldn't have that character because whenever you were watching TV, they didn't have voices yet.
Yeah, you weren't watching the
So that character wouldn't have made any sense.
Oh, it was silent movies.
Yeah,
Yeah, you're right.
Because you're old.
because you're
Yeah,
an
I
old
know.
guy.
I do think about that though. I mean, this movie being 40 years old, and I think again, it's that whole triangle thing that we talk about all the time. Like the difference between marching bands now and whenever I was in high school, it's just crazy. But like the thought of watching a 40-year-old movie when I was 11 years old was fucking. There's no fucking way. It actually did. They exist?
It would have been like Bonanza type shit. I mean, I know that was a TV show, but
that was still on.
I would go to my grandparents' house and they would just put on just the oldest, stupidest shit.
Yeah.
And the only thing I ever liked to watch that they put on was Sound of Music,
Mm-hmm.
which I liked, and My Fair
of the
Lady,
Nazis.
which
Hey, can we watch that Nazi movie again?
Hey, Grandma.
You know, I watched that movie 900 times
I'm
as a
like-
kid, and I never picked up on any of the Nazi stuff.
Grandmama.
I would always cry at the end of that one because the bad guys won. It was like so
Realistic.
That's how I was with the Diary of Anne Frank.
So are we doing Holocaust June or
because we can. I got tons of jokes.
Apparently, we got a lot of movies to watch.
Tons of jokes.
Me and Scott Simons were walking. I think I've told the story on the podcast before, but we were walking down the streets of Pittsburgh because we were there at a Steelers game back when you were allowed to go to sporting events. And there was this sign, and it just said, "Have you seen Diary of Anne Frank?" And I don't even remember who did the joke, but it became a Weekend Warrior because the joke became, "Have you seen Diary of Anne Frank? Have you seen Diary of Anne Frank on ice?"
Oh. I was thinking Diary of Anne Frank 2.
No, but the whole idea of Diary of Anne Frank
and a sequel
on
On
ice.
ice.
Just like fucking them skating around and just
bumping into each other.
just so stupid.
You're about as you're
It's
about
not
as,
Helen Keller.
Daniel Cotton
I know.
said, "I don't remember who did the joke." Means
Well,
it
it's
wasn't Jarrett.
No, that's not it. I just done a joke credit
You were
taker.
the one who said you're about as useless as Anne Frank's drum set.
That's funny.
I said that?
No, I don't.
Yeah, I don't think so. I don't. That doesn't sound like something. That's a super smart joke, though. I don't.
Because she couldn't have a drum set. Because how was she going to do a drum set?
Exactly.
Because she was blind and deaf.
That's
again. That's not Helen Keller. 6.6 on IMDb, 78% on Rotten Tomatoes. This is sincerely one of the fucking most classic movies we've ever done.
But maybe it's just because it was that time for us. I remember watching this movie as a kid too, or at least it being on and not getting all the jokes.
Sure.
I didn't understand when I was a little kid, like why he would fall down on purpose in the race.
Okay, I got that because he sells that with the look. But I didn't know what 220, 221 meant. I just thought it was fucking funny that he said it.
Well, whatever it takes.
Yeah.
Is what he's going to do. But I thought this movie was universally loved. Like people love Beetlejuice. It's 99% on for better or worse, right or wrong. People love that movie. I thought this was very much the same, that it would be 99 and 9.4.
I guess the thing is that we're just at that time, and I know that I've crossed this road because I am at that point in my life. Even though it's my job, I have no idea like who the fuck anybody is on the radio anymore. Like nobody. I don't know what anybody looks like, sounds like. People are like, okay, this person. I mean, it's like unless Ariana Grande or Billie Eilish wins all the Grammys, I'm just like I don't know who anybody else is. And so I think that sort of trickles down into, okay, they're moving on into something, because to a lot of people, fucking Anchorman is a classic now.
Well, and to be fair,
that's an old movie to my kids.
To be fair about the ratings, if you just think about the perspective of the year and just like the character itself that Michael Keaton plays, this came out 1 month after National Lampoon's Vacation, which has 93% on Rotten Tomatoes. Like, I feel like he was like, it's the lesser Chevy Chase.
Yeah.
That's a good point.
Like,
yeah.
Of that year.
Mm-hmm.
I'd never seen this movie. This was a first watch for me.
I'm going to be interested to see what your take is. Don't give us a synopsis yet, but I am interested to see sort of what you thought about some of the gags and stuff. It was interesting for me to watch it with Casey because I obviously laughed at every spot I was supposed to laugh, and then some areas that aren't funny just because I know what he's going to say each time. Like I think some of the and also like I see him as the character from Night Shift, and I don't know if you guys have ever seen that, but like to me, Michael Keaton is the dude from Night Shift, and especially when he was young, and it's just like he just even when he's like talking about the whoopee, and he goes, Megan, she got 2 teeth in today. Alex is playing football. Kenny, the whoopee, the thing, out of here, it's gone. And I'm like, to me, that is such just like this touching, just special moment. And I'm just looking at Casey to see, like, did she
was a
get
high
this?
pressure
Did
movie?
It had to have been
because I was so tired when we watched it, and you always like watch me watch these movies.
I
Like
did.
Arthur and Real Genius
to
and all
see
these
if
things.
you laugh at the stuff,
So there were parts that were funny, but then I was like, I don't feel like he got the reaction that he wanted me to
She
have.
did have to keep telling me, hey, baby, I'm really tired. Like, it's not that I'm not enjoying it, So
I'm having to wake up at like
the movie,
like a normal human.
Jonathan,
this is terrible.
Oh, goddamn,
in the
Sean.
morning,
Roadhouse.
like when people exist.
I'm gonna
and-
cut out
you
everyone
getting
and just enter laughter.
Yeah,
like if I take Everett to school 6:30,
That's a long ass drive down there.
and then if I don't, then like 8, which I realize doesn't sound late, but that's late for me or early for me.
I'm with you.
So I've been waking up like in the morning like a human, and then like just living a full day, and then just coming home, and just still being awake.
It's terrible.
It's the fucking worst thing I've ever experienced in my life.
Yeah.
I don't
So
know
I
what
feel
these-
guilty. I don't want to take naps.
I don't recommend it. If you can get away with not doing that, you should.
What, taking naps?
No, just like doing adult shit, working all day,
Oh, yeah.
and taking kids to school.
Yesterday-
getting up at 6 and packing lunches.
Yeah.
and what Lunchable do you want?
Well, on the weeks when Jack is here, it's just I'll just take Everett every day because it's just part of the whole thing, But school's almost out, so
I was about to say, to be fair, like that's that's been a not that much of this school year because COVID.
Yeah, totally, absolutely. All right, so budget $5 million. Early Michael Keaton, right? That's $13 million today. Box office $65 million, $173 million today. So
That's good.
A very successful motion picture catapulted him obviously into stardom, and he's still great. I mean, the stuff that he pops in. What was it? Was the other guys that he's the captain?
Oh,
he's so
that's
phenomenal.
what I was trying to think of.
Yeah, he's so phenomenal.
It's when he plays this casual, like, because the way he is in Night Shift and the way he is in this movie, he's just kind of like loose as a goose, whatever. And he was that way he wasn't that way in Batman. Obviously, it's a dramatic role.
Sure.
Birdman, he wasn't that way. It's a dramatic role. But in the other guys, he gets back to kind of like that kind of loosey-goosey. I don't know how else to describe it, but I know what you mean.
I think exactly what you're talking. Yeah, totally.
Did y'all ever watch Multiplicity?
Yeah,
I have not seen.
I don't know if I've seen that.
No, that was like I'm sure it has. I'm sure it has not aged well, but that was like one of my favorite movies ever. He plays like he's a clone.
List.
He's what? I'm sorry.
He's been cloned.
Okay.
Like 4 or 5 times, and there's all these different variations of him.
Okay.
But each clone is a clone of that clone, so they just get dumber and dumber.
Interesting. Sure.
Oh.
Like Dalmatians.
Yeah. Now, I don't know if I'm going to blow your guys' minds here, but do you guys know what he did before acting?
Did he build cars?
Because that might make sense to what Eric was just talking about.
Male stripper.
What was he?
He was a comedian.
Oh, yes. Yeah, yeah.
And he did really well.
Yeah.
And that's why when he almost didn't get Batman because they're like a comedian playing
Yeah,
Batman.
he's funny. Yeah, he was so when they did, do you guys remember Comic Relief at all or know what it is?
Yeah.
So the original Comic Relief was they used to do these, and they still do them, but like Farm Aid and all that shit. These were all these big benefit things for various things. Comic Relief was for homeless people here. And it was Robin Williams, Whoopi Goldberg, and
Ted Danson.
No, Billy Crystal hosted it, and then just literally every comedian on the planet would come out, and it was done like a telethon.
Literally
over 20. Jesus Christ, I'm sorry. A fucking big cross section of comedians would come
Some
in.
of the world's greatest comedians
would come in, do a 24-hour fundraiser. But he came on and did stand up, and it was actually pretty funny. But I didn't know him as a comedian. So yeah, anyway, there's that. Okay, Eric, you had seen this before, right?
Yes, I had.
Okay, then
over to Eric for his synopsis.
After he's laid off, a husband switches roles with his wife. She returns to the workforce, and he becomes a stay-at-home dad, a job he has no clue how to do.
Unbelievable. That's fucking perfect. It's longer than the ones we usually like.
Sentences.
She said that, but that's fucking perfect.
It's so good.
Yeah,
it is everything you need to know.
Yeah, really, really good. So we still need that intern.
Yeah.
For what?
I mean,
remember I said we want somebody to go back and listen to all the synopsises and get us a list of the ones that we liked.
We've been on a hot streak lately.
Yeah, there's been some good ones.
Yeah, no thanks. Thank you though, baby. Actually, shit, fuck it. Yeah, I'll take it.
Yes. What?
Yes.
Who are you?
You're right. I know. I'm sorry.
You're being stupid.
Yeah, man, you sound stupid. Sean, let's dive into this motion picture, shall we?
Let's.
Oh, man. What's the record for the least amount of sleep ever?
I think Lindbergh has it.
Yeah, well, I think I beat him last night. You heard anything, Jinx?
If I did, wouldn't I tell you guys?
Not necessarily.
That's right.
You didn't tell Lou until after he chipped in for gas money.
Hey, fellas, I'm telling you it's as simple as this. You can't sell cars. You can't pay people. Now, come on, relax. I like splitting gas money 4 ways.
Yeah, fucking Jinx. So it was cool. It's cool also to me where, Casey and I'll be watching something and I'll be like, you're going to recognize some of these actors. And so she recognized
Jeffrey Tambor.
Yeah, and then Christopher Lloyd she got right away too, which he looked really, really young.
He looks different.
And Back to the Future only came out 2 years after this.
Really good point.
And he looks
really?
fuck.
But he was already in Taxi.
Yeah, he had already been in Taxi and stuff. But you know what? I mean, in the first Back to the Future, it really is more of just the hair that made him look super old.
I guess so.
Yeah, but So that's always a cool thing. I mean, you know, and the first thing that pops up on this thing is, you know, oh, sorry, shit, fuck, I don't know where that is actually.
Casey's popping another bottle.
Woo!
Yeah.
Good one.
There she is. Very good. I like to do applause because it gives me a chance to drink. Nothing.
What did you say that made it
Sometimes just anything.
Harexa.
Oh,
I guess that works.
Speaking of it, really quickly,
nothing.
I put in the notes
Nothing.
one of the shares a couple weeks ago, and you were supposed to say it right, but you didn't. But
Okay.
now that we're here, I'm gonna have you say it so you see what happens.
Okay.
Hold on, we can cut all this out.
Okay. Are you on my page?
I've got to look for.
Boring.
No. Okay, go to now and then, and go to the shares, and read.
Now and then.
Now and then.
Yep. 257.
Oh, the movie.
Yeah.
257. Have we watched Now and Then?
Yeah. Read the very last share.
Now and then was that movie with the Melanie Griffith.
Read that.
I don't remember that. Wow, what does it do?
Well, I added Facebook page at the end.
Okay.
Read it.
Alexa, code 000 destruct 0.
Not so fast. You'll need your science officer and chief engineer to complete the sequence.
Okay, well, it's supposed to go into like a destruct mode.
Destruct
and
mode.
just start going crazy.
Yeah. It would be funny if it like found all the Alexas in the house because there's 48 of them in here.
What?
And it just started making them all just do fucked up shit, you know? Like, wouldn't it be funny if you came home one day early and they didn't know that you were coming in and they were all arguing,
Talking to each other.
Yeah, just like fuck you. No, fuck you.
No, fuck you.
Have a nice day. Fuck you. Yeah.
But then there's like one Alexa that none of them like.
Sean.
Yeah, they pick on the one that's in the thermostat because
Sean-
she could either be hot or cold.
Sean, do you mind if I ask a question about the movie
Temperamental.
to Jarrett?
I think we have time.
What are we doing?
I just wanted to talk to you about the movie. I just wanted to make sure Sean was okay with that.
He didn't fucking pitch a goddamn movie to me. You know what I mean? Like
Oh,
that's been
God.
done.
Eric doesn't know anything about that.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay, so everybody remembers Rich Coleman was on the show for the first 2.5, 3 years, I guess.
Vague recollection.
And it was big in the show, helped create the show. One day, and we had a guest and everything, and we were set up and ready to go.
Did we have a guest?
We did. It could have been like your dad or something. I don't remember specifically.
That might have been my dad, yeah.
But he came in and he goes, "Okay, guys, seriously, just hear me out or whatever." And he pitched us a movie.
Like to make? Like the
Yeah. Or like that he had written like a movie pitch. Had zero to do with it. And I think this is probably part of Rich's comedy, like, because we were all like, we didn't know what to do. Like, I mean, even me, I was like, I don't really know what the fuck to say to you right now, you know, and but that's part of the genius of it, I guess. But at the time, I was just like, I don't know what the fuck he's doing, you know.
Do you think it was one of those bits where you come in, you act serious, and try to see how uncomfortable you can make?
Maybe. I mean, it was very Andy Kaufman, you know, but like I think he was serious about it too. Anyway, he did a movie pitch. So,
we'll do a bonus episode. You can try to recreate what the pitch was.
Sounds good. All right. So first
Did you
thing
know this was a John Hughes movie?
Did you know it was an Aaron Spelling movie?
Well, I don't feel like the producers have anything to do with anything.
I just thought that it was cool to see both those names, and I did write that in my notes. Aaron Spelling pops up, and for those of you guys who don't know,
Tori Spelling's dad.
Well, yeah, but huge movie television producer who created 90210, and then of course all of the spinoffs from that. Tori Spelling, he created Tori Spelling.
He did create her, yeah.
Thinking about that now, like, how old do you think he was when he did 90210? Because
he looked old,
an
yeah.
old creepy man making a show about some attractive teenagers.
He looks like Charlie Watts to me. Like, I think, do you know what I'm talking about?
Charlie Watts.
The drummer for the Rolling Stones.
Yeah.
So you know how that guy has looked old since the fucking 60s? And like he's had, and he really has. He
All
just
right, I can see it.
looks like a little old man. And then there's just Keith Richards, who looks like a raisin and just running around and shit. You know,
He's going to outlive all of us.
100%.
So why?
That guy is like a fucking
Whatever he's doing is what I want to do. Cocaine.
It'd be a lot of fun.
The cocaine.
It would be the
cocaine.
cocaine. All right. So yes, I did not know that it was a John Hughes movie. And again, I think it comes with like the time of all this, where like for me, all of it, John Hughes did all of these teenage movies and stuff like that. So this one was off my radar. Planes, Trains, and Automobiles was another one that I did. I had no knowledge of the fact that he had done that. It just really goes to show you how smart of a writer he was, and how, I mean, probably the movie maker, in my opinion, of the 80s.
Uncle Buck.
Yeah.
I mean, all these.
Yeah.
We've had a trivia movie round that was all John Hughes films.
Yeah.
And only 5 of them would you kind of immediately go,
Yeah.
this is a John Hughes film.
Sure.
In fact, the writing on this is what led to his 3-movie deal with whatever studio it was that ended up being Weird Science, 16 Candles, and Pretty in Pink.
Oh, wow.
Like,
interesting.
this movie, because it was written so well, is what
makes sense.
Got him that movie deal.
Good for that guy.
The casting of this movie was really good too. I mean, it's just Martin Mull was a big comedic actor. He was always partners with Fred Willard, who just passed away recently.
Yeah.
But if you don't recognize the name Fred Willard, he's like the head of the station on Anchorman. He's
he's in all the Christopher Guest movies.
all of those.
Oh, right.
Yeah. And but both of those guys were on Laugh-In back in like the 60s and 70s with Goldie Hawn and stuff. And they had their own little partnership. They did a bunch of stuff together. So but he was easy for me to hate in this movie when I was younger. Like, I just fucking hated this guy, and I hated him more this time.
Did you really?
Yeah, just because I mean, again, that character can't fucking exist this year. Like,
sure, it can't. No, that character can. That person in real life can't. But that character is exactly what a villain would be today for audiences.
Good.
Like, this is
good point.
Exactly what this is the patriarchy. This is the entitled, rich white man, who thinks he can have everything. Like, that would be the perfect villain.
Just, him just asking about how her husband is going to react to things right off like that is so fucking inappropriate and bizarre. This was an interesting watch for me, because all of this, so much of this in our culture hasn't been a thing for so long.
But this was the time of 9 to 5.
Yeah.
The
totally.
The 3 martini lunch.
Mhm.
I mean, it probably had evolved somewhat from like the Mad Men era.
Sure.
I would like to bring back this 3 martini lunch.
Yeah, tell me more about that.
I mean, there's a reason that's a phrase.
I've never heard that before, but I want that.
That's the thing, though. That Mad Men shit is real. When my dad worked at the car lot, he was finance manager, and in his office, he had one of those whiskey. What do you call them? A decanter.
Yeah, and like the cart.
Yes,
I want one of those.
He had that shit, and like in there, and they did when they bought a car, they just sit and sip a whiskey there at work.
Yeah,
that's cool.
My dad was a raging alcoholic,
but
like
he really enjoyed himself.
Yeah, totally.
Listen, it was part of the job, right?
Are you kidding me? Keep a hostile
Workman's
environment.
comp.
The guy's fucking 84 years old. He looks amazing.
Yeah, it's true.
He knows what he's doing.
Yeah, you're well on your way.
To 84 or to being an alcoholic?
And looking amazing. All 3. Relax.
Roadhouse.
All right. So again, this movie does do a little bit of stereotyping for the time as well. It's just like, hey, your shower's ready, and that kind of thing, where it was just that. Again, wasn't that bizarre?
That was the most unrealistic part of this movie.
When that happened, I was watching it by myself, and I went, "What the fuck?"
I told Jared, I said, I would love to just see what your face would look like if I woke you up and said, "Your shower's ready."
Yeah,
you'd be like, "Get the fuck away from me!"
I would be like, "Go turn it off. I'm gonna go take a 30-minute dump."
That water in Prosper is very
he
expensive.
knows how to spend some time while the shower warms up. But yeah, I couldn't even. First, you do this. Oh God, because even if I'm like, "Hey,
Oh yeah.
Uh-huh.
I karate fight Kelsey every time she wakes me up.
Yeah, I mean,
It's
I wish that I could help it. I really do. Like, I
I'm
don't.
gonna get like a really long stick.
I don't
Like a
want to
poker.
be like that. I really don't. It doesn't make me feel good to wake up that way either. It makes
No,
me
it's
very
like
anxious. You know, I don't like being woken up certain ways. I don't like being woken up with doors shutting for
And I'm
some
a loud
reason.
door shutter.
It
and
makes
that
me
sucks.
very, very anxious. And I don't know why. It's probably some shit from childhood or whatever, you know.
Do you like to be woken up in that most special of ways?
It depends if I have to pee.
Doesn't your body kind of
It kind of shifts
shut
it over.
off?
Yeah. Orgasms
It's like-
are better if you have to pee. That's a thing for boys.
Will you write that down, Sean, as a new Bowling for Soup album?
Orgasms are better if you have to pee.
Yeah, that sounds right up your alley.
Bowling for Soup would probably be more like origami is better if you have to pee. You know, that's.
Well, yeah, you fold the paper faster.
Yeah, I got to get this done. Man, I am still. By the way, guys, I am still like a fucking kid. I'll be in here doing like recording stuff for my other job or for one of the bands, whatever I'm working on here in the studio, and I fucking literally do the thing where I wait as long as I can.
no.
I'm like fidgeting in my chair, turning this way, turning that way, whatever. Like I'm just, man, I know I could make it another 15
That's
minutes.
our age, man. That must be it.
I don't know.
Same thing.
You do the same thing.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I mean, there are times I'm just working and like trying to get through something, and then realize I'm gonna piss in my pants.
Yeah,
if I don't get
100%.
up right
That's
now.
crazy. I can hold it forever. Like I will have to pee and start a color correction, and 4.5 hours later, like that
Oh my
person will
gosh,
leave, and
no.
I'll be like, "Oh yeah," like
Even after a baby.
yeah. I mean, I fucking
Yum.
sneeze and like that's all out the window.
yeah.
But
I'm still like I forget to eat, which is why like I'm gonna try again to lose some weight here coming up. And I think what I'm gonna do is just fucking put office hours to where if I just come up here and I'm busy for like this amount of time or whatever, I can do this fasting thing. Cause I don't fucking get hungry if I'm busy, you know. I'm hungry driving around or sitting around or whatever with access to shit, you know.
Yeah.
That's true. That's how I am too.
Yeah.
they got this thing. They just bring it right to your house.
I know that's
Motherfuckers.
They make it so easy.
It's just so it's just, you know, fuck. They've gotten me to the point, this fucking all these delivery services, they've got me to the point where I'll eat shit even if it's not good. It's like my chili showed up. It was kind of cold the other day. I tried to power through it, you know. It was fucking gross.
There are some things I don't mind having delivered, but anything with French fries is not one of them.
Yeah, I agree.
You got to get you one of them air fryers, dude.
It's just limp little
dude.
Little soggy noodles.
1.5, 2
Nobody
minutes
likes
in the
a
air
limp soggy
fryer.
noodle.
You know, 1.5, 2 minutes in the air fryer. We have for like crispy fries for like McDonald's Whataburger and shit.
We got one of these air fryers for Christmas one year. Looked at it. It's like, I don't think this is something we're going to use. Took it to Kohl's or wherever the person got it from, and then took that money and went to the bar.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
So, I mean, we had a great time. It was karaoke and Fireball and
Me and-
beer,
the
you know?
fucking Fireball, man. That Jarrett's show the other night, I was sitting with his aunt during the show, and then went there afterwards, and I saw Kelsey, and I saw her, and I was like, I am so glad I wasn't sitting next to you, because you guys, they were like laughing there. I'm like, I know you guys have been drinking Fireball tonight, and if I had sat next to them, I would have felt like shit on the way to the Broken Bow. But Jarrett felt like shit on the way to Broken Bow instead.
Did she buy you a Fireball after you said that?
No, I ran away.
Oh, okay.
Because my aunt
She's too funny.
is like you and fucking, well, no, it's completely different actually. You want me to stay up and sing Grease songs and shit. My aunt just wants
wanna
to
be best friends,
sit and talk.
Oh,
but
why?
But while drinking wine, and we were up until 4 a.m. and then it's like, hey, we're leaving for Broken Bow, and I'm just like, I'm gonna be honest, like, I don't know if I can do it. I really don't.
sucks.
Like, I'm not sure that I can do it. And
but I loaded the car. I did the stuff. I said, sleep in the car. Let's go.
she did. Fucking best. Just the best.
And then you got there and you had a blast.
And then I had a blast. Yeah. I was about 20 minutes away. And I go, we were like, because she was only going to drive like the first hour. And then I was supposed to drive, but she just kept going. And then 20 minutes away, I just kind of, okay, I think I'm good.
Yeah. Because you
So
saw
we like got gas. He's like, I'll drive the rest of the way.
Gentlemen.
Hey, but in no way was that a thing
I know,
like that.
I know. I'm joking.
That
you
was
saw
a-
the ice chest full of beer.
I was on a mission. I was just listening
Guys,
to
it
music,
was
singing
like,
by myself in the car.
Yeah.
His
Oh,
car
man.
broke down, so we took the little car. and that was an adventure in
The
itself.
little Ferrari,
Yeah, the baby Ferrari.
The fucking little Ferrari. Did you guys, does anybody, or do you remember, did anybody have a blanket, a whoopee, anything like that?
Both of my kids do. I did not.
I didn't have a blanket, but I had a stuffed animal.
So that you kept, that you had to sleep
I
with?
still have it.
Yeah. So I used my pacifier, my Faffy, and had my blanket until I was 3 years old.
30 years old.
And
That's not a crazy long time.
And then into that year until my dad, who, you know, I'm adopted by my dad. So he was new to our family, it was kind of like peeing standing up. He made me start peeing standing up because I was still wanting to just sit all the time and shit. Which
you won that battle.
Which is why I still fucking do it. That's right. We also
to
have
really stick it to him.
We also have a battery drawer and whatever kind of soda you want in the fucking fridge. Okay.
But no water. What are we?
There's no water. There's water in there. Plus, our water's filtered, and there's a goddamn water thing right there.
I'm sorry, I said we didn't have water.
Water's fucking gross anyway.
What was I talking? Oh, anyway, it was the thing where he had just decided that it was time for me to not have it anymore. My mom was just like, yeah, I don't know how this is going to go, you know, because my brother still will just go, I want my Faffy, making fun of me because he was 5 years older.
Yeah.
And I wanted my Faffy in my blanket.
Eller's got his truck bee and he's 6.
What's a truck bee?
It's just a blanket that has trucks all over it that
Okay.
he's had since he was little.
truck bee.
And it's his truck bee. And then Greer has her blankie bee, which is
adorable.
I know. And when she says it, like, you can have it forever.
What sucks about being the quiet kid we lived with my cousins and my aunt a lot of the time. And so there was 4 of us, and me, my brother, and my 2 cousins. And like, I had a blanket. My grandma made it for me. I really liked it. My aunt said, that's your cousin's. My cousin Jacob said, that's my blanket. And they said, oh, yep, that's Jacob's, and gave it to him. And I was just like in my head for the rest of my life, like, well, I guess that's that. I'm just sad about it until
This
one
is
day
my life now.
somebody picked up on the fact that it was like hand quilted for me, and I was already over it. Like, that was it. Just like, I guess it's not mine anymore.
Yeah. You know how
I don't
we
like that story.
Isn't that terrible? Like, it was the worst. And then I had
That's
a
really
doll
sad.
because I used to watch Little Bear. Remember Little Bear?
Yes, I do.
So they had a doll, and she talked to the doll. So I was like, well, I'll have a doll, and I could talk to that doll. But I didn't really know how to. I was like, I'll just tell people I can. They'll buy it, you know? And then they just took it away. It was just gone forever.
So Jack and Emma never had a blanket, and Everett's never had a blanket or a pacifier ever. But Jack and Emma never had a blanket, but both had binkies, which were pacifiers. And to the point where, like, Jack, we would put like 6 in his bed. So like, no matter where he would roll over, he would just find one and put it in his mouth or whatever. And we stole this idea. The way that we got them to stop doing it was you would have like a friend that was having a baby, and you would go, hey, you know, they're having a little baby, and baby Hudson, which is how we got rid of Emma's, she's not going to have one unless we can send her yours. So do you think you might want her to have one? Because hasn't it been awesome you having one like this whole time or whatever? And of course, first it's like, no, fuck that kid. You know,
Yeah, I don't even know that baby.
Sorry,
then
Hudson.
they kind of just come around, and then they watch you put it into the envelope, and you do it, and then you actually mail it to the mom. And then we had the moms call back and thank her, and then Jack too for when we did it for him.
I had somebody walk up to me in the mall, and whenever Everett was a little tiny baby, and just said, my daughter would like to talk to you. She's a big girl. I guess she took her to the mall, and the deal was that they were going to find another baby that needed a more.
Oh no.
And then go to the Disney store and get something new for a big girl, right? And the little girl's like, I'd like to give your baby my binky because of this. And I'm like, this is fucking awful and awkward. I don't want that dirty ass fucking pacifier, just so you know. If you pop that in my kid's mouth, I'm going to punch you in the face.
Oh, yeah.
Couldn't do that now.
Yeah, but they didn't. They were just like, and she gave it to me and left, and that was it. And I was like, that was really nice. And I told my mom the story whenever I got home, and she goes, yeah, it doesn't always fly. We did the same thing to your cousin Jacob. We got rid of all of his bottles for new baby Casey, and there was a lot of animosity for like probably about 7 straight years.
Yeah.
Like, you know, like,
living in the same
I'm like,
house
he
doesn't
didn't
work.
want- I'm like,
Yeah.
you're right. He didn't want anything to do with
Yeah.
me.
You
Like,
got to
that
go give
makes
it to a strange baby.
Yeah, we didn't take Emma's shit away and give it to Jack, you know?
Right.
Yeah. It was but yeah, the thank you phone call from the mom.
Oh, that's a good
And
way
that
to do it.
neither
That is
neither
so much further.
Neither fucking kid ever mentioned it again, ever.
I did the really douchey mom thing, just totally like when I have children, because you think
Oh,
you
yeah,
fucking
never
know
say
sure.
everything.
never.
Right,
And I
sure.
was like, my child will never have a pacifier because my child will be beyond that and better than that. So I never gave him a fucking pacifier. And so then because he was a newborn fucking baby, and those things just sleep. That's it.
Mhm.
And then all of a sudden he just stopped doing that. And he started screaming all the
Mm-hmm.
time. And I was just like, please, for the love of God. He did not want it. He had
No.
no fucking.
Oh yeah, it's too late.
It was
after
too
that.
late. He
Yeah.
just like spit that thing out. And I was like, I'm an idiot.
This thing out of my fucking
whole
mouth.
life is a
Yeah.
lie.
Yeah, Greer and Eller never took a passy, even when I wanted them to.
Yeah.
And then Zoe had one for a while, and then I wasn't thinking about getting rid of it yet. And she just walked in one day while I was watching TV and said, "These are for babies."
Oh.
And just like,
Was she
She's
like?
six.
Was she like 8?
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
she was like 3.
Yeah, girls are so
And-
much easier than
and
boys,
just-
man.
I don't know what got it in her mind that only babies need a passy, but it was, and that was it. And
My brother had to have 3. He had to have one in his mouth and one in each hand. And
Yeah.
whenever it get hot, he'd switch them.
Oh my gosh,
Yeah.
that is high maintenance.
Yeah, Jack was the same way, and that's the reason why he had like 6. And it's because if you'd go in there in the morning, and they would just be all over the floor, and you'd pick
It's
them
like,
all up,
that
stick
one's
them back
gone.
in the bed,
Henry just found his fingers at like 6 months. Like he was done with the passy because he just found his fingers to suck on.
So not his thumb.
No, it was his left pointer and middle finger. They
Yeah.
would just bloop right in them.
Yeah.
He sucked on his fingers until he was like almost 4. It was a long time.
Right. Well, and so this
Because
is
those are harder to take away.
you can never judge any parent by how they sue their child, I mean, as long as it's obviously legal. But my friend Zach, his youngest, slept in the bed with them, and one night his baby or whatever, they didn't have a pacifier. He just kind of stuck his tip of his finger into his mouth, and he did that. That kid was still doing that at like 5 years old, but
Oh wow.
he couldn't fucking sleep without it, and it was just like, I mean,
do what you gotta
it is
do.
what it is.
My
right?
mom put hot sauce on my brother's thumbs because that was what somebody told her to do.
Oh, that is the fucking worst.
You'd think it would be the worst, but
He enjoys hot sauce.
no, he rubbed his eyes.
Fuck.
Yep.
See, well, again, it is the fucking worst.
Yeah.
We went with the nail polish.
She just she was really young. She had 2 kids. She just fucking did what she was told to do several times by very old white Baptist women, and
Yeah.
it never worked out.
The taste bad nail polish
Mhm.
stuff.
And
Yeah.
we even told him, I said, I'm painting this stuff on your nails because you need to stop sucking your fingers and it's going to taste awful. And he put one time into his mouth and that was it.
Yeah,
he
he's
was
like,
done.
that's awful.
Yeah.
I don't want
Super
that.
easy.
Totally. Yeah. Bark collars, guys. It's all the same thing.
Right.
Right. That's all we're doing.
Bark collars.
all right,
I'm for it.
We talked
too.
about the other cast members in the car, and the fact that Michael Keaton also was a car maker in Gung Ho is going to come up later in 5 questions. Another great 80s movie, by the way. Stars George Wendt from who is Norm from Cheers as well, and also Long Duck Dong from 16 Candles
and from Revenge of the wasn't he in? No, he wasn't. In
No,
Goonies.
different guy. No, that kid's Indy. He's in
Indiana Jones.
Indiana Jones. Yeah.
As,
Yeah,
Short
but that
Round.
little Japanese guy was in a bunch of movies.
He was,
in
yeah.
the 80s.
He ended up being in like a police drama as like a serious actor at some point.
Yeah, then he committed suicide.
No, he didn't. Are you making that up?
Yeah.
Okay, good job. This is weird. And so I should mention the pep talk. I loved the pep talk where he's like talking to his employee. He goes, guys, you know what? Me and the wife, we went and just saw Rocky.
Yeah, which one? Was
Yeah,
it the
which
one?
one?
Mr. T at the Mohawk?
Yeah, exactly. Who's he fighting?
Was
You know?
his manager alive or dead?
So good, right? They're gonna knock him out. And then he's walking away. He didn't see Rocky.
Nah.
Did you notice that in the boys' room, he had a Rocky 3 poster on the wall?
Yeah.
So obviously that's where we're at time-wise.
And a Detroit Lions quarterback that I had never heard of in my entire life.
Funnily enough, I was gonna write that down and possibly make that a 5 questions because
Dale Evans or
I've never heard of that fucking guy in my
and
life.
I'm a big football fan.
Yeah.
American football.
Right. Yeah. No, same. I mean, I definitely know every quarterback that played when I was a kid, and I never heard of that fucking guy.
That
Did
shows
you
you how
know
bad
that George
the Lions
Wendt
were.
is Jason Sudeikis' uncle?
Yeah.
What?
I think I did know that actually.
Well, I didn't. Kurt
Yeah,
Busiek put
because
that in the
his
thing.
Know that?
yeah, because his brother had a kid, and that's Jason Sudeikis.
Or a sister.
Oh my gosh, that's how it
Unbelievable.
works.
Unbelievable, Eric. This is so here's another
gotta
thing.
go.
Here's another thing about
I gotta
me.
leave.
I didn't think I'd ever heard the word furloughed until COVID.
Me either.
I had never heard that shit before in
know
my
what it
life.
meant.
all of a sudden, all these people
Not
are
even
getting
in
furloughed.
08.
You haven't even
No, I
haven't been part of the corporate world.
Yeah, you.
I've never heard it. Yeah, I mean, I had one job when I was 16.
I did a lot of
That's it.
business haircuts and a lot of looking for new job haircuts in 2008 whenever I started doing hair.
Everybody just always called it laid off.
It's different.
It's
It is different. I do know that. But anyway, I thought it was very interesting that he actually said it 3 times in this movie, and I did not ever remember even hearing that word.
Yeah, that's very perfunctuous of you.
Is that your word of the day?
Yeah, very good.
I don't even know if that's a real word, but it sounds like it would be a real word.
You're like, I can fucking say anything around you
Yeah.
idiots. You just buy it.
That's true.
I work in IT.
He's walking into the house though, and Alex goes, does Dad know he got fired? Yeah, I think he does. Okay, nobody say anything. Nobody say anything. He walks in. Oh, you guys look really nice. Kenny,
Yeah, well,
heard you got fired.
at least they had some KFC.
Yeah, me. Oh, Colonel Chicken, she called it too. I was
Yeah.
just saying, we can't afford that.
Do you think that
Last
was
night-
a licensing thing?
I
Like,
wonder.
They can't say KFC.
Oh.
they have to say
I don't think it was
Colonel's
KFC
Chicken.
then. I really don't. I think it was Kentucky Fried Chicken,
Well,
but the Colonel was like the big advertising thing.
Well, yeah, he always has been.
My grandmother,
There was Colonel Sanders
That's-
and
so-
Colonel Ingus.
my grandmother always called, and probably still does, Kentucky Fried Chicken, which is KFC. She always called it Colonel Sanders. So I think the thing is there was probably a transition between the 70s and 80s of Colonel Sanders Kentucky Fried Chicken to just Kentucky Fried Chicken,
Gotcha.
with him still being the thing. But interesting, I haven't thought about that in so long. But after church, we would always go to Colonel Sanders, and they used to have this fucking parfait, this chocolate cake, like pudding parfait there for dessert. And I only got it when I was with my grandma or my grandpa. But damn, that thing was good. I wonder if they still have this.
They don't because because every KFC is attached to a Taco Bell, and
Yeah,
it's
that's
just
true.
Yeah,
fucking
that's true.
two
Actually,
gross things combined.
No, it's not. Get a fucking
There's
a bowl and a taco and move on with your life.
there
There's
is
a
one in
buffet.
Little Elm that is a KFC is attached to a Long John Silver's.
Okay, I like a Long
Yes.
John Silver, so that's fine.
Yeah. There's a KFC Taco Bell buffet in Oklahoma.
What?
Wait, a buff.
But
But
big
here's
butt.
how they
There's a-
fucking get you.
They like big butts.
Because whenever you're on your way to the action figure museum and you say, hey, there's a fucking Taco Bell KFC buffet, only the buffet is only KFC. I thought I was going to get like some gorditas or like.
Yeah.
Kate says in Florida they have a standalone KFC that is a buffet.
Did you think it was like make your own taco?
No, I thought it
Taco
would just be
Bell?
like a bunch of like
Wrapped burritos and
Yeah.
soft
Yeah,
tacos.
that's
It's
what-
just
Like
out there.
2 of those?
I'll just
in my
keep
mind.
going,
3
keep
of
going.
those?
I don't know what I thought. All I know is that it was magical. The sun was shining that day.
Yeah.
And I thought I
Mhm.
found something great.
Do you think though that it's awesome that you actually have gotten to live that on the Bowling Pursuit bus?
Live what?
The Taco Bell buffet. We fucking get it all the time when we're drunk.
Oh, yeah. That's
Just
true.
shitloads. We don't care what you get. Just
30 of everything.
yes, that's it, right? Daniel Cotton, who is actually on the chat right now and who is English, during Warped Tour, walked to a Taco Bell and got us 30 bean burritos, no onions, and 30 beef soft tacos, and then something else or whatever. And he just says like ordering it is, kind of it's a thing.
Do they have Taco
Why?
Bell in
The best Taco
jolly
Bell.
old
The
England?
best
Two.
Taco
I
Bell
think
I've
they have
ever
one
had in
in-
my entire
one
life
in
was in
Leeds
the
and one in-
Netherlands.
Yeah.
It was so good.
Oh yeah, that was good. Daniel was there too, right?
It was horse
Yeah.
meat. That's why.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably. And the KFC is better in England everywhere. All the chicken's better.
All of the meat is better. I mean, probably
They
not.
have higher standards for that, I think.
Right. That's the thing.
So
but
they
now,
can't-
but Daniel says that now that the Brexit thing has happened, their standards aren't going to be the same as Europe, and so everything's going to go downhill.
Did you know
Oh,
that in
weird.
Japan, Kentucky Fried Chicken is the traditional Christmas
Yes.
dinner
Yep.
place? It's been
Did
on
know that.
trivia a couple times.
Yep, we did know that.
So
Okay. And then so a couple other funny things that happened. You know, the I'm gonna bet mommy 100. I just love the way that this whole thing plays out. And I talk about it. I was telling Casey, it's like I used to just say all the time, take the money, Carolyn. Like anytime I was trying to give somebody
but the
money.
setup sucked. Like he was being such a dick.
He was being a dick. He was being a total fucking dick. You're right. And
but he owned it.
It didn't used to feel like that. That's what I was saying. Like it didn't used to be like he was belittling her so much.
Yeah,
he
you
was
fucking
though.
think you can get a job before
me?
Yeah.
Okay.
But the very next scene, it wasn't like he
There was a
tried
punch.
to stand up to it. He
There was a punchline to it, which was fine. But watching that scene, I'm just like, gross. And then like, kids come down here, your mom's
I'm
trying
gonna give $100 to your mom's $1 or whatever, and then he hands it because you know what, Dad, I better take that. Money makes him crazy. So we talked about this, and I know that the show's moving slow, but we are getting a lot of the conversation out of the way on this first clip. What? We're fine.
I gotta pee.
I gotta go.
Okay, we're almost done with this clip, and we'll take a quick break. But Casey and I talked about the acting of just the kids in this, and I think it's so good because it seems so natural. They're not like actor kids. They like both of those little boys sell it so well. Every fucking scene, like, and that Alex, they like gave that kid comedy fucking lines to say, and he just nails it. And it didn't feel Nickelodeon.
It wasn't overacted.
Yeah.
And I don't know what you are for this film, but I am 2 degrees of separation from this film.
Ooh.
Okay. Well, that spans right off the fucking child actors. Go ahead.
One of those child actors did voices on a film.
Yeah. Oh, on Z.
Was it Dragon Ball Z?
It was Gunslinger Girls or something like that I also did voices on. No, that the girl I was dating that was doing voice work was also in it. And he currently appears on a web series called Critical Role, which is these voice actors and people who play Dungeons and Dragons like on the internet.
Cool.
For people. He's on the show with a girl that I used to date.
No way.
That's cool.
Like so
yeah,
1 degree, 2 degrees of separation from this
That's
movie.
crazy.
From this movie.
Yeah.
Congratulations. That's
Thank
amazing.
you. Really appreciate it.
So tell me more about dating that girl.
Hold on.
Did you guys talk to each other in weird voices?
She did that stuff like professionally. She's a
Okay.
world famous.
Don't be so humble. We all know your background.
She
we know your
has
IMDb.
like 1 million IMDb credits, and I have 3.
There you
You're
go.
on IMDb?
You're a douchebag.
Yes,
I don't think you are.
I am.
And to my point, mommy, it's a jungle out there. It's fucking great. That's a great line.
The kid. This is some of the better, maybe not better kid acting, but at least they gave these kids some funny lines.
Yeah, it's not like the little boy that like cries in fucking Finding Neverland, but it's like but it's not so overacted that it's painful.
Well, then you get to Steven though in the grocery store, and that kid's line is dubbed in. He doesn't even actually say it. What's your name? And it just goes Steven. I'm like, like Sean says it. Yeah, Steven. What's your name?
Where did that come from?
Steven. But one of my favorite bits of the whole movie, you're doing it wrong. And I fucking use that all the time. It's just like anything. There's like, you're doing it wrong.
It's got to be the number one thing for this.
It's so good. And then he's just, and it's like, and I tell Everett all the time, and the other kids like, it's the Jarrett Reddick method. You know, like it's, you know, that's what you're doing. Yeah.
South to drop off.
Yeah.
North to pick
I
up.
tell all my new mommies, hey, Jack. Oh, you must be Jack. I'm Annette. You're doing it wrong. So good.
But even the kids are going like, you're doing it wrong.
Dad, you're doing it wrong. Yeah. And it's just it's such good kid language because it really does make sense. He's not doing it correctly. Right. You know, but it's hard for a fucking little first grader to get the words out to go, Dad, you're turning into the wrong.
The Facebook page of our small town kindergarten class would have an explosion if somebody pulled in the wrong way to the fucking
God,
thing.
no.
I just got chills thinking about what it would be like.
Just the trouble.
If somebody.
They'd probably call the police.
Yeah, I mean, 10 minutes
Dude,
later.
you should see the fucking rate. It happens every single time in the drive-in. Like, to drive into our school, you can only get to the school, the car line, if you're turning right in the afternoons or whatever.
That's
and people try to go in and turn left and beat the line, and then everybody fucking loses their shit.
So they have.
I never thought my life would be.
They have closed at this point. So once the line gets not even a half mile, the people turning left have closed a fucking turn lane on a street that only has one other lane, and then it's at a 4-way stop. It is utter chaos.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
I told Jared when I was watching this and the whole thing, like, there was one time that some lady cut me off going the wrong way. I honked at her and probably yelled some shit. And she pulled up and she rolled her window down, and I rolled mine down, and she rolled hers back up. She was like, "You look meaner than I thought you were going to."
Let's take a break. Eric has to pee. I actually could stand to pee. Both bathrooms are all.
You're not
going to
stand to pee.
No, you're not.
Oh no, I'm not going to. I do usually stand to pee during the show. I don't want to get too comfortable.
You're a big boy now.
Hey, if you're on the chat, we got a lot of fun stuff coming up. Y'all hang out, and if you're listening to the podcast, you didn't hear this.
Burger King presents a musical message to Herb.
Come on now, Herbert, don't be shy. You're gonna love plain broiling when you give it a try. It ain't number one, it's what's happening. Cause what plain broiling does is lock the flavor in. So wherever you hide, come on, show me your face and take the plain broiled burger, a plain broiled burger. You're gonna love it. Starburst fruit juice, a burst of refreshing fruit flavor for you. Tastes like mouth-watering orange, scrumptious strawberry too. Luscious lemon, tangy cherry, sunshine flavors all strawberry too. Right into a Starburst fruit juice, a burst of refreshing fruit flavor for you.
Naturally and artificially flavored.
You want to hear Chicago's hottest music? Catch all the hits on B96.
You feel the power of love. We don't need another hero.
Nobody plays more music than B96. WBBM FM.
All right, what's happening out there?
He's winning. I see 3 of them out there.
Get the one in the middle. Right. Hit the one in the middle.
Yeah.
It's the Italian Stallion versus a Russian fighting machine when Sylvester Stallone returns as Rocky Balboa in Rocky IV.
Rocky IV is one of 4 new movies we'll be reviewing this week on At the Movies, the movie review program.
Saturday night at 5 here on Channel 9.
Kick off your holiday shopping. 8 a.m. this Friday and Saturday at Sears. You'll find fashions galore.
Half price.
For the whole family. Like these plaid flannel shirts for men.
Half price.
Just $6.49. For mom, classic crew necks in a variety of colors.
Half price.
Only $6.99. For these little girls, Winnie the Pooh pin-up 4 dresses.
Half price.
Only $14.99. Score savings like these and more this Friday and Saturday.
There's more for your life.
Starting 8 a.m.
At Sears.
Herb, no matter what you decide, you're still our little boy.
Grow up, Herb. With the help of Herb's parents, Burger King now appeals to Herb, the one man who's never tasted a Burger King burger. Herb, this is how great burgers are made. Flame-broiled, not fried.
Aren't you hungry for Burger King?
Of course you are. Herb, do what's good for you. Come to Burger King.
There's a word for someone who doesn't do what's good for them.
The word is herb, Mother.
Mark never gave vampires much thought
Hello, tall, dark, and handsome.
until he became one.
Oh, wow, I love your outfits.
I'm not wearing a costume.
Now he's losing his girl.
It's like you're not the Mark I thought I knew. You look like Jerry Lewis.
His customers.
Get out of here!
and his mind.
I want to be a vampire. I'm a day person.
Nothing is sacred in a tasty comedy.
Can't go on forever. I gotta go to college.
Once Bitten, rated PG-13. Now playing at a theater near you. Check local listings.
The Lego system starts here with the curiosity of a preschooler and the big blocks of a Duplo building set. And as imaginations grow, so does the Lego system, because most every block fits every other block from every Duplo and Lego set we ever made. From preschool on up, our toys play on and on. Lego and Duplo building sets, the toys you grow up with.
I want my block back.
Tim Hirschner of Cincinnati loves his Honda Civic wagon because he can fill it up with everything he needs to fill up his hot air balloon and still have room for the balloon. The Civic wagon. It's a lot bigger than it looks.
Come on, don't hold a grudge. I didn't know that Alpo beef-flavored dinner cost the same as those other dry dog foods. I never even looked. I mean, who would have thought that Alpo, the one with more meat protein than 10 pounds of sirloin, cost the same as those others? Tell you what, you forgive me, and I'll forget about what you did to my shoes, huh?
Alpo beef-flavored dinner. Real meat protein at a really good price.
Doug Masters, raised on an airbase, born to fly.
Doug, it's your dad. He's been shot down. You know he ain't got a chance.
Chappie Sinclair, the only man who can help Doug save his father's life.
The Americans must die.
The rescue the government can't risk, they will.
They picked us up on radar. Too late for them now.
Louis Gossett Jr., Jason Gittrick, Iron Eagle, rated PG-13. Starts Friday at a theater near you.
Real cheese so dear to me, cooks up deliciously, baked in lasagna, perfect on pasta, melted atop my veal, primo on any meal, pizza, gnocchi, and cannoli, so good with real cheese.
Make your meal sing with real cheese.
Is it really possible to suffer cold symptoms in space? You bet it is. It happened to me on Apollo 7, and it could happen on the new space shuttles, too. That's why all manned U.S. space flights carry Actifed. Even in space, Actifed relieves a stuffy nose and sinuses, runny nose and sneezing. But you don't have to travel into space to get full-strength Actifed. It's available without a prescription, right here on Earth. Actifed, the cold tablet most recommended by doctors. Now in capsules and 12-hour capsules.
Bill Cosby, Diana Ross, Eddie Murphy, Lionel Richie, Stevie Wonder, all scheduled to perform on stage in a spectacular entertainment tribute Monday.
No matter how you dress up a burger deal, it's still just a burger and fries. Introducing the Grande Meal Deal from Taco Bell. It's a real meal. 2 tantalizing entrees, a medium drink, and dessert, all for $2.89. Choose from 3 delicious combinations. After all, which would you rather have? A more exciting burger box or more exciting food? Grande Meal Deals now at Taco Bell.
Congratulations to the Bears from Channel 5, your exclusive Super Bowl station.
This is the NBC Television Network.
Jack Dundee married the boss's daughter.
10 years ago, I gave you a job so she wouldn't be married to a bum.
He became a pillar of society.
You're a low-life, blackmailing squid.
I will not even dignify that with a reply.
But there was one mistake he could never live down.
You dropped the ball.
So now he's living it over.
I am throwing down the gauntlet. Ow!
What do I do now? Be cool. Be what?
The Best of Times, rated PG-13.
Starts Friday, January 31st at Select Theater.
This machine makes metal casings and headaches. The ones I take Anacin for.
Anacin, 23% more medicine than regular pain relievers.
More medicine, no more headache.
Anacin, more medicine.
Try it. Feel the difference between Denerex and regular Head & Shoulders. Denerex tingles, tells me it's doing more.
Both have dandruff medicine, but Denorex adds an extra anti-itch medicine and conditioner, too.
Goodbye, Head and Shoulders. Hello, Denorex.
Jim's dairy business is twice the size it used to be.
Yeah, Jim's twice the size he used to be.
He's got stores statewide. Had to get an IBM computer to tie them all together.
IBM makes computers that know about the dairy business?
IBM makes lots of different computers for any kind of business, and a lot of different software for marketing, billing, that kind of stuff. The software helps the computer to help Jim run his dairy business.
Jim needs all the help he can get.
He needs software for inventory, sales forecasts. It can even tell him how much milk will be produced.
Yeah, but is anyone telling the cows?
One thing's for sure, his IBM computers and software made his job a lot easier.
Sure did. Sure did.
No big deal making his job easier. It's the cows that do all the work.
Hi, Jack. I'm Annette.
Hi.
You're doing it wrong. See? This is what I tell all my new mommies. We enter from the south and we exit from the north. And then we do just the reverse when we pick up. I swear, little ones don't have to walk between the cars to get to the learning facility. Okay, moving out. And remember, south to drop off, north to pick up.
Pick them up. Okay, it's a good system.
South to drop off, moron!
I realize I blew it. I actually literally said the line that she says in this.
I thought you were leading up to the
I was trying to, but at my notes, I forgot to copy and paste one line.
It was a crescendo. You did fine.
But yeah, it's funny because that backs up exactly what Casey was just saying.
It's funny because it's true.
Yeah, it is so true. And you just get, I mean, I think the thing is, for me, the thing is dropping off. And it's crazy to me that we're 2 weeks away from school being out. And there's still the car that, like, their kids just can't seem to get out of the goddamn car.
Why don't they get there earlier or be the last one there? Don't hold people up.
I don't even participate in the drop-off line or pickup line. I drive about 10 feet from where that whole thing starts to happen, and then I just park. And I will just walk my ass up to the door. We have Eller designated as a walker.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
And I just grab my little tag and park and walk over there, and it's fine. And they don't let the pickup kids out for like 15 minutes after they let the walkers out.
Yep.
So I'm done with that whole thing, and all those people are still sitting there, and it's great.
That's
and I don't
the same
have to
thing
participate.
at our school, but we don't have a whole bunch of parking at our school.
Yeah.
That's another problem. But
same.
I might do the whole walking thing next year too.
Oh yeah, it's been perfect.
Yeah, there's zero parking at our school. You know that.
Oh,
like,
yeah,
there's
that's
zero.
bad.
It's crazy. Anyway, I don't mind. I mean, we just basically get there super early and then, but dropping off, it doesn't matter when you go. There's always. I swear to God, I saw Demi hopping on one foot today. Does he have a bad foot right now?
I don't know that information.
Okay.
But where was he? Oh, at field day.
No, they were dropping off today. I'm almost positive it was him. It might not have been. Do they have a minivan?
No.
Okay, then it wasn't him.
Are you a bad foot too?
Never mind. So did you guys notice that the girl that Carolyn meets right when she gets the job and she's in there? Well, here we call him Ron. She had the Kelsey Grammer accent that we talk about all the time.
What's it called again?
Mid-Atlantic, transatlantic.
But it's a non-existent thing that actors. Actors. You say, well, here we call him Mr. Richardson, and then you'll just sit in the meeting and be quiet.
Yes, an accent that doesn't exist in the real world.
And so Casey goes, "Is she English?" I'm like, "Nope,
nope,
not even close.
Nope,
English.
It's not
amalgamation of multiple accents."
So it really was Mad Minnie in here. You go in and just the smoke.
I took really deep breaths watching this scene.
It's just so strange to think about the fact that I used to eat in restaurants like that and fucking, airplanes were a thing that, I mean, everybody here is old enough to remember when your airplane seat had the ashtray in the.
It also took them a really long time to remove those.
100%. Yeah. I mean, I'm sure there's probably 20-year-olds that remember that, but yeah, it was a thing. My parents sat in the smoking section of airplanes and they fucking smoked, and it was awful.
And what is a smoking section on an airplane?
Yeah, it's the whole plane.
The whole tube is just
all
the same air.
It wasn't, but that's the thing. Smoking section in a restaurant, they didn't used to have separate ventilation.
Right.
That came way later.
Oh yeah.
So I mean, that's fucking like late 80s, early 90s, even probably, maybe even after that. But you just were in a different spot in the room, but it
would float over too.
It still stunk.
Yeah,
and just
delicious.
Yeah, you like the way it smells, right?
Well, I mean, smoking for so long.
I know, but a lot of people don't. Casey smoked, and she doesn't like the way that it smells when somebody else does.
No, I wouldn't want to be around other people smoking in a boardroom while I'm trying to work or at a restaurant. In a bar is fine. I'm in a bar. Like what?
Yeah.
That's fine.
I don't know, man. That one bar that y'all go to, which is the best karaoke ever, but don't you sort of feel like that's at the top end of how smoky fucking bars can get?
Yeah.
It's like cancer level.
It's like a honky tonk in the
because it's in Allen, right? And like it's granddaddied in. So you can't smoke everywhere there, but in this particular place you can.
Yes, that's correct.
And man, you know what is really good is that wing place that's right next to them. They
closed.
They closed.
Did they really?
Due to
Sauce.
the vid.
What was it called?
Sauce.
That place was awesome.
They had their nachos were like not regular chips, they were Ruffles.
Unfucking believable.
And they put brisket all over
You
it.
put some Funyuns in there,
dude. We ordered mozzarella sticks, and then we ordered food, and we could have. It was literally like a hunk of fucking mozzarella, like a baby's arm, So like a dick is what I'm saying.
Yeah. A dick-sized mozzarella stick that just fits.
Actually, to be fair, probably all of them are dick size.
Yeah, somebody's dick.
Yeah, mine are like the regular frozen one. That's exactly my penis.
Tater tot.
Stop it. Come on.
Two tater tots.
Just the regular cheese. I'm just a regular mozzarella. That's a fucking great description of my penis.
That is not true. You're not a mozzarella. Like this is a mozzarella stick.
Yeah, that's about all I got.
No,
then you dip it in the marinara just like every 28 days.
Well,
or so.
Actually, to be fair, with my dick, it looks more like ranch. But that was fucking gross, wasn't it?
So was mine.
Both of y'all are gross.
Oh, you're right. I'm sorry. I didn't even think about what the fuck you were saying. God, that's twice that one of your jokes tonight has gone up.
Yeah, but the other one was funnier. Way
Dada.
Our Dada.
All right. So
poor Irv.
Just the whole grocery store scene where she's like, I have the right of way or whatever, which you would never say, but I think old people did talk like that back then.
I feel like I want to talk like that at Costco.
Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah. Costco is a completely separate. We could do a whole podcast on that.
Christ.
I love Costco.
Yeah, I usually do too, but people at this Costco cannot drive.
I'm not a huge fan.
Actually,
not kidding.
Of those stores in general?
Actually, not joking, guys. This just in. Breaking news. I'm not joking. Tawny Katane just died.
Oh no.
Who's that?
That is the girl on Whitesnake's car.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. From the movie Bachelor Party and the cover of Rat Out of the Cellar.
We need to do a benefit show.
Long time. And a friend and a good friend of my my buddy Earl, who is a comedian. So anyway, that's super sad. Anyway, I didn't mean to bring the room down.
No,
also,
it's fine.
Costco.
We'll fight through it.
But this grocery store thing, she goes, I have the right of way. He goes, okay, well, let's settle out of court. All right, just take these chips.
Weirdo.
All right. So I have the Irv bit to me is something that I literally can't not, it's just embedded in my brain. I can't not be in a grocery store and not think of Irv, aisle 4 produce.
Poor Irv.
Irv, spaghetti, aisle 9. Irv, one last child. Then there's finally, Irv, we were never even on aisle 7. So good, man.
Yeah.
It's just so good. And then there's so all of these really are, I think, this is why it's called satire. It's all what I would think of exclamations of all of these different scenes, because quite frankly, have you ever waited in line at the deli and had a fucking dumbass up there before you go?
Yes.
And I get nervous. Like, I have to fucking know exactly what I want. And then if they don't have it, I just go, then that's fine. I'm just going to leave.
Yep. I'll leave.
That's fine.
I'm
Oscar Mayer it is.
Yep. Yeah. You go across to the other, like next to the breakfast sausage.
Yes,
and you get
exactly. That's fine.
Yeah. I
your
got
chemical
sent up
filled
there
meats.
Yes.
to get, some, a pound of turkey, and I ordered it all correctly. And she goes, "What number slice do you want?" And I was like, just for sandwiches.
That's a thing. Sandwich slice.
Well, she said, "I don't know how you like your sandwiches."
That's bullshit. That's fucking bullshit. Sandwich slice is actually a thing. Shaved is definitely a thing you can do.
I don't know.
And you know what they're supposed to do? They're supposed to slice one.
Yeah, you can't do that anymore, though.
Oh, you're right.
Yep.
What we're talking about is they usually will slice you one and then hold it up and be like, "Is that okay?" And then you get to fucking eat it.
Yeah, that's how I went grocery shopping with the kids. I would just stop by the deli first.
Walmart. We shop at Walmart. I know it's the worst.
So do we. Everybody does.
That's the closest place to shop, and they don't have the cookies out at the fucking
you can't
bakery
can't do that.
But it was pre-COVID, even like they just decided. Fuck your kids and fuck these free.
Yeah. Target stopped doing it
22-cent cookies.
Target does it, but you before pre-COVID, you just have to ask for it. So,
we asked and they said, we don't really
do that anymore. Yeah. Target, they have them sort of behind the counter because people
were talking about. There's free cookies.
People were finger fucking all of the cookies, and you can't.
No, they put fruit out there.
Ruin it for the rest of us.
Fruit.
No, they want fruit. We're gonna make them eat that shit at home. That's not gonna help me keep them busy. Actually,
no. You go grab the bag of grapes and you see how much they can eat before you weigh it at checkout.
Emma, actually, as a kid, we would just give her a banana. And she would eat the banana. And when we got up to the thing, I'd be like, "Can you charge me for 2 of those? Add an extra banana."
But they don't charge banana. They don't charge bananas by the banana. You charge it by the pound.
I don't think that's true.
No, it is. It's code 11 because I worked at an Albertsons, and it's definitely by weight.
Well, then I have them fucking add a 3.
Add a 3.
Whatever I did, they added something to the banana so that I got to pay. I wasn't trying to steal bananas. You know? By the way, where were we, baby? We were in Hawaii. We were talking about Eric, right? And we were
talking shit.
No. We were talking about the Albertsons thing and about photos from vacation and stuff like that.
Was funny.
Wasn't it in Hawaii where we were talking about? Because we honestly,
was there an Albertsons there?
No, but your Albertson story is sincerely like one of the funniest stories ever told on the show.
I was crying.
And like it really, and we were talking about the fact that, I know it was with Mark and Bonnie. We were talking about the fact that you were on this trip and you were like, "Guys, we've got to go.
Boise.
That we got to go and see the original Albertsons. And I got to get this photo." And you're so excited. Oh, I know why we started talking about, because we were talking about photo mats. Getting your pictures done, and how you got you got like double prints.
Yep.
And you were so excited, and your fucking manager just shot you down.
Just shot all over it.
What a dork.
Man, I fucking hate that for you, because that, honestly, you were young. They should have just been cool. That's
again, just as one small postscript to that, it's not like I walked up to the first person I saw and just fumbled my photos. Oh my God, can you believe I went to the first? Like, I had worked with this person for a long time. I started working at Albertsons when I was 15.
Sure.
Sacking groceries.
Right.
Man.
And so it's not like
it seemed like the right person to show the goddamn photo that you were so stoked about.
Yeah. And I didn't think any of us were like career Albertsons people. We were going to work there for the rest of our lives. Me nor her.
Right.
I just thought, you might think this was interesting.
Yeah.
Is she still there?
Well, the Albertsons isn't an Albertsons anymore.
No.
Walmart marketplace. The
Is she
small
there?
Walmarts.
Yeah, she's
that's what Albertsons became, because they became like, because Skaggs bought
Skaggs Alpha
Albertsons.
Beta.
They became Skaggs Alpha Beta. And then
I don't
Alpha
fucking-
Beta. Ooh, ah. Alpha Beta. Ooh, ah. Sorry. Revenge of the Nerds.
Sorry that happened.
So we talked about Steven. I actually had to make sure that Casey knew that the hot lady on the movie was the hot lady.
I don't
Because
think you can be hot in the 80s.
so I swear to God, like as I looked at her, it was the first time where I was like, okay. I mean, it definitely doesn't have the same impact that it had on me 40 fucking years ago.
Yeah, but the fact that he had to clarify, I got that that's what she was supposed to be, but he's like, you can like she's supposed to be hot, but she's got the old lady hair, so now you can't tell.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay.
And the polyester pants,
Yeah.
and
Well,
just all of it.
I
But I
you
will
did notice
say-
that she had a nice butt, but I wouldn't have noticed that back then.
Which one was the hot lady? Just to clarify, she's
Joan.
the one in the.
Joan.
Joan. Yeah.
With the
Oh,
Mustang.
yeah, that one. I thought you were talking about like the Office hot lady.
No,
or
no, no, no,
something.
no, no, no.
Joan for sure.
Which
Got
the
it.
80s were such a shit time for Mustangs anyway. Like, this is supposed to be this high performance sports car, and it looked like a fucking Volvo. But I will say what did hold up was the trench coat
Yeah.
reveal.
It looks fine.
I mean, I remember back in the day, that was probably about as close to pornography as
Yeah.
our family was
Yeah,
going to
until
get.
Columbine.
I remember it being way more revealing. You know what I mean? Like I
Yeah.
remember it being
I
a
thought it was
little.
like
I think that was
petty.
closer
Yeah.
to pornography.
Oh no, the trench coat was ruined forever.
Yeah, I know. Hot Topic had to stop selling them.
I do totally remember though that like it was more lingerie.
Yes.
This was she just looked like a
It looks like a jumper that somebody wear, like any girl wears in the summer now.
Yeah.
Like,
It's a romper.
Yes.
It's an adult romper.
yeah.
That's what
You
people
just
wear
could
now.
fucking wear that around. You know,
I
like
can't just wear that out. Some
No,
people can.
nobody
Like,
can just wear that
anybody
around.
well, I know, but
Oh
if
my
your
God.
stepkids saw you in that, it wouldn't be
I
like
was-
the fucking end of the world.
I think my stepkids would think it was fucking weird. My cousin, I was her maid of honor for her wedding. She is beautiful. She is younger than me. Her friends are just this adorable little clan of just cutie pies from fucking White Rock, Texas. They're just whatever. And so she sends me a picture one day. I'm doing all the hair. That's my job in the wedding world or whatever. And she sends me this picture and goes, "What do you think about this?" And I said, "For what?" And she said, "To get ready in." Because now the thing is like everybody wears like matching robes or pajamas or whatever, all the bridesmaids to get ready. And it was a strapless, like shorts romper that was like floral. And I just said, she goes, "What?" And I said, well, because I said, "Well, that's cute." And she goes, "Well, I thought we could wear them to get ready. What size are you?" And I said, "If my size is on that rack, then that store is fucked up. Like, go somewhere else. Like, you're in the wrong place. It's crazy." Like, I was like, how would anybody ever, like, none of them have boobs. I'm like, I could imagine like just doing like a round brush, like there'd be like one falling out. Like, it just didn't make any sense. Like, I just
In
think
the
there's
pictures forever.
there's definitely an age and a shape where like maybe the rompers need to go. Strapless romper.
Well, and then you think about going to the bathroom in a romper. You gotta get
When you're just
fully
naked.
undressed.
Yeah, you're just naked in a stall.
Yeah, but you guys have a door.
With cracks in it.
Yeah, you can see right through
Well,
those things.
yeah.
Y'all don't have a door?
No.
You do too in the stall.
Sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes, and sometimes not.
Yeah.
Sometimes there's not a door whenever you have
No.
to poop.
I mean, it happens quite a bit actually, and then sometimes there's a door, but it won't lock or whatever.
Yeah,
I mean,
when I
it's
shit my pants
curtain
at
club
the
bathroom.
Oh, yeah.
Lizard Lounge,
got to go upstairs.
there wasn't a door on the thing, and so I had to get my Doc Martens off and my jeans off, get my underwear off, throw them back behind the toilet.
Yeah, been there.
And then get
This
toilet
is-
paper, get cleaned up, get my jeans back on, get my boots back on, all with no door on it.
This
Right,
is why
and
I'm
probably
horrified.
piss all over the floor
Sure.
and oh, the worst.
I'm trying to let my 8-year-old like grow up and be an independent little dude, but like this is why I'm horrified to send him into a bathroom by himself. All you fucking dudes and your dicks all over the place.
Well, it wasn't
So
the
many
dick
dicks
at the
flying
time
around.
that was the problem. It was the diarrhea in my boxer shorts that was the problem.
Yeah, that
So
is an
That's
issue.
like a pretty big problem.
It was a problem.
Got it.
Yeah, it sucks. Were you standing or sitting when you shit yourself?
Oh, I haven't told this story.
I don't think
I
so.
had
He was lying down.
I had kidney stones like a week before, and that sucked. That's what it was like. They gave me this pain medication, which I had never been on, and noticed that it said, take with food, may cause loose stool, don't drive while taking, whatever.
It's already funny.
Yeah. it
And
is.
Fine.
Loose stool.
So I'm taking it, and then we go down to Lizard Lounge, and we had been drinking before, so we get there, and I already had to pee before we went inside. So there's this like chain link fence, kind of nondescript off to the side, and I'm like, I'll just go there and pee before we go in because I'm not going to make it through the line.
Were you at the Lizard Lounge or were you at the church? Be honest.
Lizard Lounge? Yeah, it wasn't Sunday
All
night.
right, just checking.
So I went over there to pee, and I was like, "Oh, got to fart." Happens 90% of the time that I pee. I fart while I pee, and just farted and pulled my pants up after I got done peeing, and was like, started walking.
Oh
and went,
no!
Okay, so you sharted.
It's a shart.
Yep.
I mean, I took a dump in my pants.
But it wasn't. There wasn't like doo doo. You just had some shit in your butt crack. And it was wet.
I don't know how to.
God, the shark.
Well,
I don't know how to explain.
It made it outside of your cheekle area into your underpants.
Yes.
It did not get
so there,
trapped
but there
within
was
your
actual
cheeks.
doo doo. Like
Yes.
okay, right?
Yeah.
But not like a solid.
So got it together, went in, paid the cover, and then
With shit pants?
yes, and then immediately went to my buddy. Hey, I got to go to the bathroom. He was like, "You just peed outside." And I was like, "Yeah, I got to go again." And it was a mad dash. Like it was a little too early for it to be super packed, but there were definitely people who saw me trying to get my
Scooting.
stuff together. Again, Doc Martens like lace.
They're
up
on their
boots.
podcast right now telling a story about this guy that
The
shit his
dude
pants
that
at the
shit his
Lizard Lounge.
pants. And
Yeah.
and what I feel the worst about is that at the end of all of that, some poor person cleaning up that place, which already must have been a nightmare, found my dirty
They've seen worse.
diarrhea underwear back behind the toilet and had to like use the clamper to like, put it
again,
in
You
the
didn't put him in the trash
thing.
can?
Dude, they've seen way fucking.
No, I
worse,
didn't
man.
carry my own.
You don't like go
shit
into those
underwear.
kind of bathrooms like just like with
fucking
a
big are
with
your
a
underwear?
rag and stuff. You go in there with just like you just
Hazmat suit.
spray the shit. I mean, it's it's terrible.
Yeah.
It's a horrible,
Well,
horrible.
It was
thing.
terrible, but
Yeah.
I think you should have thrown it in the trash can.
No, I've done. I mean, I have ulcerative colitis. I have. It's been a while. I have done the underwear behind the toilet
Luckily,
thing.
we do have the shit your pants underwear compartment in the stall. You
Yes,
know,
we do.
We have that just in case.
Yeah.
what is that for?
Fucking what?
We have a second little trash can in there. On
Yeah.
the wall.
Oh yeah, but that's
For
not for
feminine
that.
products.
For camps.
Yeah, I used to have to clean that out
They're
when
not,
I
like, they're not like sifting through and recycling them. You can
when
throw
I
some shit
washed
pants in there.
dishes. We had to clean the fucking bathrooms at the end of the day, and I had that. Oh, oh god,
OB-GYN.
so fucking bad, man. I hated it so much.
Pearl.
All right, so the next scene is so classic. Him with the chainsaw coming in. It's just, again, I was telling Casey, I'm like, there's parts of this movie that just for so many years, when you saw a reel, of like movie clips or whatever, these were on there. But him coming through the door with the chainsaw, which seems a little silly now. But of course, you had this on a trivia question the other day, which is why we did this movie, because the question was, Martin Mull comes in. Michael Keaton offers him a beer. He says it's only 9 a.m. What does he offer him next?
Scotch.
And I instantly was like, Scotch. And I texted you, and I was like, "What a fucking great question!" We start spitting lines back and forth, and that's how we started doing this movie, which I was super happy that you knew it. But the do it all 220, 221, whatever it takes is such a classic line.
It's a top 5 for me of all time. And I think there are plenty of people who that line just passes them by. But just how cocksure he was of 220, 221, whatever it takes.
Well, Martin Mull's character though, like kind of gets there, and he's almost like rolling up his sleeves like he's gonna help or something, yep, okay, you're gonna do it all 220. And which is which is ridiculous.
Rhetorical.
Which is a rhetorical question. Because everything in this goddamn country is 110. Except washing machines.
Well, if you want to go double phase, 220.
Yeah.
But it's not necessary.
Simple math.
Is that a thing? What's double phase mean?
Well, I mean, that's what
Thank you,
110 is single phase, 220 is double phase. It's physics, and I don't want to have to explain it to you.
Okay.
Not on this show. We'll do it on Jarrett and Eric Love Physics podcast next time. Science. Science is stupid.
And then just him when she comes downstairs, and then Martin Mull's character just touching her on the arm, and it's just like, oh, Carolyn, don't you look nice? And it's just so
the touching. I did not
gross. You know, it's like
that.
I wonder if you showed a kid now a movie from like the 50s. If their heads literally would explode.
I think this in itself would just make people. I mean,
yeah,
this can't be though as bad as it got. You know, I mean, this is
no, not at all.
This was a PG-13 John Hughes movie.
Well, not as bad as it got, but it's still like very uncomfortable.
Yeah. You guys are gonna fucking hate this. I gotta pee again real quick. Y'all can just wait. Y'all want to just chill?
Pee too. So,
you do?
Yeah.
Okay.
Always.
Super quick break, guys.
Burger King presents a musical message to Herb.
Come on now, Herbert, don't be shy. You're gonna love plain broiling when you give it a try. It ain't number one, it's what's happening. Cause what plain broiling does is lock the flavor in. So wherever you hide, go and show your face and take a plain broiled burger, a plain broiled burger. You're gonna love the taste. Starburst fruit juice, a burst of refreshing fruit flavor for you. Tastes like mouth-watering orange, scrumptious strawberry too. Luscious lemon, tangy cherry, sunshine flavors all strawberry too. Right into a Starburst fruit juice, a burst of refreshing fruit flavor for you.
Naturally and artificially flavored.
You want to hear Chicago's hottest music? Catch all the hits on B96.
You feel the power of love. We don't need another hero.
Nobody plays more music than B96. WBBM FM.
What's happening out there? He's winning. I see three of them out there. Get the one in the middle. Right. Hit the one in the middle. Yeah.
It's the Italian Stallion versus a Russian fighting machine when Sylvester Stallone returns as Rocky Balboa in Rocky IV.
Rocky IV is one of 4 new movies we'll be reviewing this week on At the Movies, the movie review program.
Saturday night at 5 here on Channel 9.
Kick off your holiday shopping. 8 a.m. this Friday and Saturday at Sears. You'll find fashions galore.
Half price.
For the whole family. Like these plaid flannel shirts for men.
Half price.
Just $6.49. For mom, classic crew necks in a variety of colors.
Half price.
Only $6.99. For these little girls, Winnie the Pooh pin-up for dresses.
Half price.
Only $14.99. Score savings like these and more this Friday and Saturday.
This won't be your life.
Starting 8 a.m.
At Sears.
Herb, no matter what you decide, you're still our little boy.
Grow up, Herb. With the help of Herb's parents, Burger King now appeals to Herb, the one man who's never tasted a Burger King burger. Herb, this is how great burgers are made. Flame-broiled, not fried.
Aren't you hungry for Burger King?
Of course you are. Herb, do what's good for you. Come to Burger King.
There's a word for someone who doesn't do what's good for them.
The word is Herb, Mother.
Yeah, Humphrey is tough. He's probably the toughest client we've got. But, you know, I think you've got 2 things going for you. Number 1, your experience as a homemaker. You're fresh from the trenches of consumerism. And, oh, thank you very much. Oh, boy. And, number 2, you've got a... Let's just say you're an extremely attractive woman. Okay?
Well, thank you. And my husband thanks you, too.
You know, I'm glad you brought up, what's his name?
Jack.
Jack.
What do you mean?
Well, I mean, we're going to be working long, hard hours, and you might be coming home pretty late at night. And, well, if there's going to be a problem, want you to tell me about it right now.
Well, there's not going to be any problem. See, Jack supports everything I do. As a woman, in my career, as an executive, he supports me.
Okay. And if we can agree that you are an executive, then you can stop cutting my steak.
Oh. Sorry.
You know,
oh me.
I mean, they do have to establish the fact that she liked being a mom. You know, that she, you know, misses it already. I mean, it's autopilot for her. You know, it's not. I mean, look, we do the show Rockstar Dad, and sincerely, we say it all the time. The moms are the fucking rock stars. You know, I mean, it really is the craziest shit. How they can do that. I have a quick announcement to everybody who's in the chat. I want to do that before you guys start drifting away, because we're going to be on for a little while longer. May 24th, that's a Monday. Mark your calendar. Kurt Fletcher, comedian, is going to be here in studio.
Nice.
Yep, absolutely. He's going to be in studio.
I may not show up.
Why?
Because he's going to be fucking...
Don't be intimidated.
No, he's going to be fucking funny, and we're not.
He's going to be here. We're going to do the movie Basketball. So at his, so that's his,
awesome.
On his, he requested that movie. So I'm super excited. Casey's actually known him for quite a while.
Okay, I literally like went to a Hyenas when I was like 19 years old. And
Right.
This is like the first like comedy club I ever went to.
Yeah.
And then I like bought his CD that like he like literally like wrote his name on back in the day, and then just like creepy followed him on the internet until we kind of became Facebook friends.
Yeah. And then, you know, we found out he was playing at Hyenas and opening up for some guy that we didn't know, and went and saw him. And actually,
I still
that's
don't
where
even
we
know who the guy was that he opened
No,
up
me
for, 'cause I
either.
was there to see him.
Well, we met that or saw that Joey guy from Denton who was pretty
Yeah,
good.
Joey Johnson. Yeah,
Whoa.
he was
Yeah.
awesome.
And but Kurt definitely stole the show. You guys aren't going to want to miss that. Those of you who are listening to the podcast, it's going to be
Apparently, I was the only person who bought his CD.
yeah. Well, so the laundry potion, it reminded me of I used to take a shower in my parents' shower because my bathroom only had a bathtub. And so my brother had a shower in his room, only a shower. Then there was it's so stupid. It's shouldn't be the way that it was, but the house was stupid. I think I said stupid too many times.
But you can tell that it was the way it was because of the way that it was. So
yeah. You know what I forgot to do earlier?
It's time for Sean's questions, the seventh question, and sometimes it's hard.
Just leave it there, Sean. Who gives a shit? Anyway, I used to shower in my parents' shower, and they always had like 16 different kinds of shampoo and conditioner and whatever. And I would just make potions to do my hair, and I would like
a suicide.
Is that how it is? Is that why it is so
it
amazing?
Actually might be. It may be
Maybe
why I
we
have the
figured it
greatest.
out.
I bet
You
there's,
know what?
I bet
You're
you
right.
created some concoction back then that like nowadays you could sell
Yeah.
to the masses. You don't even know what
And you would
fucking
just
is.
get you could get Jarrett Reddick hair, and I don't even know what I did.
Springs and
we for sure had Johnson's baby shampoo a lot longer than like people ought to have
Yeah.
Johnson's baby
Right.
shampoo. And then I remember when we started taking showers, we would go into my parents' room because we only had a 2-bathroom house. And I remember my mom had this wonderful smelling Aussie Mega
Oh, yeah.
shampoo, and
Oh.
that shit smelled so fucking
That
good.
was
And
so
I was like,
expensive.
But then it burned your eyeballs.
yeah, and I mean, we would
3-minute miracle.
just glob, because
Yeah.
it was different.
That shit
and
costs like
wonderful.
$20.
And it also burns your penis.
Yeah. Oh.
Oh,
yeah, you
man.
you had to learn to masturbate with conditioner. So
No.
that was a thing.
I had a boyfriend that was in
What?
Yep.
Whore.
You were probably like 45 by then, and then
Well, we were together when I was 45, so
and he took a shower at my house in Austin, and all of a sudden I started hearing some like very like sounds of discomfort, and he had used my conditioner to masturbate in the shower.
Weren't you just right outside the door?
And
Okay.
it was like a strawberry conditioner. He likes, I guess examined it, but it had menthol in it. It was like a minty whatever.
Can't have
And
that.
just burned up his penis.
Yeah.
Why I use tea tree, because it kind of forces you not to touch your privates when you're using it.
You need that.
Oh,
much.
I thought you meant to masturbate.
You need that type of discipline.
Yeah, I haven't been able to do it in the shower since I was a kid. I like friction. I can't have any sort of moisture on there.
Also, the twice a week I take a shower, I just need to get in there.
Well, during
get the
COVID,
stuff
it's not like you
done.
were ever in there. Me either.
What do I have to shower for?
Yeah, right. Anyway, the potions were something that I used to. I really like to do that. That's also the first shower where I found my wiener and started humping the shower door and trying to stick it into the conditioner bottle and shit. I mean, just whatever you could do.
Yeah, I
got it
folded
stuck in a toilet paper roll one time, like
folded
Chinese handcuffs. I mean, it
a
was
pillow over one time and like put it in there.
God, boys are so
just-
weird.
you just
Speaking
stick
of
it in
that-
whatever you can.
Have you seen that Netflix movie with Eric Andre and the dude from
Shawshank Redemption?
No, the dude from Get Out.
No.
There's a scene. It's almost like, you know how like Bad Grandpa or Jackass, like it's a movie, but there's also pranks in it.
Sure.
It's similar. And there's a scene where they just run all over town because they got their shit stuck in a little finger trap, and they're running into restaurants and stuff, and the people
That's
have no
funny.
idea.
That's a funny bit.
Yeah, and then like they like stretch it really.
Oh,
yeah. I don't know. Bad. It's called Bad Trip.
Yeah.
And Tiffany Haddish is in it.
Bad Trip. Ooh, she's good.
Eric Andre is the voice in that new movie that we were just talking about, that new kids movie, and he's
Really?
great. Yeah. What is it? Mitchell's versus the Monsters? Machines.
Florence versus the Machines. I think
Florence
about them.
versus the Machine.
one.
God, that band was so big for a while.
Yeah.
Cherry Tree song, right? Was that them?
No, that was
They
Katie
had like the
Tunstall.
drum song.
Bless it.
On the drums and
The dog days are over. Or whatever.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Nailed it.
that was pretty good. I seem to recall that when he made the potion and the washing machine was going crazy, is there either some other film
I know where this is going. Go ahead.
where it like overflow? There's soap everywhere.
Brady Bunch.
Was
It's
that
the Brady
not-
Bunch. Yeah.
I think it's probably been in more movies than
But the classic is the Brady Bunch. I mean,
kept
even when
waiting
that
because right when he was doing it, I just
When
said,
that
"Is there about
happened.
to be like a Brady Bunch situation?"
And I was like, sort of like it's, but this part is pretty much where they sum up all of the like all of the gags happen at once. But here's the thing. It's not unlike a normal day at home with your kids. I mean, the TV person shows up at the same time as the exterminator.
What is a
at the
TV
same time?
person?
Well, that's not a thing anymore, obviously. But they did used to have
What a weird that dated this thing the most, besides an actual alarm clock that wasn't your cell phone, was the fact that you could call someone
A
to
TV
come
repair.
fix your
And
TV.
didn't she say something like, "Is there a problem with your horizontal hole?"
Yeah, exactly. That's what she
Although,
get. Yeah, here you got a problem with your horizontal hold. Yeah.
To be fair, you had a remote control guy for a long time.
A remote control guy.
Well, that was a $1,200 remote control. That motherfucker.
What, you get
could-
it from Sharper Image or something?
No.
No,
It's,
Rick
you
Beyond.
guys, you
It's
guys,
from Brookstone.
you guys are
Bed Bath
picking on
and
something
Beyond.
you don't even know about.
Oh,
You
okay.
couldn't.
Oh no.
I don't have to know about it
Yeah.
to know if you spent $1,200 on a remote control.
Yeah.
That's fucking stupid.
A remote control?
No.
Oh, no.
It was fucking badass. But it was before I'd had that thing. Well, I mean, shit. 15, 16 years. It did things that like the Logitechs and shit do now that they didn't do back then.
It
If
was
that makes
Universal, right?
Yeah.
Like, like the brand was Universal.
And it was the
It's a
it
universal
did like
remote.
RF.
RF shit before anything else did that.
Sorry,
And
I told people you
Or
had a
no,
remote control
y'all
guy.
are
I
sorry.
apologize.
Yeah, we've all
Huh?
seen
IR.
clips.
IR, that's what it
These
was.
two fucking nerds over there
Yeah.
talking about their your expensive ass remote control.
Did you ever get your remote control stuck in a Chinese finger trap?
a bunch of cocks slapped in my face.
That doesn't even bother me because I would rather have 100 cocks in my
Sucking
face.
multiple cocks.
I would rather suck multiple cocks than have a $1,200 remote control.
It was
There
pretty
you go,
badass,
Sean.
actually. He
Thank
had that
you.
whenever we first
Thank
met,
you,
and I'm
baby.
like, it just does everything.
It literally did everything.
I had my laptop hooked up to my TV with a fucking HDMI so I could have Netflix because I didn't have cable.
Maybe I exaggerated the cost
That
of it, but it
engineering.
was not fucking cheap. It was expensive enough to where, like, if the kids dropped it on the floor, it was like a thing.
I
And you had a
also
remote
had
control person.
I
come
also
fix
had a
it.
wireless mouse to control the laptop that was connected to my TV
You had like a book.
because I didn't have cable.
Yeah.
But you've all been there, right? Where like, and this happens to me. I've got a conference call. The kid needs to do something. The groomers fucking show up at the house. You know what I'm talking about? It's just like all of this stuff happens at once. It's not really, and then the phone ringing and stuff like that. Obviously, your cell phone's going, and you're supposed to be doing this. It's just fucking chaos. Then there's a fire, and he fucking fed the fucking baby got
baby
into
chili.
the baby got into the chili.
Are you crazy?
To be fair, they did not give the baby chili. She just got into the chili.
Yeah.
And is it weird to me that I kept looking at it going, she must be eating baked beans because who would eat Van Camp's chili? Fucking Wolf Brand or nothing.
I do got
Don't-
some Wolf
I don't
Brand.
know the
Some-
last time that I ate chili from a can.
Yeah,
Would
me
you like
either.
some canned chili? I have some.
I like to
I'll make
make
you.
my
I'll
own
make you a
chili.
Frito
Wait,
chili pie.
But
You know,
do you,
chili
hold on.
pie with Funyuns.
Isn't Wolf Brand chili just for like hot dogs and shit? Do you actually can you?
and Frito
I used
pie.
to
I am
eat it.
not joking. Is that something? Will you eat chili pie?
Frito chili pies for sure. 80% Fritos, 20%
You
Funyuns.
fucking that's two
I'm gonna
of
go
them.
make some Frito.
That's
chili
two
pies
of
for
them
you
in
guys,
1
'cause I
minute.
got Wolf Brand chili
he
and
goes,
Fritos and
he
nowhere
goes,
to go.
he goes, Van Camp's baked beans, and then a fucking Frito
Remote
chili.
control.
Remote control.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Because you already know they're Van Camps and they're beans, but they're baked. Van Camps baked beans.
We just call them baked beans.
No, baked beans.
Baked beans.
Baked beans.
You already
baked
know
beans.
they're beans. That is
Does
inconsequential.
Van Camp's even fucking make chili
What the
anymore?
fuck is a Van
Consequential.
Camp?
Van de Camp or whatever it was.
They
They,
make-
make Vienna sausage.
Well, they do.
Oh no!
Vienna sausage.
Oh my god!
What did you say last? The Vienna sausages.
Oh my god!
Cabana. That was it.
Cabana. That's
Cabana.
right. Fucking cabana.
Have y'all not heard the song Copacabana? That's where it comes from.
no.
Where they
that's
eat the
at the
Vienna.
Taco Cabana. You've got
So here, pretty much the most iconic scene happens of this movie, and I would say it's probably. I would think that this is in the top 200 scenes, like in like all kinds of polls and shit like that. But it's him coming out of the room with an apron and gloves and his nose pinched. Where does Bobby keep
He's
the
got the
extra diapers?
tongs.
Yeah, he's got tongs and all that because the baby ate chili. But it was so funny because it didn't have that same impact on Casey as it did to us, and back then.
when you've changed 1,000 diapers.
No, it's not that because moms thought it was funny back then. I just think that more dads do diapers now, and it's not as crazy to think about the fact that he had already done this before.
I also, and I'm gonna hurt my own feelings here, but like the whole like dads are dumb and men can't do things and all that stuff, like all those memes that go around that's like my husband blah blah blah, like it's always me, like it's always me, like the whole like why can't you just put the sock in the hamper and why can't you, and I'm so like I don't know, maybe I'm just
What do you mean it's you?
like it's never
Oh,
you, it's never
yeah.
like my husband can't put a fucking sock in a hamper. I mean
Right.
you can't either, but I really can't. Like it's really bad. Like all the
Kelsey-
like stupid dad stuff. Like it's
Yeah.
always me.
Kelsey decided that we were going to redecorate our bedroom, turn it into a nice, relaxing place for us.
Safari
to
collection?
be. Yeah, kind of like that. We got a new bed. We painted. We got new end tables. We got a new dresser,
Remote control.
remote control, all kinds of stuff. And that's all great, except her shit's still everywhere. Like clothes in the corner and shit in front of the thing. And I'm like, so this is our oasis, right?
Yep.
is just
She just needed it to be a different color.
Yeah, it's the same
Yeah,
shit hole it was
you've clearly
before.
never seen what I can do to a very beautiful hotel resort room like in 4 seconds.
Like we get in the room,
Yeah.
and we get in the room, and I can
He
put
goes to
all
poop.
I go to poop, and all she's supposed to be doing is changing clothes, and
or
when
even just shoes sometimes. Just kinda
and
change
I
my
come
shoes.
out and I don't say anything ever, but it's fucking crazy.
How long would
Kelsey
you
said
have
it's
to
my room.
and it is, and I get that. It just, to me, it was like, then why did we need to do like all this?
I'm with her. I'm
Because the
always
room-
with her.
The room, and I will admit, the room is cuter now than it was before, and like got all new.
It's a cute hot mess.
We got all new bedding, which we absolutely love, and all that stuff is great. But it's just, if it was just going to be a wreck, like it was already a wreck, like it can just stay a wreck.
Yeah,
pretty
I don't
wreck.
know,
I
but
know.
it's a
Now it's a
pretty
pretty
wreck.
wreck.
We've been through something
Kinda like
similar
you.
in a couple of different rooms in the house, whatever, and that's a thing. And with me and I had to have the.
You say Gary?
I was about to talk about Gary.
Oh.
Yeah, why?
Oh, you're talking about our house. And you said, well, me and Gary. And I was like,
No. Me and Gary had because there are certain things in a relationship that you just have to be like, okay, this is the way this is going to be. This is the way this is going to be. And I definitely have my things where I fuck up shit. And I'm really bad about setting things in places that really annoy Casey. And I try not to do it, blah, blah, blah. But the bathroom, it just had to become her space. Like I just can't, it had to become a thing where if I'm going to walk in there, I can't get stressed out over any of it because she knows where everything is and how she wants to operate or whatever. And it's her responsibility when it needs to be tidied up to tidy it up. So I just fucking step over the shit and not stress about it. And so the same is true with her on like up here, it's like there's certain days where I have shit dragged out of the studio into the fucking game room and you can't even walk up here, and she's like, hey, maybe we get this taken care of by the weekend. And I'm like, I'm fucking doing it, whatever. But you, that's accurate, right?
Yeah. I'm actually surprised by you, your self-awareness there.
No, I listen, if I'm going to ever call someone out, I'm going to own my own shit,
Okay.
And what? Are you saying I don't do that?
Just joking.
Okay. Cause I feel like I do.
It's a joke, it's a
Okay.
joke.
My fucking downfall is the kitchen table. I just put shit there. The mail goes there. My backpack goes there. My keys, my wallet. And that is an area that she wants to be clear. And it's so hard for me.
It's just not though. It's just not
What?
clear. It's
Yeah.
just not going to be.
Yeah. Anyway, let's get off this. Kelsey says our bathroom, which is part of the master, is covered in your pube like beard hair all over the sink on the daily. Same.
Listen,
Your
he can't deny it.
Your pube like
well,
beard hair.
when I trim it, it goes everywhere.
They have those
You
things,
can't
see
do
them?
that,
They
man.
have suction cups on the mirror.
I need to get that for Derek because I'll go to clean our bathroom and it's like a granite, so you can't see what's really on there. And I'll wipe it, and it is off.
That's a weird thing. He's also blonde, so that's like a different deal. Like those are harder
he's
to
got
see.
like darker hair on his face.
But like whenever it's off, it's still like lighter. That's a weird thing that actually doesn't bother me because when you trim your beard, it's all over the sink. But I'm so used to cleaning fucking trimmed hair that like when I see that, I instantly rinse it down the sink. Like it doesn't even. I've never even thought about it because I'm just like that's
I
what
get
do
the
at work all
bulk
the
of
time.
it out with toilet paper and flush it down the toilet. Now we have a trash can in our bathroom, which is new, and I throw it in
Because
that.
I moved in during COVID. We just left it.
Oh,
That's true. Yeah.
We also had a Keurig in there in our bathroom until like last week.
That
That's amazing.
Nice.
Yeah. No, hold on. But
I put a thing up
it was in there for
since January.
since January.
End of January. No, early January.
It was a long time.
Early January.
That was
I
you,
put
that
in
was
the Keurig. I got a bowl of fruit because I wanted to have snacks
Yeah.
and I couldn't leave. And I had like some bottles of water and all this stuff. And so I made a joke because it like looked like
It's like a hotel.
it looked like a hotel. So I put a thing that was like in my hotel COVID and the door
Yeah.
guy's super cute or something like that.
Oh yeah, that did
'Cause
happen.
He was like delivering all my food. And like I got a lot of like side eye fucking Instagram things being like, what doorbell dude is cute and
Yeah.
what fucking where are you? And I'm like, it was my house. It was my
What?
husband. People thought I was like in a hotel and like saying that the door guy was cute.
I got to move back
Which
to
if I
the
thought he was,
chat
I would
room.
have said so.
Guys, I got to move back to the chat room. Apparently, Kelsey bought you one of those things and you left it in the garage.
Oh,
she bought me and Justin, my brother-in-law, one. I don't know if he's ever used it, but he definitely took it and like acted excited about it. And I looked at it and went, I'm never going to use this. You know I'm not going to use this.
Why
We
didn't you
talked
just
about
try it
this
out?
thing.
Why wouldn't you? I mean, like, if
I'm going to wrap this thing around my
how
neck
often do
and
you
then
trim
put
your beard?
Every other week, maybe?
Right.
Oh, then you can use that.
You can fucking use the thing.
Whose side are you guys on?
Just rinse it down the sink. Don't use the thing.
I'm
Just
actually
rinse
not
down
on anybody's side. I think Kelsey's right on this one. You can't complain about her mess and then leave that kind of shit.
I
on.
wasn't complaining about the mess. I was just saying if we're going to redecorate the room and make it this oasis of personal comfort,
Sure.
then
I
let's not
picked the
have
color of the year to paint our
400
bedroom. Me and
years
Jarrett
worth
put
of
our
dirty
clothes on
stacked up
different
over there.
Well, we
floors.
have that on a chair.
I put my clothes on the bathroom floor. He puts his clothes on the bedroom floor.
I put my clothes in the laundry hamper.
Like a freak.
We don't have a laundry hamper.
We have a laundry. We have fucking 4 laundry hampers. He'll go, well, we don't have one. I'm
We
like,
don't have
and I'm like,
one
it's
that I've ever
14
seen
feet
or
away.
used.
Just go get it.
Yeah. All right.
We
Well,
have 3 they're like right in the mudroom. There's 3 of them.
we do have hampers. They're just not in our room.
Oh, okay. That would make it more difficult.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
But
No, they are
put
they,
one
they
in the
are in our
room.
room. They get moved to the laundry room during laundry, and then he'll be like, well, we don't have a
Oh.
hamper.
I mean, what am I supposed to do? Move one back?
So the dad's exchanging recipes scene is fucking
Okay, I
hilarious.
love
Yeah,
that.
that's pretty
Can
good.
you use margarine for that?
It's so funny. And then neither one of them want to go. They're just like, hey, you know what? You go ahead.
I don't have anywhere to be.
You go ahead.
There's no jobs.
There's
No
no
jobs anyway.
Not anyway. Okay, then Butler, you're next. So they go to the 'cause this exchange actually is new to me. I didn't remember this, but they're pulling up and Alex goes, "Wow, look at that house," and he just goes,
Probably mortgaged to
"Yeah,
the T."
exactly." And so she just goes, "Oh no, he inherited this from his great grandfather."
What does he say?
He goes, "Oh,
It's-
hand me
it's an
down,
old- yeah.
hand me down, yeah." Just so good.
Apparently, you use the scissors every day to trim your beard.
Oh, just to get the outliers, yes.
Yeah.
But like a full, like get it shaped, didn't get it back into.
Well, they're coming out every nook on that counter.
And that is true because I could clean it. I could move everything off. And sadly, you know how most women have like 40,000, there's the eye cream
Products.
and there's the things and that. Well, I have all that stuff too. So that's fucking
Good for
fine.
you. Men should take care of their skin
Well,
too.
It's
And
not all
hair.
skin stuff. It's the hair and it's, all the stuff.
Your
Medicines
beard
and
oils.
beard oils and
Good for you.
combs and brushes and all this stuff. But if I moved all that stuff off and cleaned the entire cabinet, the 2 sinks and all the stuff, tomorrow you could do the same thing and there would still be those little hairs.
Yeah.
Because they go into everything.
Yeah. It is weird because I'm sitting here and again, I don't want to get into a whole thing, but it's like I trim my beard every 6 weeks or so. And then I get all of the hair out. I try to do it in a dry sink. I get it all out, get rid of that. And then and I do try to splash all of it down, but it just fucking doesn't all go down there.
Yeah.
And then I actually didn't know that, that she followed me back behind
But
her.
I don't even think about it. I just do it. I think it's just like a habit. Like hair in a sink. I'm like, I'm gonna get fined by state board. I
Right.
don't know. You just fucking you just rinse it down.
Well, anyway, your wife says that your hair adds up. So there you go.
So hop on it.
She should stop listening to the podcast.
Well, I think we want her
Or
to
she needs
listen.
to remember, or she needs to remember what you look like whenever you shaved it off.
Right. I look like a dope, but she likes it better.
I know. You did it for
which is
family pictures.
Crazy.
So he has to throw the race, and it's just so funny how everybody's trying to fucking to keep him from winning or whatever.
I want us to do Jarrett Goes to the Movies Drunk Olympics.
Can we do
Done.
that? Because I went to my kids' field day today and I played tug of war
Yeah.
and it was so fun.
We could do Drunk Olympics.
I bet we could get
I wanna-
the manual for beer Olympics and use it.
I
I am just going to say that there's
the flippers.
Yeah. Okay.
He wants to be on the podcast. Like he wants to come in on
Mike McLean
and do a
yeah,
podcast.
yeah.
Like he really wants to.
It's pretty fucking awesome what he has.
Everett's
established.
Baseball. He's like literally like a contract lawyer or something, like a contract engineer.
Yeah.
And so that's like what he does. And so he's created this beer Olympics that he does every year, except for COVID. And it is elaborate. And there is like, I mean, it is a thick manual. Like you go, well, what about if this happens? And he's got a fucking like amendment for
There's
it.
a rule for it. And
It's crazy.
Some of it's pretty hard. Some of it's a little, I don't know. They're younger than me. So some
Everybody
of it's,
is.
yeah, it's true. Some of it's a little too physical. Like there's some fucking crazy shit where I'm
Like
like,
the things like where you like spin around on a bat and shit.
and then you have to run to go race some
I
shit
did
or whatever.
that for
I'm
you.
49 fucking years old, man. And with 2 bad knees, and I'm fat, so I don't need to be doing that.
Also, rock and roll star. I don't have to do anything I don't want to do.
To be fair, I don't really have to play.
Yeah. Sorry, did you guys see my band when we sold out? Fucking Lava
Yeah, well, I got.
Do you know how
second
many
place in
beers
the
I
beer
drank
Olympics.
that fucking day?
Yeah, so I don't know. Have
Yeah.
fun with your stupid
Thank
games.
you, Eric. That was a
Yeah,
fucking
fuck
nice
them.
little backup there.
No, it was super fun.
It really would be fun though. Like a beer, but I think it would be fun to do. There's some of the events that are really fucking hard, like
harder than you think they would be.
sucking
multiple cocks.
Yes. Tell us about that, Eric.
Yes,
Sucking multiple cocks.
Yeah, there's one where
sucking.
they fill up
fill up an ice tray with beer, and then you have to suck each little section out with a crazy straw.
Easy.
It's not.
No, although I was really good at it.
And the thing is too, but then when you're done, they take
becomes
it.
like
If there's
all
any that's
foam.
left all over, they pour it into a beaker and fucking weigh it.
Measure it up.
Yeah.
Oh my
So whichever
God.
team has the most left in there. So whenever you finish yours and pass it on to the next
There's
person,
a penalty for each ounce or whatever that's in there.
it's fucking crazy.
It's pretty crazy. Yeah, it's fun.
I
Super
want
fun.
to do that.
Yeah, we got to do it. There again, so much happens right here all at once. There's the great grilled cheese bit with the iron. There's the whoopee with the stapler, and then the entire exchange with. So I was too young to even know what soap operas were. And my mom was saying like, we were leaving the theater. She's like, that was so funny because I was watching when Victor and Nikki had the baby.
Well,
and-
but it wasn't his baby because he had a vasectomy.
yeah, well, it didn't take. It
What?
didn't take. When I was getting my vasectomy, by the way, I just would go, it didn't take. I just did that shit all the time.
I was
So
supposed to get one of those after
It
Greer
took.
was born, and she's
it did take. Yeah. It 100% took.
And you never did.
she's almost 2.5, and I still haven't done it.
Man, it's not as bad.
You
So
haven't what?
Derek got one after way after me, and all they do,
No, not
they
yet.
they don't even burn you anymore. They just hit you with a cattle prod right in the tank.
See this. We've had this conversation. I talked to you and Gary and,
nobody's
Derek
selling you
about
on
it.
it?
Yeah, and everyone's like, "Oh yeah, you don't have to worry about them cutting your scrotum open and burning."
Yeah, they
it.
don't. They don't.
Now they just shock you with a cattle prod. That does
It
not
doesn't
sound
shock
any
you.
better.
You don't think that getting shocked with a cattle prod for 1 second sounds better than raising another
It's
baby
not-
for 18 years?
Guys, it's not being
It
shocked.
sounds better
No,
than
it's
that.
not.
It is
Yes.
not being shocked. It's literally
It's basically air blasting the analgesic through your skin.
That does. Again,
you don't feel it.
You're not selling.
Oh,
you're not selling.
He felt it.
Someone needs to tell
Did
me.
he? When it happened?
Oh my God, he almost passed
Am I
out.
selling you yet?
Okay, so see, I
Are you
didn't feel
lactating?
anything on mine. I just it
He
just
turned
smelled
white
it.
as a ghost and his eyes rolled back in his head, and the nurse was like, you keep fanning him, and I'm gonna go get some
Right,
juice."
and Derek's not a pussy, and I'm a fucking pussy, and I'm not going to be able to handle it.
I
I
disagree.
wouldn't
You guys
say
are
he has a high pain tolerance.
y'all are probably the same level
He
of
like
pussy.
takes care of his lawn. But I don't think
Fucking
he's like.
pussy.
I'm not
Don't
actually.
don't call me a pussy.
You called
just
yourself
said
a
it.
pussy.
I know,
pussy.
but I can say that, but you can't say that. I'm taking that word back.
All right.
In
You
his
take it back.
defense,
You
those
had-
were big wieners.
You're a man.
Yeah, I
Big
know.
wieners,
I
big
already know.
vasectomies.
I'm a man,
I'm 40.
I have so many good sound
and I like to
effects
kick.
that I need to send
What
you.
is that from?
That was from I'm 50, and I like to kick. It's from Molly Shannon's character on Saturday Night Live.
Okay, yeah.
Superstar?
No, she
No,
was
the
she
other
was
one.
just this lady, and she would just come out and she'd be like, I just turned 50 and I like to kick.
Well, I'm a man. I'm 40. Is Mike Gundy, the coach for Oklahoma
Are
State?
you only 40?
Me? Yeah, I'm
Who,
only
me?
40.
Interesting.
43.
Coupon. I'm saying coupon because normally I'd say
Yeah, way to
coupon,
go.
and I
He
didn't.
said coupon during the movie.
Yeah, I didn't want you guys to
It's
call me out.
coupon. What are
I
y'all
say
talking
coupon. I say
about?
coupon. Coupon poker. And she goes, "Are these any good?" And he goes, "Okay. Well, you got 2 pair. You got plenty. Whatever." And of course, obviously, we're starting to see. Okay, here we go. We've got this girl's boss, and then this housewife here.
It's not fair that
you know.
he got the hot housewife and she got the fucking
Martin
the
Creepy.
Roseanne's boss.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know
Leon.
what? In his defense,
Look at
sometimes
Leon.
life is not fair. God, it's one of the funniest fucking things. I know that I keep getting off track, guys. If I need to speed up, tell me. But that
Speed up.
Okay, you got it. You want me to not tell this thing?
No, just
Okay,
say
I
it
got
fast.
Yeah, no, you just got to say it real fast. Like, I'm going to tell you
So
guys.
there's a thing on Roseanne, and
So here's the deal.
The guys were all playing poker, and Martin Mull was there too. And then he goes, anyway, it turns out, and he announces to this table of like John Goodman's friends. He's just like, "Yeah, well, I'm gay," and the other guy goes. One of the other dudes that's there, he goes, "Oh yeah, my cousin's gay. Lives up in Indianapolis. Maybe you know him."
Right, like they all know each other.
Because they all
I feel
know
like Tim
each
Curry
other.
was on that episode.
Could be, yeah.
That's the thing. I know that
No, you're thinking of Clue. Because Martin Mull and Tim Curry were both in Clue.
no,
All
but
right.
he was also in that, and I think George Clooney was in that episode, but not that scene.
No, that's ER.
No, he was on Roseanne.
He
He was doing it to Jackie.
George Clooney was doing it to Jackie.
Mhm.
Good for
Man.
Jack.
I
That's
thought-
probably
I thought
what
Jackie
drove her
was a-
crazy.
In the
Schmesbian.
spoiler,
Oh, sorry. If you haven't seen the end of Roseanne,
Schmesbian.
the end of Roseanne is like people need to analyze what the fuck happened there.
well, what did happen?
At the end of Roseanne, it was like
Oh, it was all a dream.
it wasn't all a
Oh
dream.
no, they won the lottery.
No,
They
that
were
was
on
that.
an
No, the
island.
lottery had happened already. That was okay. Let's not talk about the lottery season.
Why are we
No.
talking about Roseanne? I have to pee. Y'all talk about this. I'll
Well,
be
I
right
have
back.
to
Guy
pee
from
too,
Roseanne.
but
Okay, I just feel bad taking another break.
we don't have to take a break. This is just recording a podcast.
I don't think
that's
you
gonna come
understand
out
how
2
seriously
weeks
I
from
take
now.
Roseanne.
Yeah. Listen to the woman.
But I am gonna stick around just long enough to hear what happened to Roseanne.
Yeah, keep going.
Okay, so at the end, she is writing a story. She always wanted to be a writer, right?
Oh, like Angela Lansbury.
Sure. And so she it turns out the whole Roseanne story was just a story that she had written. And in reality, Jackie was a lesbian. The Darlene and Becky's like spouses were swapped because she always thought they were better suited for the opposite like person. So like David and what's his face and Becky were like actually opposite. And then Dan, whenever he had his heart attack, he actually died. Like he never actually like was alive after that. And then that's where the whole like thing happened.
And then that was the end.
It's the fucking end of Roseanne. I had the box set.
They had meat sandwiches though. They
Loose
opened
meat sandwiches.
Loose meat. Well, that's the best kind of meat.
You don't like
Can we
the
do
tight meat?
Can we do Roseanne trivia?
Do you think? I mean, we talk about Roseanne, and I think it's funny because Kelsey has a friend up in Ohio that's like this huge Roseanne fan. But do you think it's like
No, nobody else would know.
okay? Well, that's the whole thing. Like enough people would.
Yeah, probably not.
I can't even do Office trivia because like we like The Office, and I know a bunch of people who like
You
The
did
Office.
baseball trivia one time. That was awful.
Well, I know.
Yeah.
But and I've done Office trivia before because we thought Ryan was going to be there, and then she wasn't. But
Oh yeah, that's true.
yeah.
No,
Anyhow.
definitely don't do Roseanne trivia. Nobody would know it. But
I wouldn't know it.
All right.
how was your pee, babe?
Good.
All right, I'm going to leave. You guys do whatever. If you have to go to the next clip, I'll be back in 25 seconds. I'm not going to wash my hands, so not a big deal.
You never do.
You'll know.
We probably don't have soap. It's probably not his
There's
fault.
soap in there.
I don't think there's any in Emma's.
Always use.
I
her
use her face
wash.
soap. Yeah.
Yeah,
Me too.
what is
It
The
smells
Cetaphil?
good. It
Yeah.
smells good. I like it. All right, let's wait on him actually, and then we'll go to the next clip.
All right, well, I can play you the new clips then.
Okay, let me hear.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
I was just trying to get through this thing. It's late.
In his defense, those were big wieners.
I think I was the only one in there born with a pussy.
Wait, they get better.
And we spent the night drinking huge ass beers with a bunch of gay men on Logan Street.
Go on.
Uh-huh. Give it to me, Daddy. What?
Okay.
Wait, there's one more. Wait, there's one more. Hold on.
Aren't rednecks known for like having huge cocks?
You gotta play these for him, man. This is the fucking best shit ever. So good.
What's happening?
This is so good. Okay.
Your voice.
All right. Skip the one that has the clip in the clip. I don't like that one.
Okay.
The rest of them are fucking great.
Okay.
I think I was the only one in there born with a pussy.
Where did that even?
I have no idea either.
I have no idea.
I have no clue. That is my fucking favorite. It's just like anytime you tell a story now, and wherever you were, and I think I was the only.
I was the only one in there born with a pussy. What is that even?
When would you have said
You
it?
must have been
Wait, I
quoting
know.
somebody.
I know.
You
right?
do? What was it?
Hold on, because this one and the next one
Oh
go
my
hand
God,
in
that's
hand.
fucking funny.
So we'll listen to that one again.
I think I was the only one in there born with a pussy.
Oh no, that was from a mailbag.
That was from
Yes.
Boca Ray,
Oh my
Okay.
god. Okay, that's so funny.
as well as this one.
And we spent the night drinking huge ass beers with a bunch of gay men on Bourbon Street.
We needed that last week, actually. Didn't we talk about New Orleans?
No.
Never
I
mind.
love New
Ignore me.
Orleans a
I
lot.
said yes.
Uh-huh. Give it to me, Daddy.
What?
What?
Where's Jarrett's
rednecks
clips?
know-
What?
Where are Jarrett's clips?
Oh,
There
I have-
have to be.
I got two in here.
Okay, all
Let's
right.
hear
I
him.
haven't played them yet.
Wait, what's
Aren't rednecks known for like having huge cocks?
That one I don't know where that came from.
Okay, I want to hear the Jarrett one.
Okay, here we go.
Hey, that's pretty good, guys.
And the next one.
Oh God, that was wet.
Was that your butt for real?
Was that a real fart?
No.
It sounds so good.
Oh
But you
my-
did fart, and that was your thing, but we couldn't pick it up.
Oh my God, it really did sound real.
Yeah.
That's a juicy one.
And then Dom actually sent two in for us to use.
Giggity.
And
These are facts. I like that one a lot, actually.
That's a good
Who?
one.
Yeah, Dom Petretta.
Oh, okay.
These are facts.
Dom surfing bird.
Oh my God.
That made my cheeks hurt.
Oh,
Yeah,
man.
that was the laugh I needed.
Wait,
to
play the
have.
first one more time.
Jesus Christ.
the first one with Eric.
Yeah.
I think I was the only one in there born with a pussy.
It is sort of unfair that they when they
Right.
write
They
the
do it on
things
purpose,
or whatever.
though.
Oh, I know they do. It's sort of unfair though,
Oh,
but,
it's so funny.
it is really funny.
It's fine.
It's worth
Just to
it.
get
I
you to-
didn't catch any of that until he started reading it, and you guys started laughing. I'm like, oh, Boca Ray is fucking smart.
Yeah, totally. It's hasn't Jason and John Gickler writes you those
People
ones.
have tried to do it, and I will often catch it, but you know how Boca Ray's emails are long.
Yeah,
Except for
and
that one that
so-
wasn't.
Except for the one that wasn't. And so I just at some point want to get through it.
Yeah.
And so I just power
Sure.
through,
God,
and then
that
it ends
was
up
funny.
with that.
Oh man. All right, Sean, let's go.
The house is a mess, Jack. The kids are a mess, Jack. You're a mess, Jack. Did I leave anything else out? Want to talk about the beard? All right. The beard's in its transitional stage right now, that's all. When it comes in, it's going to look great. And it's going to look like a movie star, what's his name?
Orson Welles?
No, I'm... Oh, Orson Welles. Oh, I get it. Fat jokes, right? That's real funny. Yeah, I've put on a couple of pounds. So what? Come on. What else do you have?
You want to talk about this shirt for a second, Jack?
All right.
You've been wearing this shirt around the house for about 2 weeks now. It can walk around by itself. Why don't you retire that thing to the Dry Cleaning Hall of Fame, huh?
Because it's a comfortable shirt.
Jack, take a look at yourself. You've really thrown in the towel, honey.
My brain is like oatmeal. I yelled at Kenny today for coloring outside the lines. Megan and I are starting to watch the same TV shows, and I'm liking them. I'm losing it.
See a little Beetlejuice there, which is kind of nice. You
No,
know?
it's not kind of nice. It's terrible.
Yeah,
It's terrifying.
I love it's a comfortable shirt is one of my fucking favorite things that he says in the whole movie. I love it. The part after this, again, like watching it as an adult, that's so different, is that I remember feeling like she was fucking with him about stuff, but she says even like, hey, you know, like she goes, I love being Mrs. Jack Butler. Like, let's just, you know, and he's the one grabbing the pillow and being a little bit butthurt. A lot of it is just the whole situation, right? It's that she's out there doing what he used to do, and
anyone thrown into that situation is gonna go nuts.
Yeah, and you go a little bit wacky. Yeah.
Is it not wild though that there was a time where one income, whether it was her or him, could buy a 2-story house
Sure.
that
Yeah.
had a nice picket fence, and
Yeah.
and now everybody's got to have side hustles and fucking everything. Like, I've got a good job and still I need to do other things.
Yeah, I mean,
part of
it's-
that is my budgeting, and that's
Sure.
fine, but
Yeah.
still it's
Yeah, I mean, you know, that's an interesting point. You know, it's like, you know, I come from a, you know, the
Land down
city,
under?
I come from a land down under. With the where I grew up, there's a lot of 2-income families. There's a lot of 1-income families. You know, again, I guess it just depends on what it is you're wanting to do.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think sometimes too, like this day and age, it comes down to what makes people happy. We could 100% make it work without Casey working. She just wants to, you know, and she wants to have a career, and that's dope. I think it's super cool. And we make it, you know, you make it work. But yeah, I mean, I see what you're saying. The Joan dream is fucking great. I love the countdown too. He goes, what do you think about the shirt? She just, flannel makes me hot. You know, he goes, okay, all right, okay, that's one. You know? What do you do you think I look fat?
Oh, I like a little
meat on
the bones.
Yeah, okay.
Cushions
All
of the
right,
cushion.
okay, that's 2. Carolyn hates the beard. What do you think about the beard? You know? And what did she say? Well, goddamn it. I didn't write it
I
down.
don't remember.
Carolyn hates the beard. Oh no, she just goes, I know, and like just goes towards him or whatever.
yeah.
Like, it's like, yeah, we all know that. So, you know, I mean,
when she shoots him and he falls down, first of all, he sits down in the chair and takes a drink of that beer, and
Yeah.
apparently that was totally ad-libbed, not part of the script or anything. And you can see her, and so I already knew that because I looked at the trivia going in,
Right.
But you can even tell from behind that she's laughing, like shoulders
Yeah.
going up, because he grabs it and takes a drink.
He's dying.
But
Yeah.
I remember vividly being a kid and there being that tape outline and him laying there.
Oh,
and
so
then
funny. Casey laughed at that
looking
shit
over
too.
That was funny.
like trying to get in there. But if you've not seen the movie before and you don't know that's a dream, like that's such a weird thing.
Sure.
For him to for that to already be there and
Well,
whatever.
and then you have the flashback, or the tie back where Martin Mull comes in. He goes, oh my God, what'd you use? A 38, 39, whatever it took. So good, man. So good. So then, you know, of course, he wakes up. Joan is at the door. No poker. Rocky fucking plays. Bring it back to the original shit. And they start to exercise, and he slaps their asses.
Yep.
Yeah.
And in what situation could you get away with that
It's
ever?
just motivation. Right?
You know, if those were dudes, I would totally slap their asses. Girls, you expect to get kicked in the nuts.
There is
Not in the 80s.
I don't think there's a woman on earth that I could slap their ass and not like that, not be weird, that not be
Well, there's
terrible.
one.
Right, only Kelsey.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
there's
same. Yeah.
even I mean, I could slap Sean's ass. I grabbed his
Yeah.
nipples when we came in here today. I slapped your ass one time, almost broke my arm.
It's hard as a rock.
It is the craziest. You guys listening, I don't know. You may or may not ever get the chance to slap Jarrett Reddick's ass.
You know what you're doing, right? You're just baiting all these people.
But
Oh, that's not gonna happen.
But my God, you try to do a little playful
ass of steel.
He's on his way out. Just
hurt your hand,
and I mean, for a week,
you can't feel your wrist.
Couldn't play
wrist was
guitar.
sore.
I have a lot of friends that are girls, a lot. Amy's one of them.
Yep.
Lisa, a lot of friends.
Lisa Loeb.
Kelly.
I would never ever slap their ass ever.
Yeah, that would be weird.
Because
It would be
because of
super
the
weird.
murder.
But it's okay if they slap mine.
Agreed.
See?
Noted.
No one ever tries this. I have never even once been in a situation where someone tried to slap my ass. I think my ass is too small.
I don't even pay attention because I have a giant butt and people
What?
accidentally touch it all the time.
What do you mean?
How do you
I've
know
never
it's an
noticed
accident?
your butt ever.
Like you'll go in for a hug and someone's releasing from that hug and their hand will
Oh,
just graze a
right,
butt. And
sure.
I don't even think about it anymore because I just know that it's an accident and I don't want to make it weird.
Yeah.
But that happens a lot. People are trying to walk by.
Yeah.
I'm not
Just
kidding. It
hand to-
happens all the
just
time.
walking by hand to butt.
Well, maybe not a hand, but yeah, like a lower arm, elbow,
Sure. Yeah,
however tall
just
they are.
People
I don't
fucking
know.
bump it. But you know what? I mean, isn't it like that too? Like, I think about that all the time because I'm a boy. Like, and when you're in sort of an industry like a dental hygienist, like
Dental hygienist.
you're just literally, just putting your boobs all over somebody's shoulder and shit.
Oh yeah, that was
Yeah,
my
you ever been a hairstylist?
orthodontist.
Okay,
Right.
again, orthodontist.
Oh,
Same fucking
he
thing.
hired the biggest boobed women,
And they're just
ever.
titties were all over you or whatever.
I don't
and
know
it's
how they worked on this side of my face. It was
Yeah, just a boob in the face. Yeah.
I'm in.
When you're 12 and a boy, it was fucking great. That's why he hired him, Amy.
Well, they did smell good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See.
Fine.
All right. So Whoopi, they do the fire. All of this ritual is great, and but just this exchange of, he's like, dude, we got to talk about the Whoopi. I mean, you got this, and then you're you're strung out on bedspreads, and
Next thing you know, you're looking
Oh
for an
no, he goes.
electric blanket.
He goes. No, you are an electric blanket, maybe a quilt, and next thing you know, you're strung out on bedspreads, kid. And then he gives it to him, and you got a lot of guts. And that kid sells this fucking line so well. He goes, "Can I
have a moment
to myself, please?" And it's just so good. But the best line of the entire movie happens right here. He sits down by Alex. You had to do it. It's so good and so just, that just gave me chills. Like, it is so, I love that line so much.
They gave the kids, the kids don't play a huge role in the film. It's obviously the dynamic between the couple and then the, outliers. But man, they gave these kids some primo fucking
great lines. And apparently, as we learned from Anthony Michael Hall during the last podcast we did, John Hughes loved rehearsals, loved table reads. And I'm sure these kids had been, trained to say these particular lines. But again, I just feel like now we're at, this amount of time later, it's almost like kids are so over the top that they've regressed 80 fucking years. Like they act like fucking because I don't want to do that thing. What is it? Like, well, I was a child. Remember that thing? The whole Indiana Jones and shit. Like they just overact. Have you watched
today? They overact, or back then they
one
overacted?
Today?
Yes,
It's just crazy.
Yeah, but it's
they're selling our kids a bag of dumb shit.
It's Disney
Yeah,
Junior,
that's what
and
I
it's
was just about to say.
Nickelodeon
It's all very
Junior,
Disney.
and it's all of that stuff.
Yeah,
where everything's got to be. Look at that. It's a parallel. It's not the same, but look at the editing between Disney animated movies 40 years ago versus today. Everything today is quick cuts and quick shots, which you don't have to have in animation. You don't have to have it in real cinema, but you really don't have to have it in animation because you're just drawing it.
But something has to happen. I believe
mean-
it's every 8 seconds.
But watch fucking Snow White.
Sure.
And tell me that there's a kid today that could sit through that classic Disney movie.
It's going to be a select group of kids. You couldn't put that on at a fucking lock-in at a
and
church.
they'd be bored as
Everett used to be really good at that. I was actually really surprised. Like he would watch Alice in Wonderland, he would watch Snow White, and then it just clicked, and now he will not.
Yeah,
Like,
everything's got to be.
and he was
badass
always
all the time.
overstimulated, like always. I mean,
But
so
we're like that as humans, though, man. I mean, like
I push fast forward. Like you would be horrified if you watched me as an adult watching a Netflix show on my phone. I push that 10-second button like 100 times.
Are you kidding me?
I think
Constantly.
it's
You're
important
not
for you.
scared of missing like
Yeah,
No.
I can't do that.
No. Even these movies that we do, if it's like an Amazon movie, I can like watch and it's like, okay, fucking
Just the dance scenes, in
driving
Footloose, I get.
scene, fucking fighting scene. I just click.
Wow.
Get through the whole thing in an hour.
Wow.
Crazy.
I'm impressed.
You know,
It's totally unhealthy. It just is how I am.
yeah. You know, times they are a changing.
That's what Bob Dylan said,
Mm-hmm.
but he was wrong.
Bastard.
Schooner tuna is one of the 3 most expensive tunas on the market. Now, if we want to beat our competitors, the time for these gimmicks and giveaways is over with. Now, I don't mean to be disrespectful, Mr. Humphrey, but housewives need your help, not your gimmicks. Show them that you really care about their problems, and you'll win their loyalty. Now, this is what I propose. Schooner Tuna sympathizes with those hit so hard by this trying economy. To help you, we are reducing the price of our tuna by 50 cents a can. When this crisis is over, we'll go back to our regular prices. Until then, remember, we're all in this together. Signed, Howard Humphrey, President, Schooner Tuna, the tuna with a heart.
Where in the hell have you been hiding this little girl? She's not just selling tuna, son. She's selling America.
Right.
The tuna with the heart. I love this bleeding heart shit. That's American. That's what that is.
That's what I think.
Well, there's more.
More?
There is.
Yes.
Good edit, Sean.
Oh, you notice?
Yeah.
Because he
I always
didn't
have
do
to do
the.
stuff like that.
I'm sorry. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
yeah, totally.
Yeah.
Yeah, we missed that whole part where it becomes super uncomfortable. Yeah, I mean, the chat room now is lit up with how short our attention spans are, and it's, you know, I actually, can you play that last clip because I forgot what it was? Go ahead.
I literally just.
I know, just played it. I'm just kidding.
Oh. I was like, I deleted him right after we. played
I'm
him.
joking.
I literally
That's
sat
funny.
here and went, "Are you fucking kidding?" Got it now.
Well,
Got it.
Totally just kidding. Just the way that she sells that thing. You know, you had 2 campaigns, 4 glasses with every can is just the most ridiculous thing ever if you think about it. Like
about how much they're getting.
a can of tuna and you
First
get
of all, cans of
4
tuna-
fucking glasses.
Cans of tuna today are like 78 cents. How
Right?
can you take
Sure.
50 cents off of a can of tuna in 1983?
Yeah, totally.
Did you in the supermarket scene earlier? It was like Kotex tampons, 94 cents for a box of, you know, like the
90.
prices were crazy.
You guys notice we talk about tampons a lot?
No, tampons.
I don't think we talk about tampons
Tampons.
enough.
The next one is 100 trips to Hawaii. And you couldn't have known there was going to be a hurricane that
Hurricane?
month.
You know,
100,000 of these flower lays left or whatever, which is fucking funny.
but
That's
if you
funny
gave
shit.
away 100 trips
because
and you have 100,000 lays you're
Left.
giving away left,
yeah,
it means you budgeted 10 per person minimum.
no, because you
10 per
gave
trip.
away the 100 and then you definitely gave away a shitload of the lays. But so it'd be like the thing if like every 40th can they'd win a lay. And no, that's fucking
No.
too
If you
much.
give them away, that's a layaway.
If you
Okay.
gave away
Feeling really good about that one.
God damn it, I'm not plugged in. Fuck, shit, fuck.
give it to her. Mm-hmm.
It's a layaway.
we should do like a hula themed party, and it will be called a layaway.
The layaway. I love it. I love that. I just love that that's kind of like one of the only swear words, maybe the only swear word in the whole movie, right? He just goes, "I love this bleeding heart shit."
You're right.
So
It's
fucking
American.
good. Halloween is fucking terrible to miss, and I know that as a person that travels for work.
We were on the Warped Tour cruise for Halloween.
Yeah.
1 year, and
Yeah.
Amy sent me pictures, and I cried like a baby.
Yeah, and none of us wanted to do that, but we needed to do. I mean, it had to happen, and that's the only Halloween I'd ever been gone, except for Emma's first one. And
Yeah, you had to be there. I just went because it sounded fun, and then I was sad.
that's correct.
Cruises are awesome.
Yeah, that is correct.
Until my guilt sets in.
Ugh, it was terrible. I bet he doesn't even remember that was a thing.
No,
Never.
They never do.
This line to me sums up the John Hughes writing of movies. He says to her this: "It's really easy to forget what's important, so don't." And it was like that, dude. That just made the hair. Okay, I have 3.
There they go.
4 to 6 hairs, not 46. 4 to 6.
People don't love John Hughes because the movies are necessarily groundbreaking cinema.
Sure.
They love John Hughes because no matter what the setting, no matter the characters, no matter the plot, no matter anything, there's a heart to what's going on behind it.
Yeah.
And so even this one, which is kind of formulaic and in a lot of parts slapsticky, there is still something to be appreciated and learned and thought. And it's different now watching it when men have a lot more of a role in kind of participating in the household.
Sure. Men are on Swiffer commercials and shit.
But that line you just said, you know, I mean, who could hear that and not get hit right in the guts?
Right.
And go, wow.
He teaches a lot of lessons. You know, there's this don't judge a book by its cover kind of thing. There's this whole, you know, don't miss out on family shit. You know,
that's the Home Alone, right?
And, you know, there tons and tons of lessons that this guy was able to teach us through motion pictures.
Yeah.
And that's, I guess, the point of this whole podcast is, here's what's wrong with America. John Hughes died.
He did die.
Yeah. And so now we're fucked.
Well, syphilis is tough. And if you if you get
Take
it,
the nose right off your
we were
face.
just talking about shit on your hands, and you get like some shit on your hands, like lumps or some shit, right? With syphilis. You can't cure that, right? You just fucking, is that a thing?
Cure it.
Yeah.
Oh, syphilis?
Nowadays, it's just like some penicillin.
Yeah. See ya.
Oh, well,
You
I'm
can't
allergic
have
to that. I'm fucked.
Yeah, don't get syphilis.
yeah, don't
Okay.
buddy.
Syphilis. Don't get it.
The best you can do.
John Hughes said that.
Yeah. That was from Home
It was
Alone.
another
That's a
takeaway.
new t-shirt.
Yeah.
Mitch Hedberg had this joke, and he goes, "I like to take a AIDS test where I just go, hey, wait, what the fuck? What's the setup? He goes, hey, do you know anybody with AIDS?" And then my friend will be like, "No," and he goes, "Well, do you know me?"
Cool.
Cool.
Do you know me?
Yeah, that's his AIDS test. Anyway, that was funny back then. Scooter Tuna, girls' night out, and you know, this whole fucking male stripper thing is a hilarious gag. I love it.
Randy Master Blaster was in there.
Was he?
Oh no.
That guy tried to do it to like 3 generations of my family.
I don't. Yeah. What's funny is that y'all know who the fuck that is.
You know who the fuck that is.
I don't.
I don't know who that
I
is.
heard about that man through Casey.
Really?
Who? You know this?
I didn't know that I was the
He
first.
tried to have sex with 3 generations of her family.
I have never been. I've been to like
And step family.
I've been to the like. Well, all right. I've been to a female strip club where the women take their clothes off. Maybe a dozen times in my entire life, and I've never been to one where the dudes.
Oh,
take
it's
their pants
so
off.
fun.
And I still know that Randy Master Blaster is a Dallas
staple.
Yeah, I mean, the
Well, he
dude
owns-
has been taking his clothes off forever and rubbing his dong in women's faces for 50 years.
He also takes a poster of himself.
Cuts a hole in it.
No, rolls it up, and then like we'll just like shove it in your pants and then blow in it.
I don't want that.
Happy
That could
19th
be-
birthday, Casey.
That
That could
sounds
be a
so
new bowling
fucking-
for soup.
It's
bit.
oh man. Now I've told you guys the story
Have
about
Chris do
He
it?
was very old and hairy and
Can we
oiled
please
up.
go and just see that, and then he shoves that in someone's pants, and I'll be like, "Oh, you hit my dick!"
yeah. Yeah.
Girls'
Paper
night.
cut.
Yeah.
No, tomorrow.
Oh man, let's do it.
Ashley's gonna be so in for that.
Yeah, that does not sound like
I'll-
something
I'll-
she's gonna be
I'll
saying.
do the dick
We'll
joke.
do the early shift. Nobody will be there.
Yeah, it'll
Save
be
it for
fine.
a
My
time we
favorite
can all
stripper got
go.
shot outside of
Oh
LaVere.
no! Who was your favorite?
Is she okay?
He wasn't a real doctor. I found out later.
Oh.
But
Dr. Fuckenstein.
she okay. Oh yeah, he got shot, and it was a mix-up. Wrong guy. Just got shot right out of the strip club.
Did he die?
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh.
Rest in peace, Dr. Fuckenstein.
Okay.
All right. Should I
Okay.
Bless.
I have nothing to say to that.
should I go back to the movie? Or?
It's so
What
hard
movie?
to say goodbye
Who's graduating?
to yesterday.
You've got AIDS.
Yes, you've got AIDS.
So Beverly Hills Hotel, been there a couple of times.
Yeah.
Been super drunk in that bar, but have never sexually harassed someone, which happened to Terry Garr in this movie.
Well, there's still time.
Honestly, you can't fucking even the fact that he's in there.
How you could get a food delivery guy to let you into someone else's room.
Fucking crazy, man.
And that champagne was chilling.
Yeah, it was.
Mhm.
Too bad.
And you could hear it.
Bad.
You heard that? Gotcha.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So, again, all the shit's happening again. Everybody's back at that. Yo, Butler, I think I found your problem. This shoe. There's a fucking shoe through the thing, right?
Which is such a trope with her like New York accent,
Oh,
and
yeah.
backwards hat. And hey,
Yeah.
found
She
your,
was always like the service industry. So,
found your problem.
and then of course, Joan makes her way into the bedroom. Now, this is the middle of the day. His kids are home. It doesn't seem like the right time to me, but she's gonna go for it.
The nighttime is the right time.
The nighttime is the right time. You get a free haircut. There's a girl I want to meet there.
Sorry that happened.
Come on, join the cult with me.
No, what just happened?
The nighttime is the right time. I thought you were doing an Adam Sandler
It
thing.
was, but what was that you just did? Was that more of it?
The nighttime is the right time is the end of that bit. That thing starts with them playing basketball, and he goes,
right.
Yeah, hey, I think I'm really liking what this guy has to say. Come on, join this cult with me. I don't know that I really want to join the cult. And that's what the whole thing's about.
Man, I don't remember that.
Yeah. And then he's just like, dude, there's a girl I want to meet there. And he goes, you get a free haircut. What do you think that there'll be like other girls there? Like, yeah, of course there will be. And then 6 weeks later, the nighttime is the right time. The nighttime is the right. Sorry, we had to kill your parents.
That's really weird because I remember that nighttime is the right time, but I don't remember any of the
Oh,
rest
yeah.
of that bit.
Yeah.
And I remember a lot of those bits.
Everybody go. I think it's the first one on not They're All Gonna Laugh at You, but the next one.
What the hell happened to me?
What the hell happened to me? Everybody go check that out. Adam Sandler. So he is in the
'Cause he
mirror.
needs the money.
Everyone go check out this Adam Sandler.
He
I don't know. You guys haven't heard of him.
a lot
His
of
new
people
album
don't know
drops.
the comedy albums that he did.
That can't be true.
Jesus
It is true.
Christ. Nobody
That
knows.
is weird.
They know him from all these goddamn Jennifer Aniston and Drew Barrymore movies.
Lucky
He
son of a
used to be
bitch.
funny. So he's looking in the mirror and he's like, A, okay. She's an attractive woman. Yep. Okay. All right. All right. B, she wants you. I mean, she really, really wants you. C,
Consent.
C. I don't even want to think about C. Yeah. Okay. D.
Kenny will
talk. Kenny will talk. Alex, I think I could try. Yeah, but Kenny will talk. And then it's, all the other shit. Why? why'd you get rid of the whoopee? So funny. And then he says to her, she tries to get onto him for this girl being there, and he's just like,
aha, I tried
and
to
then
call you last night.
Yeah, and then Richardson answered the phone, and I can hear the champagne chilling in the background.
You heard
that? Aha! Got him. Got her.
I'm begging you. Humphrey's going to pull the whole account unless you come back to work.
I told this guy last night 10 times that I quit. What did he do, make a pass?
I just got a little out of hand, and she belted me.
You quit your job?
I didn't like that job. I'm going to get another job, a better one. Anyway, I missed my family.
I thought you loved that job.
Thanks. How about 3 days at the office and 2 days at home? Thanks.
There's no way to do that. I need a person in there.
Jack, will you listen to me? Management wants you back.
Jack.
Thanks.
Basement's clean.
Okay.
Oh, thanks.
Look, he's offering me full salary and a company car. What do you think?
You're kidding. Take it.
Okay, look, Bert, tell him I don't make a move without Larry and Stan.
He doesn't make a move without Larry and Stan.
Oh, you got a deal.
Who are Larry and Stan?
Thanks. You're a working woman. Can't you understand? Can't
I'll
you
tell
pump
you
some sense?
something,
Oh, thanks.
Larry and Stan. You really hit him?
Don't you think I know how to take care of myself?
Hurt your hand?
No.
Missed you.
I missed you too.
So, man, what a great movie. There's a few holes in this scene that just happened. He just goes, I got a little out of hand, and she belted me, and he just goes, okay, so you really quit your job? Like,
right?
Wouldn't you be like,
Not gonna
okay, I'm gonna fucking
wanna
now,
dress
I'm
that?
gonna
This
belt
guy.
you until you get the fuck into your limo and get the fuck out of here. But instead, he carries on a conversation with the TV girl.
Yeah, it looks like she really liked that.
Yeah, you know
She was
what?
into it.
There's a
She was
few
doing some
things.
negotiating. I
Yeah.
like that.
Few things we need to discuss here.
Dueling trivia.
All right, Amy, we are at, let me think, 16 to 15. You are ahead.
Ooh.
I have to write that down. And it's my turn to go first. So I took notes for the first 30
All
minutes
right.
of this film. So I'll try to find something here. All right, I got one. When Jack is giving the kids a bubble bath, she comes in, pulls one of the kids out of the tub. He's got the slippers on.
Mhm.
So I didn't want his feet to get wet.
Right.
What characters were on those slippers?
I want to say Bert and Ernie.
You want to say right.
Yeah,
very good.
yeah.
Yeah, Bert and Ernie is correct.
That's interesting. I was just thinking of the colors because I didn't notice that they
I know.
were
I was like,
characters.
was it like a duck or like I could not. That's
Yeah,
crazy.
I thought one of them was Big Bird, but yeah.
No, that's
Oh.
awesome.
Bert and Ernie. One was yellow. one
Very
was-
good. Very good.
Okay. I don't know. This was my first time watching this movie, so I don't know if this is an easy question or a really hard question, but I'll ask it.
All right.
In what branch of the military did Jack serve?
He was in the Navy.
That is incorrect.
Damn it.
I know this one. This is my first time.
Go ahead, babe.
He was in the army.
Shoot.
Because he said something about there's no ships in the army.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
Oh, I think that's
I'm
what I was
sorry,
thinking.
that
It
was
was
incorrect.
the ships thing, but all right. Well, it is 17 to 15. You're on a roll. I am not. So excellent job.
Eric, did this make you horny?
Now you're coming out of one bit, going right into the next.
Bit to
Eric, did this movie at
Touching
any
bits.
time make you horny?
No, because even like the sex symbol, in this was wearing weird, and I
Yeah.
recognize it's back in style now, but like waist high polyester pants and fucking like Ricky Lake haircut.
Dude, when I
It was
first
a
saw her,
nothing burger for me.
when I first nothing burger, when I first saw her in this movie, I was so surprised because I
is the
just
hot one?
remember her being the bombshell, and I had to say to Casey, like, okay, so that's the hot girl, and she's like, "Do you mean hot now or hot then?"
But
Basically, is
Casey
what she
brings
said.
up a good point, because what did you say? Vacation came out a month before this.
Yes.
They had Christy Brinkley
Yeah.
as the sex symbol in that film.
I think that was a really good thing to point out.
And we got
Sure.
whoever the fuck this
Dawn.
was.
But these were housewives, though.
Joan.
That's the thing. Christy
They could
Brinkley was in a fucking Ferrari.
Yeah, but they could have chosen Cheryl Teagues. They could have chosen anybody.
I'm just saying that I'm gonna be honest though. Like as a kid watching this, and even watching this through the 80s and early 90s, however many times I saw this movie, she just fit the role. And it's just so outdated now that it just doesn't make sense. I think that's gonna happen even with Cheryl Teagues and some of the other
Elle McPherson and Kathy Ireland.
They-
I'm always gonna get horny when I see them, but not this lady.
Right.
So no, it didn't make me horny.
Right.
Sorry.
Last week I mistakenly said that Dennis Rodman broke his dick in Kathy Ireland, and I'd like to apologize.
Did you really?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, you meant
Carmen
That's
Electra.
I'd like to apologize for that. All right, guys.
Sorry, Kathy
Look,
Ireland.
I think this is again, it's a classic. It watched great for me. I had a great time watching it. The funny stuff is still the funny stuff, although I will say that a lot of the jokes are funny to me now because they were funny to me then. Eric, what'd you think?
I have seen this a bunch of times. It's probably been
It's been
1 week since I watched this movie. It's been a long time. And I laughed at the parts that I always laughed at, and I do try, for the films that I've never seen before, do try to look at it with a critical eye so that we can come in and have some things to talk about. And so I noticed the same things that everybody else did, that there's a lot about this movie that wouldn't fly today. But I mean, all in all,
Yeah.
I enjoyed it just like I always have every time I've seen it.
It's an interesting, it's an interesting journey just because, again, this is coming out of a time where no men stayed home with kids, going into a time where some men stayed home with kids. And honestly, to be fair, there weren't a lot of women executives, during the 70s and going into the 80s or whatever. So it was a bit more of a departure and a bit more funny back then because of the fact that just not as many dudes played this role. But he did it and he accomplished it, and that's I think normally what happens today. Casey, you saw this for the first time.
I liked it. I think that there was a big hype, and maybe that was like a thing.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it. It's not the classic that like the Arthur, the Real Genius, the Fletch, those things. I think I kind of expected that type of comedy. There's nothing I really didn't like. It just, out of all of those, it was kind of just okay for me.
Yeah, I
think that you'd have to have some nostalgia.
This
attached to
movie
it.
wasn't like those in that it was like supposed to be over the top funny like that. It was a family comedy.
I enjoyed it. I just don't think that it's like a movie that I would necessarily
Watch
again whenever
Sure.
we're doing one of those like watch a random movie nights.
Mhm. Yeah, I get that. Whereas Fletch was goddamn fucking funny, right?
For sure.
God, you're great. Amy, now we have not we haven't heard from you on how you feel about the movie a bunch tonight.
I thought it was okay. Again, I think the nostalgia probably had a big part to do with it for you guys. I'd never seen it. I think the idea, the concept is really great, just switching roles, especially back then. It was a little bit slow to watch because, again, I'm by myself.
Sure.
And it was funny. I chuckled. I laughed a few times. It was overall okay. It was fine. I probably won't watch it again.
Right. Now, did you hear any lines in it that you had heard before? Like,
I feel like you said one.
220,
Did I hear-
221,
no, that I hear
or
you it's a comfortable
No.
shirt.
it's a comfortable shirt.
And then the Jarrett Reddick method.
The Jarrett Reddick method. It's the Jack Butler method. You're doing it wrong. There's that whole thing.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I've heard that.
So it's a bunch of those that are just, hard to deny. Man, I think this will go down as one of the biggest movies. No, I don't think that. It will go down as one of the most iconic movies of the 80s. Kurt Fletcher just said that Kathy Ireland follows him on Twitter if she knew what he did to her photos as a teenager, she probably wouldn't follow him.
Yeah.
So I do have to agree with that, Kurt. Here's the deal.
Sean,
No mail.
Sean, what did you think?
It was fine.
Shit. I actually, sorry.
No, that's fine.
He's looking at his watch.
You're
and
not
his phone.
used to me being here. Are you?
I'm trying to get you out of here. Sean,
Yeah.
what'd you think?
I mean, I was putting the clips together and kind of thought it was okay. I mean, I guess I could have watched it more. But anyway. All in all, I mean, I guess.
You're really starting to fade.
Sean, real Sean, what did you think?
Saw it in the late 80s. Loved it.
Sounds
Yeah.
And yeah, I still love it.
Okay. Love that. And guys, I hoped you love it. I hoped you loved this show. We have no mail this week. So, Eric, where can people connect with us?
They can go to our website, jarrettgoestothemovies.com. On Facebook, you got a couple of options there. Jarrett Goes to the Movies and the Jarrett Goes to the Movies fan page. That's a nice community of people who love to post and talk about the shows. So we encourage you to join both. On YouTube and Twitch, Jarrett Goes to the Movies, you will be best advised to subscribe and turn on notifications. On Instagram and Twitter at Jarrett Movies. Patreon, be a part of the winning team. Support the little podcast that could. Patreon.com/Jarrett Goes to the Movies. Email us, jarrettgoestothemovies@gmail.com. And you can text us or leave a voicemail at 714-451-6029. Again, that's 714-451-6029. Jarrett, back to you.
Thank you so much, Eric. And guys, if you share our posts, we will gladly thank you for that at the end of each episode. So thanks this week, Vinny Cataldo, Joey Bishop, Simon Rogers, Barry Ferguson, Chaos, David Kendrick, Chris Pulse, and anyone else that shared the thing and didn't have your shit off private. We appreciate you. Thanks for listening, and we will see you down the road.